my opinion, looking at them individually, they are very, very strong. Especially Muffin Loop and Kiri yesterday, who did one of the most major step-ups throughout their entire journey thus far this week.
क्या हाल है
Yeah, Global Esports Pheonix, definitely. It's like we said, it's their first time being on the stage, and to be able to qualify for this kind of playoff stage right off the bat, that's brilliant coming in from them. Their star player, like we highlighted, Muffin Loop, 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒, we saw a little bit of her siege action as well, really being able to pop it off. And the thing is, all of these individual players, they have that pop-off capability. It just comes down to when and if they're going to be able to do it. But I think that we are going to be having our next lineup coming up, which is Orangutan. Like you mentioned, those two new players that they did pick up, Tash.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah, Casper,
and girls.
Both of these have been around since the beginning of this roster. I think around last year's overtime as well, we saw Chloe join the team. Since then, she's been that menacing killjoy that you really, really want to have on your side, especially if you're on a.
अरे हॉल में सेटअप नहीं हो रहा था रे, टाइम लग रहा था.
Two new players coming in as well. Capricious.
हाँ पीसी और कैमरा.
One of the strongest duelists that
यही कैमरा. मेरे को लगा तू पूरा प्रॉपर ऐसा कैमरा लगा के करेंगे. अच्छा. अरे पर उसमें पिक्सेलेटेड आता दूर का रे. नहीं. अच्छा तो फिर अभी नेक्स्ट गेम अपना टीम जीतेगा ना ये गेम.
Have been participating almost through every single event of GC over the course of the last 3 years, and I think that just for that they have at least some experience for a little bit more.
Hello Nihal.
Yeah, I love to see these new players come up as well, because if you look at how exactly Orangutan
audio
has
सब
been
ठीक
doing
है
in
ना?
terms of their rosters, they like to maintain the core.
Audio guys, we have Ganesh Gangadhara
for long periods of time. It's very rare that we see a big change in their roster.
44.1K.
Now for GE, because this is a sunrise team, I would say that this is
guys
only because we don't really understand or can't
only
see the
Vandal
potential.
giveaway
Because
guys.
personally for me, coming from
45K चलो बस.
I could only ask you what we can expect, what we can see, and even you mentioned that not a lot of them, or not all of them, has had experience on the big stage, and I think that this can really play a toll. That yes, they are probably.
चलो आज अगर अपना टीम जीतता है तो मैं एक ओनी वैंडल बंडल. ओनी वैंडल बंडल है ना? ओनी बंडल गिवअवे करूंगा अपना टीम जीतता है तो. Let's go. बस simple. बस.
When you have too many rounds in a row,
उनको भी देंगे.
What are you going to do? But coming into this, these are the 3 matches we're going to be getting today. Fracture, Haven, Icebox.
ठीक है. पर उसके लिए भी सिंपल है, सिर्फ सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ेगा भाई. उतना तो करो.
Fracture, this is a really good pick, I think, because
क्या बोलता है गणेश? सब्सक्राइब तो करने बोलो ना अभी.
They've had a really strong time in it over the course of the
सब्सक्राइब करो. अपन ओनी बंडल गिवअवे करेंगे अगर जी Pheonix टीम जीतता है तो guys.
Also faltered in yesterday. They lost it 13-7 to RRQ. So GE, perhaps they've done a little bit of prep work, a little bit of analysis of the mistakes.
रॉसी को भी लो गाइस, रॉसी प्रैक्टिस में है.
Because not only did they win, they also saw
अभी रॉसी गाइस स्किल जो है खेल रहा है आज से.
Major reason behind this coming out in this, that's the map number 1 of this tournament. But map number 2, Haven, this is a map that historically since last year, Orangutan have looked super.
क्या हालचाल ओन भाई, हसीन भाई, all good. आप बड़ा आप बताओ.
And they were able to even pull off that win against Kaguya.
When is Rossi going to Korea? I think in a few days. Rossi थोड़े दिन में निकलेगा ना तुम लोग? हाँ. बस जब आप लोग बोलोगे तब रॉसी निकल जाएगा.
What do you think about our decider?
I have already forgotten our decider. What was that?
Cam glitchy.
Alright, talking about Icebox, I think we've seen GE play on Icebox, and yesterday they played out of their minds. That is when we see Kiri with the step-ups, with the nice little flanks. That is when we see 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒 with its insane walls just coming through, and they're unable to move. And I'm really liking the fact that that map is all about control, it's all about execution. It works so well in their favor. But Orangutan is a little bit more loose, I feel. They're very adaptable, they're able to go as aggressive
नहीं यार मैं तो क्या बोल रहा
really good. So the fact for Orangutan is I've noticed that
यो बच्चा लोग को सपोर्ट करना
the game should be
भूलना का
because
नहीं.
in terms of but once
कल अरे हाँ हाँ
RQ Kaguya was able to take the momentum back,
बच्चा इन लोग गए ना पोकेमॉन यूनाइट के इवेंट में गए मलेशिया.
Now I'm really excited to see what exactly do these teams have in mind as we go into the game. For lineups here, I think we've seen both teams at least play on this map.
देखो एनजे मैंने इतना स्मार्ट ट्वीट लिखा.
What do you think of this?
इतना स्मार्ट ट्वीट लिखा मैंने कल, पर लोगों को उसका समझ ही नहीं आया. मैं समझ गया, नहीं लिखूंगा इसके बाद ऐसे ट्वीट.
But I think that on this particular map for Fracture, Neon is one of those really strong agents. You can really set up the rest of your team with those stuns, especially, you know, that fast lane. It kind of slices open the site, acts as a secondary smoke. I think that overall this is something that has worked for Orangutan before. I'm pretty excited to see how it's going to go.
Coming to Delhi
for what does interest me is GE setup here, because they have that breach and that raise combination. We've seen how deadly it can be.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Rose, even if she's not been able to frag out the most consistent way, she's been able to really set up 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒 for these duels, and I think that's really valuable.
It is really valuable, but yesterday if we talk about momentum,
कल मिल रहा है रात को
बताता हूं मृदुल जैसा होएगा, which is what we saw from RRQ on this particular map. It might spell trouble because if you look at the two different the disparities between the two teams, it felt like Capricious
you should start being a coach for
Pheonix. I would say
no,
kind of like lagging
I
behind
won't
when
be
it comes
coaching
to
anyone
speed
for now,
from,
but I do help them out.
Our fellow
what I see
running
and whatever they need.
But then this time around, it is going to be a neon from 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒. Don't know if the dynamics are going to change. Don't know
एक टाइम था जब
if
हम आपके मैचेस देखते थे. अरे बंक्स भाई अभी बड़ा हो गया ना. अभी बंक्स सिर्फ ओनली वीसीटी मैचेस. ये छोटे मोटे गेम्स नहीं दिखता है जैसे तो हम लोग के
Surprise caster 1 and Terror.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Ooh. It is. Welcome back. Zach Terror here. And we are going to be your casters for this series. Again, you are watching the VCT Game Changers Asia Pacific Series 2023. Now that
Red Nade, a shot, mid-rush. Market boom bot.
And even
round over.
when it comes to the players and what their agents are going to be there, I wonder what can they bring to the table. I'm excited about this Neon pick. It's Fracture. It's going to be fast.
Yeah, I think fast is the name of the game.
Any plans of playing official matches anytime soon? No.
And how many lanes there are to attack. You know, whatever side you're on, whether you're on attack or defense, you really want to try to play for the information.
Definitely true. And aside from that, we're showing from Global Esports here from yesterday's match, and we can definitely see that along the way, along the days that we're looking at, everyone is just getting better and better each and every time. And this just goes to show, knowing that we came from this stage and now moving forward here, they've battled it out way back before, and now they're gonna do it again. But this time, we should focus here because we're getting closer and closer to the end of the bracket here. Zach, GE versus OGT onto the pistol round.
Yeah, right now though, on defense, it is going to be GES starting off right there. Gonna be a little bit of a slow play from them, but you know who's not going slow? It does seem like OGT. They're on full track towards the drop area. 0 point from Muffin Loop. Gonna give away at least a little bit of information that there is some presence here. They have taken control and are looking to possibly re-aggress though, with at least 3 of their players being tagged up there. I'm not sure if that's really the best idea already. You can see off the back of that the quick kind of reactions coming out of GE with some abilities coming in, but now that the suppression has worn off, they're gonna be making their way into the first point of contact immediately being shut down by Capricious as OGT they take a side.
And the plant settles in for the spike itself. Now onto the post plant here. OGT, they have to move away. Molly onto the site as well, getting a little bit of damage here towards Capricious as she was trying to move out and prepare this post plant. Now with a flash, they start off. Rose not seeing anyone. They know and they're aware there's gonna be flanked with this double trouble setup coming in from OGT. A little bit of a delay towards GES here, and now OGT, they have to fight for this spike as Muffin Loop taps the spike here. It's still the man disadvantage that we are looking at. Orangutan taking round number 1. It is.
Indeed, and it all started with Capricious being able to find that first crucial frag here, clean headshot onto 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒. It doesn't even take a little bit of damage in the process. Of course, you do see me both being able to find impactful kills, but again, OGT, they kind of play like a net does, gradually close it in, and off the back of that, they were able to kind of convert that round. As well, so a little bit more money in their bags. We're going to be seeing 5 Spectres across the board here, and I think that once again, they kind of stepped it up. They had a little bit of a slow time on this particular map yesterday, but you know, on attack, especially, they look much more comfortable, and they're happy to take the fight to GE.
No, we are expecting this to be fast, but so far right now, Zach, we're seeing a very slow play here, knowing that they might be wary of the locations here from Global Esports. We all know that they can also purchase shotguns, which, hypothetically speaking, we already see here right now. 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒 and Kiri had some shorties a while ago, but it seems like they know they have to make a retake happen anytime soon. A side is very much clear for the taking here, coming in from Orangutan.
Yeah, they should be able to get the spike down. That gamble stack not exactly working as expected or hoped. They are looking to go aggressive with the concussion. Not exactly being used here, might be causing a little bit of punishes. However, it is going to be 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e trying to put down the 4. The concussion is impeccable though, and it is going to be finally a kill coming through. 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e still trying to style on them, runs out of bullets. Finally, though, 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e will give them the backup to be able to connect that kill, and it's all down to 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e. A 1v3. One of these players is super low, but 𝐷 will be the one to take that engagement. And Orangutan, they convert their second. They lose a couple of Spectres in the process, but apart from those awkward moments towards Vayne, I think they're good.
Like you said, they were able to at least get 2 kills here coming in from Global Esports. At least alleviating when it comes to the economy, and especially moving forward onto round number 3 makes it a little bit more difficult
guys, first by round.
rather to convert those rounds or those bonus rounds that we are looking at. And as you can see, we're just purchasing one stinger here and a frenzy as well. On to Global Esports though, it's gonna be a full buy here, Zach. And GES, they want to go an aggressive defense here. Now goes for the peak. Managed to take one. It's a hit and run, and now they're just going to go back to the side.
OMEN control low, nice.
Here, as they know they have the man advantage already.
Yeah, they're going ahead, although 𝘼𝐿𝐿e with the stinker not able to, not only finding 1 but 2 absolutely insane shots coming out at that close range. It is finally going to be Rose being able to get that trade. The damage has been done
nice,
off the back of Rose rotating off site. It is going to be 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e taking a lot of space. 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e though still able to hunker down, get that kill even despite the smoke. Absolutely huge frag, and right now GE, they have the numbers advantage. They have the weapon advantage.
Nice 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e, nice round. Let's go.
Let's
go girls.
𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e will shut it down. A 3K for the Brimstone.
सिंगर से क्या होता है उसका सैचल से वो पीक मिस हो गया.
I like the idea here, Zach. If you think about it, for Orangutan, they knew that they were only holding onto the Spectres, and I'm quite surprised that, you know, 𝘼𝐿𝐿e was still able to pick up 2 kills onto that stinger. Really valuable for the entire team.
Let's go.
Really made it more expensive for the side of Global Esports as well, and especially in that sense where you only have Spectres versus Vandals, you would want to go to inside the smoke or to the site itself altogether, as he even giving that extra firepower towards your team.
There. Those are some really great points, and I agree. However,
बहुत ज़्यादा आवाज़ कर रहे हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा आवाज़.
How those shotgun plays are really going to work out. Right now, though, it is going to be Rose able to find that first quick. 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e find the second as well, but the trades are going to be quick. In fact, 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e is finding 2 in the process. Right now, it's all down to just Muffin and 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e here, who are still trying to kind of anchor down the side. Muffin Lupa is going to get this information. This
nice,
probably decide how it goes.
Perfect,
just like that. The spike is going to be dropped.
Nice round. Let's go.
Will be able to and convert that kill onto GE. After that pistol, it didn't go their way, but they're known for coming back. They're known for bouncing back.
Is GE the home team of 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e? Of course, bro.
I know we all say that pistol.
Let's go, guys. Like, subscribe, ठोकते जाओ.
Rounds probably going to your side, but as we can see also, like the movements, the rotations coming in here from Orangutan, they had a brief idea that they should go together, especially it was a 2v2 situation. 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e yet again, she wasn't Ian. It's a little bit too fast. There was no trades, and the spike was dropped immediately, just in front, just giving not enough space to actually make a rotation happen. If they
nice,
𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e now
nice,
hand, and they'll go down in the hands of Muffin Loop.
Alt खींच रही है तो मारने के ready रहो. Nice,
nice. Here, but 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e still ready to take on the charge here. 3v4 situation again, broken by from OGT here.
आराम से, guy नहीं.
That might have been a mistake there, as 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐿e opens the door to try to send out a molly, get some information. Capper was lying in wait though, and off the back of that is going to be one more rifle drop. Might even be able to get retrieved.
Guys, GE Pheonix का squad अगर ये game जीत जाता है, मैं एक ONI bundle giveaway कर रहा हूँ. जल्दी like और subscribe ठोको. कुछ अपन ने subscribe goal नहीं रखा है, कुछ भी नहीं रखा है, पर support करो यार.
Watching for any kind of CT push will now be keeping her attention onto the site, and that's her first points of contact. Trying to play for a closer angle here. It does get the information that at least it's going to be a push towards the site, and with this angle being might be able to convert all the damage. Gets 2 in fact, and before finally being shut down, it's all down to just
nice.
To pick up that weapon, but
थोड़ा expensive है पर चलेगा.
Expecting it, and that is going to be
Rose के game पे बेला क्या कर रही है? हाँ वो लोग I think
blinded by the weapon. The peeps here, just like how we play our rank games.
Hello Shivam.
Anyway, as soon as she
let's go guys.
She will pick
अपन
it
एनर्जी
up.
फीड
She
करेंगे
doesn't care,
जी
but
को
anyway, jokes aside, obviously she had a
जी
stinger
Pheonix
there.
squad.
Wanted to go for an upgrade, but unfortunately for her, there's gonna be Meow waiting patiently to get the kill instead. 3-2-2, and so far,
आप
Global
टीम से खेल
Esports
क्यों नहीं
getting
रहे
that one round
कि मैं फीमेल
advantage. And as we
नहीं
can
हूँ
see,
bro.
knowing that you have a double innie setup as well for the side of GE, it's really difficult to go in onto the side, but it seems like with the start coming in from the wall from 𝐻𝐈𝐍𝐊𝐒, they want to make trouble here onto Arcade. They managed to spawn one. That's going to be Meow going down. Just tricks after trades here as we stop in onto a 2v2 situation. It's a whole skirmish onto Arcade.
भाई बहुत fighting ही fighting हुई.
Zinni able to find 3 there, absolutely huge. Does have the null command active as well, but now it's going to be a 1v2 muffin loop for the clutch here. It's going to be in fact pushing towards Arcade, so that's going to be some information, some areas of the map that she will be able to clear before trying to make this work. OGT have no idea where exactly this player is. It's all going to come down to timing. Muffin loop looking for the push out. Turret, not exactly. Oh, never mind. It does manage to find a position. Now command going to be popped as well to try to make this isolated fight work. Doesn't know where they are. Except that one is tower.
Oh, let's go, Muffin!
Muffin loop, how can you do this? Gee, they find 4 after that beautiful clutch coming out of her.
Wow, interestingly enough, she really popped that ult as well, just to make sure that no flashes would hop out, nothing, no utility play at all. And by that point, she knew that she only only has to take those angles. Such a perfect take, especially coming in here from GES. But yet again, if you think about it, that's one ult popped. But it was worth it. A round is a round. And you want to take that lead, you know? It was, right now, it's going to be a 4-2.
Orangutan
At
का
this
timeout है
point,
क्या?
for OGT, they're not going to have money to buy for the next round.
Yeah, once again, the economy in a little bit of
ये वैसे
a
मैप
spot.
पे
You know,
जी
we saw
का
this
है
before. They were able to make these thrifty rounds
हेवन है
expensive
ओजी
at the
का
very least.
डिसाइडर
But
आइस
if you
बॉक्स
consider it, the fact that Global Esports, they managed to win 4 rounds in a row, it's a little bit of
के
cause,
ऑल
you know,
नेसेसरी
cause
था
for
क्या
concern.
नहीं था वैसे तो
Not only do OGT want to
एक्चुअली
consider
उसने
what
इसके
their
लिए
next
किया था
plan is,
कि टर्रेट
considering they do
डिसेबल हो
have some
जाए
crucial
कि
ults
वो मॉली
online.
फ्लैश नहीं
They
कर
also want to
पाए
make sure that GE isn't going to be
किलजॉय
running
मॉली
away
नहीं
with
फेंक
it and
पाए
giving them
थिंक
the momentum for
और वो
free.
एक्स्ट्रा फायर
So yeah,
पावर
that
आई
is going
थिंक
to be
हेल्प
the
किया जो
timeouts being
फायर रेट
called
बढ़
by
गया ना
OG here. One of the things I've noticed is that
What
OG
team
always
is
do
this
better
bro?
after
It is
timeout. It's
GE
really
versus
weird,
Orangutan.
but it's like their little team
दोनों
flex.
के
Like
game
every
changers
time they've called a
options है
timeout over the course of the last year,
G's
after that they just immediately come
a
back into it
completely
and
Indian
just
roster
popped off. So I think
and
they're one of the teams that
Orangutan में
really
एक
managed to
Indian है
utilize
that
these
is
timeouts quite
Casper
well.
and it's an international roster for them.
And aside from that, if you think for the side of Orangutan,
Pupa
here,
जी
especially on a
VCGL का watch
timeout,
party हो
so
सकता है क्या?
far,
Permission नहीं
whenever they
मिलेगा
do
bro.
timeouts here, at least you can definitely see it's a little bit more clearer, especially how they entry, especially how they want to take sites here.
How are you,
And
Pupa
as
G?
you
I
can
am
see,
good.
this is going to be 4
flex.
people having Spectres right now. Obviously, you have that loss advantage or bonus that we can talk about as well for multiple rounds, but it seems like it's going to be a fast take yet again. Orangutan taking cover already here onto B tower, clearing it out. And now GES, they have to defend the site, but so far no one's peeking. They want to wait for the rotations of the 3 people here from the rest of the team.
Hi-Fi, तेरा ult बहुत valuable.
They're taking it a bit slow, I would say. Spike does go down, and now it is going to be a 4v5 instead of retake. All of these players are going to be coming in for a bit of a flank play. As Orangutan themselves, they're willing to push up the CT off the back of this. It's going to be just Kiri isolated now. They've caught her position. Does have the orbital strike to work with. Will be trying to pick into it, but unfortunately, Chloe in that close range. That Spectre is going to more than be shredding her right now. Showstopper pop by Meow 16k to try and make this work. However, it's going to be a Ruzal not quite able to find anything. Muffin does convert. It's going to be all down to these last 2 remaining players towards CT to try and make something work. Chloe more than ready for it. 4 on the ground for the Killjoy, and it's all down to just Rose, but it's going to be Chloe with the ace here on this eco round. Starts off with a Spectre, ends up with the battle and the ace. That's what we want, OG.
Chloe really finding value on those low buys that we are looking at. Remember, Orangutan here only had 4 Spectres. And from the rounds that we were looking at a while ago, Zach, Chloe was just using stingers. She was getting value in each and every round despite the economy disadvantage, especially for this round. This was a half buy for the side of Orangutan, and now we are seeing a timeout for Global Esports as well as economy is tippling over here as we are looking at it. What do you think it would be the way that OGT can take onto the sites much more clearer? And it seems like for Global Esports, it's so far a 50-50.
अरे चावरा साहब क्या हाल
Whoever
है?
gets the punish, Zach.
Hello Kitty, Bhavin
Yeah,
क्या हाल है चावरा
that's a
साहब?
really good point you brought up there. I think that so far
कैसा
on
है?
this defense area, they're kind of playing fast and loose with the map. I think they're kind of stacking towards one side. They're kind of
Why is
looking
it
to let kind of
GE
Hyphae
Pheonix
just do her
Sopaji?
anchor
It's a
thing.
female
And
roster.
if she's able to do that on that B
I'm
side,
not sure
it's not a
Phoenix
deal
नाम
because
क्यों
that
है?
killjoy utility is incredibly powerful. But the moment that she gets shut down,
Game
either
sound
by
कम करो
being
भाई.
taken down or with
कर
the
दिया.
help of that killjoy utility, it just becomes almost impossible to retake, especially if there's going to be that initial player disadvantage coming in. For Orangutan, though, I like that you talked about the stinger because let me tell you, Chloe is a
और गुड
beast
आप
on
कैसे
any
बस
weapon
मैं
you
भी
give
बढ़िया
her.
हूँ.
But that
चावरा
stinger
साहब,
in
you are
particular,
still alive, you still.
you do not want to go
चावरा
up
साहब
against that. I've seen Chloe and
कौन
Casper
किसी
kind
का
of do
बाल
these
बांका
plays
नहीं कर
where
सकता
they just
भाई.
put that stim beacon down, run it with 2 stingers, and they get like 4 kills between them. Yeah, that's the kind of dynamic. Right now, they're talking about the stingers. It is going to be 𝑘𝐼16 having one instead. Once again, a gamble stack towards his B side. Immediately going to be finding out that A is home. No one's at home at A, and they're just going to be able to get the spike down for absolutely no charge. So this flank, it might be what to watch.
Gamble when it comes to risk, but again,
कप्पा को भी साथ
big
लो भाई.
risk,
कप्पा
big
कोच कर रहा
rewards,
है.
or high risk, high rewards. Unfortunately, this time didn't pay off. The stack, they have to move all together. It's a 5-man push here, starting off with Meow leading the charge. No one to follow yet as Kiri takes on a trade here. It's still a lot of people onto OMEN. It's still a lot of players here. 3v2 situation. Rose and Hyphae, again, only with sheriffs here. And they know, Orangutan knows, they have the strength here, especially in numbers. Not only that, they're playing on the post plant.
The flash is going to buy a little bit more time, but at this point, it's all down to just Hyphae. Does get one, it's more about how much damage she can do.
Nice,
It's all the kills, but unfortunately, no time for the defuse. Really nice.
Nice damage. Nice eco, guys. Nice eco. Let's go.
Get some 50 kills, Chloe. You can get an ace. I can get a 4K too. I'm not any bit less dominant, but unfortunately, it is going to be the round converted by Orangutan off the back of that full buy for them. Really great stuff coming in. They didn't even have
Hyphae too strong, bhai. Hyphae too strong.
Heading into this next round, but yeah, it's gonna be 4-4. And remember how I said GE had like that early momentum? It seems like after that timeout, it's just completely gone. It's out.
Not only that, Hyphae really stepping up to the table here, made it extremely expensive for the side of Orangutan as well. And with Hyphae, from the previous games, we've seen her as well. She is a good anchor on the sides. Not only that, she can definitely clutch, and you have to look out for her. Not only that, but you also have Muffin Loop, a very impactful player coming in from the team here, and Kiri, a very good controller as well. Now, Meow, though, spots one. Chloe knows the info. I don't think she would want to peek this again. This is going to be a triple man push here coming in from Orangutan, and just like that, one punished. But Muffin Loop ready to trade on. At least they were able to take that trade, Zach, but this is
last second for Molly, come on.
I'm very surprised that Meow decided to go there alone because of the fact that, like you mentioned, they expected the lockdown, but however, they weren't able to really try and take it down like Meow wanted to. That solo push, not the way to go, unfortunately. Right now, though, it is going to be the lockdown invested by the defenders as well, actually managing to catch Ziggy off guard. Casper will be trying to push through, find Rose, and a very crucial kill there, though Kiri able to just go for these trades one by one. Things back down to 3v3. Spike planted on the side, the Rolling Thunder available as well. As soon as that spike tap comes in, Orangutan, they're going to be investing in to make sure that nobody's going to be touching the spike. Still, the aftershock as well to buy even more time. Just post-spawn utility coming out of Orangutan. It's so oppressive, but it's all down to just Japeeps. A 1v2 to somehow clutch out the spike. Still being stuck. The kill is isolated as well, and Japeeps, the clutch coming through will prevent the defuse. Orangutan, they take the lead.
Japeeps just knowing exactly when to peek and at the same time when to use her utilities as well. She knew she had the Rolling Thunder. Not only that, she knew she had flashes, full utilities that she had there, even an aftershock, to really push onto that delay that they wanted to give against GE here. Successful take yet again from Orangutan, and so far this match, it's 5-4. It's just a rally. It's just like seeing and looking at volleyball. Just, seeing the ball just tipple over onto the right side and then go back to the left yet again.
Yeah, a little bit of a momentum shift right now, I would say, with Orangutan being able to win the last 3, if I'm not wrong. This game is so back and forth, but right now, once again, the economy not in the
Close
greatest spot for
match.
GE. No ultimate
Close
team
जाएगा
to
ये
work
match,
with,
हाँ
with the
यार.
exception of
लग तो रहा है,
Kiri
अभी देखते हैं.
possibly being able to get that
think
orbital
our girls
strike
can
online if she
can
can
do
get
it,
a couple
guys.
of kills.
चलो चलो.
This time, no, not really as much of a gamble stack. One player is
Support
going to
करो
relegate
भाई.
towards this B area of the map,
तुमको
but
ओनी
still,
बंडल मिलेगा
we're going to
जीतेंगे
be
अपन
towards
तो.
A. It does seem like
दिल से दूंगा
Orangutan, they
दिल
have
से.
the lead though. The read though, after making a little bit of noise, they're possibly looking to go over towards B instead, where it is going to be that pincer maneuver again, going to be converging on Hyphae. Last time around,
Hyphae
she wasn't
मारती है
able to
2
really
3
do
kill.
anything against it.
Let's
This
say.
time with this
Bucky
Bucky,
से.
I don't know. I think with the Bucky, she might be in trouble.
The problem here is there's going to be a force stack onto A. They only have Buckies there on the other side as well, and they have to make a rotation happen as soon as the spike gets down on B. And one onto tower, which probably Orangutan will clear out. If they will, because there's still one person waiting there. Japeep's already knowing there is one on tower. And again, Zach, they only have the Bucky from the other side. They have to push in using this or get a kill. Now with a spray down coming in from Zuni, that's going to be a double kill. Meow and Rose, the only players remaining here. Orbital strike not going to be in play as Casper shuts down one yet again. Rose
जी बोलेंगे जब फाइनल जीतेंगे तब अरे अभी अगर जी का स्पॉट ओरेंगुटान से जीता तब भी दूंगा भाई. फाइनल्स में एक और दूंगा बस.
So far, they're looking good.
Yeah, remember this is GE's map pick. They were able to do super well yesterday, and Orangutan, despite that slow start, they definitely managed to come kicking back into some really good reads coming out of them, I would say. And overall, they're just being able to consistently play for these ultimates and that advantage. You know, you saw that kind of utility coming out when they got the post plant down the last time. They're looking to do that this time once again. Casper still having that orbital strike online, and Command also might be a factor coming into this from Zinni. And finally, Capricious is only one away from that overdrive. So a lot of really crucial ults that are online or very
होने के बाद सब्सक्राइब करोगे तो does not count.
Go for Global Esports. This is honestly their round to win. They want to try and make sure they convert it because it is their full buy. They are close to some ultimates, and more than that, just if they lose this, their economy is going to be the super rough spot for the next round. Meow 16K once again goes hunting, trying to find a killer too. Instead runs into the turret, and immediately off the back of that, Chloe's like, nope, I don't want to mess with Meow 16K alone. Hello team, it's nice to see you again.
Surprisingly, a very slow take though, coming in from Orangutan, knowing that we were expecting, especially we've seen this same lineup on another day or a different day. It was also Fracture and Capricious and the rest of the team were extremely fast onto taking sides,
nice re-aggression.
Attacker as well.
Nice
Just not sure how they're going to be able also to utilize that more, especially here on the rounds that we are looking at. And we are seeing very slow movements. And this can also be because of that double in setup, especially being tagged out by that KO. The knife settles in. And now the stun exactly towards Hyphae, but she was still able to get the kills. The triple kill even. OMEN collected. It's going to be Hyphae for B3 situation. Both of the KOs are down here. Now making it a 3v2 as Muffin Loop still awake here goes for the pop flash. Not going to catch anyone, and it's again Hyphae. Triple kill here. OJT, so much pressure onto them. It's got to be G, yes. Taking the win here, 5-6, and finally 7-1 round advantage here is OGT still.
Huge work coming out of them, and of course I think it all starts with Hyphae just being that anchor onto site. I like that, you know, despite her being stunned and everything, she didn't even shoot a bullet until Capricious went past her. Always check your corners, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching this, because otherwise there might be a Hyphae in your ranked games waiting to ruin your time. Being able to, like you mentioned there, get 3 kills, huge impact coming out of the Resident Killjoy off the back of that, only one away from that ult as well.
चलो ठीक है, अल्ट गया, ठीक है, पर भी राउंड सिक्योर हो गया. अब Hyphae को और दिलाओ, Hyphae को और दिलाओ guys.
A lot of these ults than anybody else. So I think for the side of Orangutan, they still do have some stuff to work with. An early orbital strike coming out, and unfortunately, this A push, it's immediately going to be shut down as Chloe on the lurk is able to find not just 1 but 2.
They change up the pacing here yet again, Zach. They go faster, and this time taking B side completely. Against players here of GE. There's going to be that flank coming in from Muffin and Meow. Successfully taking down Chloe here, at least alleviating the pressure onto the site. It's still a 4v3 up to the end. Not only that, we still have an overdrive as well. Meow goes out, hops out, and Japeep sees that swing. She takes it any time of any day. Muffin though, ooh, gonna be stunned, gonna be presence detected as well.
NT चलेगा पिस्टल निकालते हैं guys. Let's go girls. चलो म्याओ का day off है नहीं ठीक है पता है.
Yeah, it was I think
पापा जी आपका VCL prediction कौन जीतेगा? मेरे हिसाब से तो वेलोसिटी जीतना चाहिए. अगर ये लाइनअप लेके नहीं जीते तो आई थिंक बहुत बड़ा इशू होए. या तो compatibility issue होगा, but I think with the lineup they have,
wow,
they should
Zach moving away,
be
and
clear
we have a
favorites.
brand new surprise visitor here. We have Trix as well as Shakiri in the backside there.
Papa ignoring me. अरे सौरभ भाई ऐसे
Just
कैसा?
my cat hanging out over there, but yes, hello.
All right, so if you guys don't know, Trix used to be one of the IGLs as well as coaches for Enigma Galaxy prior to this, as well as I think just Rising Hope, I believe. So for now, let's talk a little bit about what we've seen before in Global Esports with Orangutan. Great start there for Global Esports, managing to change what happened there when Orangutan took it back.
I feel that Orangutan was definitely
Papa,
struggling a little bit in terms of controlling when GES started getting some more momentum. They were able to take more map control. They were taking these aggressive peaks early on and then waiting for teammates to finish up. And it was catching OGT off a lot. And what ended up happening was OGT needed to start putting a little more pressure, being a little more volatile in words of like the cast.
I am not sure how to answer that, guys.
And that started to get them those round wins that they needed.
Right, so let's talk a little bit about economy
अभी
here, how Chloe was able to get
साल क्या
the
करना है ना
ace
उसका नहीं सोच
even
रहा हूँ.
on Stingers. What do you think about that?
What I want to do in my life in the longer run, and how I can establish a base for myself in the
her
longer
game
run.
sense is on point. The way that she's able to play around the opponents and around her utility, it's always such a treat to watch her play.
I think Orangutan
it's
male
always so
team might be
exciting to see now.
favorite.
As we
They
go
are also
into
the
the
favorites,
second
but
half,
I'd
a
say
swap here. What are you
for
predicting is
me,
going to happen?
Velocity should be the favorite,
I
along with
personally find that
Orangutan.
Fracture tends to be more attacker-sided in terms of the way that it splits up the defender side. So I think that if GES comes in with that confidence to just go in for those takes, really just take the sights, it'll be a lot
Are you gonna
better
shift
for
to
them
CS:GO
in terms of
too? No,
attacker
bro.
side, and OGT really need to get that map control. Double initiator, as it has been said, means you gotta start making those fights happen.
Yep, you gotta make those fight happens. You gotta play as aggressively as you can. I think that's really important for both of these teams to really recognize how exactly the momentum is in their hands.
ये half time
As
break
we
से ना
know,
मेरे को
Fracture can
पसंद
be
नहीं
very
आते generally
momentum
कभी
heavy,
भी.
and it's very very
as a
important
player
to get
पसंद आते
that,
शायद
round
किसी
tuning
किसी
in
को,
their
मुझे नहीं
hands.
आते.
Regardless, second half
आधा
coming
मिनट
through
एक
here
मिनट
as I
ठीक है.
pass back the mic
तीन दो
over
तीन
to
मिनट
Terrar
मजा
as
नहीं
well
आता.
as Zach.
God's Autumn is in top 10. She is top 10 क्या?
Welcome back.
Leaderboard
First half is done. The panel has talked, and like we said here, Zach, it's gonna be a double innie they're looking at, and in the attack, this is what I was also talking about earlier and wanted to expound on. They wanted to make use, or you want to make use of that fast stakes or fast rotations that you can actually make from a Neon, but nevertheless, on the
समझ गए इन लोगों को split करे.
defense,
Fast guys, fast.
For sure, like Fracture is a map that you really need to get that kind of early information. Try to play off the back of that. And right now, the early information is going to be towards this A side. It does seem like, sorry, B side Orangutan, they've kind of given up the side there. Instead opting to hold on to this arcade control. Meow 16k trying to spot the jumping. In fact, will be able to get one player commit the paint shells to do a little bit of damage. So it's not going to have as much impact as expected. In the meantime, on the opposite side, Haife, will they be able to find one of her own taking on Casper? That's going to be no smokes available for this retake. Meow 16k has also called in the cavalry here, the backup available right now.
बहुत late flash है.
Of these players from Orangutan, as Chloe finds not one but two. It's gonna come down to these two remaining ones.
Nice.
Haife finding one, Curie finding another, and it's all down to just Chloe with the spray attempt does a lot of damage to Curie, but now the defuse has to come through. Gets half of the spike, is ready for the peak, and will get 4k on the round and the pistol for Orangutan. So good today, Terrar. Like just
such a good read. Yeah, exactly, Zach. She has good reads, and aside from that, really good spray downs. Yet again, Chloe really finding value in this rounds where you just have so much less.
पीछे से आके मार दिया भाई
She makes it work each and every time. Not only that, the timing of just half defusing was very essential here for the team of OGT, really taking off that pressure into trying to defuse the spike. And not only that, as soon as she half the spike, she knew she has to let go and get the kill. 8-5 it is, Orangutan so far
चलो ये राउंड निकालते हैं,
defense. Very scary start, I would say. It still ended up in a 1v1 on a pistol.
Yeah, it really came down to just 𝘋𝐿 being able to convert that final kill. 𝘋𝐿, in fact, like we mentioned, has been phenomenal over the course of this map. 23 kills so far, 24, 25. Okay, 𝘋𝐿, I get it. I get your point. Really insane. Looking for even more right now. Still staying alive somehow before Rose finally shuts her down. Rose, it's all down to just the IGL, the captain. Like I think Tash mentioned, one of the doctors in this particular scene. It has to be clinical coming out of her to be able to clutch this up. The spike not in her control. Her position noted as well, and now goes for that first peek. Gets spotted out by 𝐾apricious. Knows there are at least two players there. She tries to isolate these fights, but with 29 HP, I'm not sure how much more Rose can really do here. This was a force coming out of GE as well, and 𝘼𝐿 will be able to clean house. Orangutan, they find in 9, and once again, just monstrous holes coming out of 𝘋𝐿 on that Sentinel. 25 kills.
It's a good anchor, I would say. Not only that, if you can actually see this replay as well, the flash just perfectly settling into the eyes of the players of Global Esports. Pheonix, after that flash, she knew she needed to swing and get the kill. Aside from that, she was able to pop her nano swarms anyway to really not let them go in.
Flash
onto the side. 9-5 here. GE on a timeout though. They have to figure out, go back to the drawing board, find a footing when it comes to this attacking side. And knowing that they also wouldn't have money in their pockets and in the economy wise, not looking good so far. But we all know from yesterday's match, the players of GE can really pop heads with Sheriff.
Fnatic जीत गए finally. हाँ यार, बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Fnatic कब से बेचारे individually go crazy on that Sheriff. Like,
कर रहे थे try 2 साल से.
Sure, she didn't get the round.
Finally जीत
4
गए.
kills off the back of that. So I think that despite it
guys, जो भी नए आए हैं, इधर like and subscribe बटन guys. 1000 likes पूरे करो, let's go. और subscribe करो guys.
Where they are set up for attack. What I am worried about right now is Orangutan already being able to have that lockdown online. I think that
OGTS team लोग बहुत time तक ज़्यादा साथ में रहे हैं. They are more practiced.
On that B side,
it does not mean we cannot do this.
Ultimate on A as well. Like, two reasons that you really want to make some control of if you are a Killjoy. It's got to be arcade and drop. I think that so far Orangutan, they're kind of playing for a retake setup. They know that they can get these early advantages and try to capitalize off the back of that. Right now, though, like you mentioned, the economy for Global Esports not exactly the greatest. 𝘼𝐿 going to be the one leading the charge. We did see some pop-off moments from this particular player last time around. Though it does seem like, knowing the threat, Orangutan, they're happy to take it a little bit more patiently and just let GE walk into them.
Again, for Orangutan, after that pistol round, it's going to be their buy round here. And not only that, you said it already. They have capabilities to make a retake happen here quite fast, especially having 𝘋𝐿 getting all those skills and immediately getting those points or orbs to actually have that lockdown ready. 𝘃apricious, very aggressive positioning from the defense. So far, Casper was able to pick up on one. The stun settling in. 𝘃apricious, she's ready. She knows there's going to be 2 people, and that's going to be the spray down. 𝘃apricious with a double yet again for a V1 situation. Muffin Loop as she swings out. She knows this is going to be 𝘃apricious yet again for another spray down. Fast and easy take for
Pacific के मैचेस स्ट्रीम करोगे अगर वॉच पार्टी परमिशन मिलेगा तो
करेंगे for Global Esports.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we expected. Orangutan, they would be able to win that round just because of the advantage that they had. GE doing a little bit of their own damage though, especially shot coming out of 𝘼𝐿 there. Phenomenal work, but I think that at least in this round, the one that's coming up next, Global Esports, they have a lot on their shoulders to be able to try and win it. 𝘼𝐿 also has that lockdown. You might be able to see this come into play, but you know, if you look at the scoreboard overall, it just seems
ये round बहुत crucial है जी को अगर comeback करना है
𝘼𝐿 and 𝘋𝐿 being able to put up those numbers in this
IGL कौन है दोनों टीम का
अपने
टीम की रोज है
Global Esports, we are going to have to see a little bit more being dug in deep. Muffin Loop and Meow16k, we talked about this dynamic duo before.
I don't think anyone has
that KO, they're gonna have to find a little bit more impact. Orangutan, once again, they're happy to kind of give up the side because they know what's coming. They know this lockdown is available for the side of GE, and they're just gonna be playing for a full-on retake, it seems like.
Yeah, like you said, a full-on retake is what we're bound to see here. Not only that, for the players, so right now you can definitely see, like you said, German efficiency at its core for the 2 Killjoys here. 𝘼𝐿, aware of the flank right now. She knows there's flashes coming out. This info being sent out to the rest of the GES members, really putting pressure to help out 𝘼𝐿. And she has good positioning here, just in case. Now again, in trouble.
Nice, उनका ult भी use हो गया.
Bringing
Let's go.
kills to the table. This is
Good for
5v2
us.
so
Bas,
far.
bas, bas,
It's
my
very
friend, chill.
clean for the side of Global Esports, but they have to move back. They have to get out of this lockdown right now. And now 𝑍𝐿𝐻, again, the killjoy of the team. The top frag will go for that to have the fuse. Not going to be able to make it happen. 4v1, Casper.
Nice.
Alone.
Let's go.
She's going to go down in the hands of 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 as well. Zach,
GE fighting both the boys.
here. It's only just 4 rounds that GE really has to take.
True, and they definitely have the potential to do it because we saw some really great shooting coming out. We talked about the necessary impact that Muffin and Meow would have to have, and Muffin, it's actually hurt me. She was able to go huge there, finding 2 or 3 kills before finally being shut down. I think 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 was shut down, never mind. But yeah, she manages to hold on to her gun, only 1 away from the null command off the back of that. And Global Esports, they have to kind of try to build the momentum here. They have to be able to take things going forward. They have that orbital strike on 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻. They're only like 1 away from that null command. A lot of ultimates that they have to work with. But they have to be careful because 𝑐apricious, she has managed to invest in that operator.
Nice. Finally, GE slow kill रही है. इसमें fresh नहीं कर रही है.
To the side of the economy of Orangutan right now. Zinni though goes for a little bit of a shoulder peek. Will be spotting out this player. Muffin Loop has that ultimate online, and I think they might just go for a quick rotate now because they really don't want to contest the site.
चला चला अभी ये चलो.
For the orb,
बस हो गया. इतना टाइम मत
Very
रुको.
important
लोग नहीं आने
one,
वाले
if I'm
अभी.
not mistaken. That orb actually gave Muffin Loop the null command as well. Adding in to that artillery of utilities that they can have here, and a very slow take. We are looking at Global Esports. Meow onto satellite here, alone, clearing out the angles, making sure it's safe for the rest of GES, especially when it comes to drop. But very, very quiet map that we are looking at here, Zach.
I think neither side wants to risk losing that valuable player early on, though it does seem like Orangutan, they're aware of this possibility of a B push. It's all going to come down to timing. Smoke's being invested as well. 𝑍𝐿𝐻 in this corner, going to be the first line of impact. It does get shut down.
Nice, nice.
For one trade, though, Meow and Rose both are able to go huge there with that pincer movement across the opposite side of the map. And now side control has been taken. Just 2 players remaining, 𝑐apricious as well as Casper here. 𝑐apricious armed with that operator as well. You really don't want to lose that with the economy being where it is for OG. If they can't get these immediate picks, they might as well try to hold on to these guns here. Casper has a lot of work to do, but Muffin more than ready for that. Will be able to convert that last kill, and it's all down to just 𝑐apricious. So 1v4, the clock ticking, and 𝑐apricious is just like, nope, I don't want anything to do with this. I just want my operator. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, GE. You can have the round.
Exactly. I do like this coming in from Global Esports, especially making sure no one can really take control of ropes here and have.
Let's go guys, hit that like and subscribe button. ये game GE Pheonix अगर जीतती है मैं एक ONI bundle giveaway कर रहा हूँ guys. जल्दी करो, like subscribe करो guys.
But really clean, I would say. They were able to still clear out the angles they want to clear out. Not only that, despite the timing from 𝑗apeeps on that fault line, they weren't bothered at all. GE 7-10.
ये round निकल गया तो 9-10 होने का बहुत अच्छा possibility है.
It's going to be Orangutan, Zach. We might be even seeing a timeout here as they try to plan out and map it out ahead. They only have one Bulldog here. And of course, 1 Spectre, and the rest is going to be the rifles. And of course, that operator from a while ago. Seems like they don't have, or they haven't found the value yet on that operator as well.
Yeah, they were. I think it also comes down to positioning on a map.
अच्छा खेल रहा है, slow खेल के वापस से info लेना चाहिए जी को.
That operator is going to be positioned, and how much they manage to hide is going to be what really comes into play. Orangutan, you know, they kind of banked on that operator towards that side, finding some value, but unfortunately, 𝑐apricious was a little bit too passive, wasn't able to really get the kills, and of course, some really pivotal utility usage coming out of them as well. The null command from Muffin Loop, as well as those flashes, and that push coming out of Meow and Rose on that opposite side.
Guys, क्या लगता है अपन जीतेंगे कि नहीं ये मैप?
You on the side, you're just not going to be able to react to it in time. Even if you're a generator chamber, it's difficult to hit those shots. And with 𝑐apricious being on that neon instead, a little bit of a slow game for her though. When 𝑐hloe's been popping off the way she has, either way, I think Orangutan, it's just going to come down to timing versus utility usage. If Orangutan, they can get that first kill and successfully fall back as well, it's going to be what they need. But 𝑐apricious so far doesn't seem to be getting very lucky.
You cannot discount the space that 𝑐apricious can take, though, the distraction, especially when she's on a fast lane or even just running around the entirety of the map. But look at this, it's going to be a 4-man push onto satellite.
Nice!
wow.
चलो जाओ fast जाओ क्यों रुको
Good execution from GE as they were able to clear out the angles here, but not yet going forward and going forward onto side. They still have to make sure no one is on side here, but of course, Orangutan very much aware. Muffin Loop really making a play here onto the side. 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐻𝐼 planting the spike right now. Zach is going to be the full stand coming in from the 5 players of GE.
Yeah, I think this is another safe call. It has to be coming out of OG. Not much that he can really do here, especially with Muffin getting those 3 kills without taking a single bit of damage. It is nice. One player flashed out, although 𝘼𝐼𝐿𝐻𝐼 is ready with the backup. It is all damage. Once again, now they know that operator is online GE. They have the additional money to work with. They're going to be going for a little bit of a hunt here. 11 HP and a dream left on her right now. Capricious still able to get that.
Nice.
Running for dear life, but Meow16K, you don't kill her friend. She's not going to let you get away with that. And OG, they get to 8 here. Look at
nice utility usage.
Remember, that was a force coming out of OG. They invested everything they had, and now
overdrive है अभी.
So
जी साथ में stick करो. पांचों लोग एक ही side पे.
Wanted to invest that much, especially after saving that operator as well, Zach. You want to make it valuable. Not only that, you want the rest of your teammates to actually have the same buy as you, so you can actually capitalize on it as well. Fortunately, again, it's not working out when it comes to that operator, and Capricious, very difficult to make a retake happen when you have an operator and you're completely in a different side. A brand new round is what we have though, and so far, Global Esports, they're making a comeback happen.
8 to 10, and this is the round. If OG can somehow steal it away, it's gonna be what might break GE's spine here. But Global Esports, they don't want another thrifty to happen to them. They've already dealt with that experience before. It's not very fun, and again, just really patient play coming out of them. They don't want to make mistakes. Kyria will spot out at least 1 player towards his drop area, looking to re-aggress, but overall, just gonna be a bit of a default coming out of Global Esports. They're waiting for a mistake to be committed by Orangutan to punish them for it, like they have over the course of these last couple of rounds. But Orangutan, they know that this closer combat favors them with the kind of weapons they have. I see 3 stingers, and honestly, I think that must just be some trauma for GE if they're not careful. Gotta be some PTSD kicking in if they decide to just go and rush it in. Luckily though, that doesn't seem to be the case, and again, look at this. Muffin Loop used the null command 2 rounds ago. She already has it back, only like one away.
She's been doing some Farmville here and there, I would say.
और भाई 25 सेकंड है guys.
Like, not problem. There's so many orbs in this map. Why not utilize it? Right? She's doing it great. And so far, it's been working out for her. Only 1 kill, nor 1 orb, just to take that null command. But this is gonna be the entry as 𝘼𝐿𝐻𝐼 was able to shut down one. Meow is still alive. Capricious though, overdrive and
nice.
Managed to pin down 1.
भाई डर लग गया भाई 20-25 सेकंड है पर our girls are too strong guys. Let's go 9-10 GE fighting Bulte.
GE really paving their way here, slow, calm, collected, and they want to really make a comeback.
अब तो ओनी दे ही दो. मैं तो बोला ना ओनी दूंगा मैं. अपनी टीम जीत गई. आज ओनी बंडल गिव अवे गाइस.
They have better guns here.
सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ेगा. सब्सक्राइब कर लो तो पहले बता दे रहा हूं. बाद में बोलना नहीं.
Respecting that it might be shotguns waiting for them. It might be a push waiting for them as well, you know?
Oh yeah, a really good like
technical
calls coming out of them. I think that's the biggest thing that Rose can really bring to this team, because as that IGL, you want somebody with steady hands, a steady head on your shoulders, and of course, like I believe Tash mentioned, they're having that medical background along with probably the team's coach, the team's founder. It's just a bunch of doctors there kind of cooking up stuff. Talking about what Rose has cooked up though,
guys,
I think that being able to really
lunch में क्या किया आप लोगों ने बताओ जरा.
You have these absolute crackers like Muffin Loop and Meow16K willing to get aggressive and go for that kind of push, but you also need to find that balance between just pushing in and being able to work as a team. And I think
दाल चावल मैंने भी दाल चावल खाया और एक सैंडविच खाया.
And so far, like we said, despite
राजमा चावल अरे बहुत फेवरेट है मेरे. अशोक के हाथ के खाने.
On the previous games that we have,
अंडा,
you mentioned it already.
भिंडी सब्जी.
Zach, she has a lot of things
चाय
on her
पराठा
shoulder here. She's the IGL. She has
आलू पराठा with दाल तड़का. सेव टमाटर अरे मेरे एकदम
the fights
देखो कोई तो तीखे वाले थोड़े सेव टमाटर खिलाओ ना यार मेरे को मजा आ जाएगा. क्या बोलते
हैं? You have to give credit where credit's due, despite it's not all about the kills in the end. 9
शीतल नाम था
10,
रेस्टोरेंट का.
and again, welcome to our technical pause podcast, ladies and
Chicken mayo
gents, and everyone in
sandwich
between. To whoever's watching right
Dum
now,
aloo.
we want to know your
Sabzi
thoughts
roti.
actually.
चिकन टिक्का एंड राइस.
Please let us know what
Chicken
team
tikka
are
masala
you
ke chicken tikka
supporting.
hai?
Press 1
Morning
if it's
here,
Global
sir.
Esports.
ये coffee
Press
पी लो.
2 if it's Orangutan. Press 3 if you both want them to win, even though it's impossible. But yeah.
Press 4 if you want to show a little bit of love to my amazing co-caster, Tara. But back to the game, you know, I don't think it will be game changers APAC.
मच्छर झोल क्या है? मच्छर झोल क्या है? मच्छर नहीं मच्छर.
Whether it's game changers, whether it's APAC in general.
KFC. सुबह सुबह कौन KFC खाता है रे?
Am I wrong?
Do you like Rajma Chawal? I love Rajma Chawal.
Did I bring the curse
बरोबर से
here
बनाए
in
रहेंगे तो
Game
बहुत पसंद
Changers? 'Cause
है. Actually
honestly,
मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा
been
पसंद है
casting
वो
VCD for the past
देखो जब तक अभी इन लोग का ये टेक्निकल पहुंच है वो ढाबा स्टाइल रहता है ना. कभी वैष्णो देवी में जाते वैष्णो देवी में देखो ऊपर जाते आते बहुत सारे ऐसे राजमा चावल वाले होते हैं तो राजमा चावल कड़ी चावल बेचते हैं. हाँ कि मेरे को राजमा चावल बहुत पसंद है. भिंडी भी मेरे को बहुत पसंद है. मशर जोल इक्वल टू फिश करी इन बंगाली. ओके ओके नाइस नाइस. आर यू वीगन? नो आई एम नॉट वीगन. अपनी तो भुक्खड़ ही हो. हाँ भाई क्या करें. अच्छा एक सवाल पूछता हूँ जेन्युइन सवाल पूछता हूँ. कल समझो मैं एक रैंडम कंट्री में जाता हूँ. वहाँ के कंट्री के मेरा एक ड्रीम है लाइफ लॉन्ग ड्रीम है. ठीक है वो अपने को पूरा करना है कि फूड और ट्रैवल शो हुए. अभी देखो उतना तो ना चड्डी है ना बजट है ना कुछ है कि अपन एक क्रू हायर करके घूमे. पर जितना थोड़ा बहुत जमा पूंजी है उससे सोच रहा हूँ एक कोई कंट्री पिक करूँ. वहाँ पे जाके फूड रिव्यूज व्लॉग शूट. आप लोग को देखने में मजा आएगा क्या? जो जो जगहों पे मुझे जाना था ड्रीम तो है. नेपाल चले जाओ. ये तो आप लोग तो सीधा सिटीज के सजेशन कंट्रीज के सजेशन देना चालू कर दिया. पता चला नारा नाम सोपारा जाके आया है. सही है प्रतिमा मैडम. ऐसा नहीं करते हम. एक काम करो पहले आप लोग के ही सिटी में आता हूँ. अपन एक सीरीज लॉन्च करते हैं. कुछ तो नाम सोचते हैं. ठीक है जो जो सिटी में आप रहते हो फिर आपकी जिम्मेदारी है मेरे को घुमा के लेके जाना अलग अलग जगह पे. अपन शूटिंग वूटिंग करेंगे और खाएंगे. मैं अपना रिसर्च तो करूंगा ही ऑब्वियसली जो भी सिटी में आऊंगा. ठीक है. लॉन्ग टाइम नो सी हेलरेंजर. यस राधिका हाउ हैव यू बीन? लॉन्ग टाइम. इंडिया टूर विद पापा जी. आ जाओ सूरत मोस्ट. स्टार्ट विद दिल्ली. देखो स्टार्ट मेरे को ऐसी जगह करना है जहाँ पे लोग गए नहीं हो. ज्यादा लोग नहीं गए हो पर मेरे को कोलकाता बहुत पसंद है गाइस एज ए सिटी. अब एक दो बार ही गया हूँ इवेंट खेलने के लिए पर बहुत पसंद है. ए टिटो एज ए सिटी बोला. टिटो टिटो क्वेश्चन मार्क डालता है सीधा. भाई टेक्निकल पॉज तो खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा. आर यू स्टिल जी प्लेयर? आई एम स्टिल अंडर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विद जी गाइस. बस कूर्ग यू कैन ट्राई. हाँ कूर्ग इज ए गुड ऑप्शन. देखो गाइस मैं एक स्टोरी बताता हूँ. अपन गए थे कॉलेज का ट्रिप था. आई था आई थिंक शिमला में था या मनाली में था. एक हम लोग को फ्री डे मिला था. हम लोग गाड़ी करके गए माउंटेन टॉप पे गए. तो उधर कैसा था कि एक वाटरफॉल था जहाँ पे तुम लोग को खुद को ट्रैक करके जाना है. और ऊपर ऐसा वाटरफॉल के टॉप पे ऐसे सीट्स लगाए हुए वहाँ पे बैठ के खा सकते हैं अपन. तो ठीक है पर अपन नीचे गए वापस से. तो एक झोपड़ा सा था. उधर एक आंटी ऐसे पालक का एक साग टाइप था थोड़ा अलग था उधर का लोकल था. और एक अलग टाइप का भाकरी टाइप बेच रहे थे. ठीक है. और एक गुड़ का कुछ तो था उसके साथ. अभी मैं बोला ट्राई करते हैं. अपने दोस्त लोग रेडी नहीं है ट्राई करने को. मैं बोला नहीं मैं तो ट्राई करूंगा भाई. कुछ तो 25 रुपए 30 रुपए का प्लेट था. एक प्लेट लिया मैंने. इतना मस्त था ना वो. इतना मस्त था ना. मेरे सब दोस्त लोग हाथ मारे. मैं बोला बेशर्मो जाओ जाके खुद का प्लेट लो. 25 रुपए 30 रुपए का है. इधर हाथ इधर नजर मत मारो. मेरे को खाने दो चुपचाप. तो वैसे टाइप का एक्सपेडिशंस मेरे को बहुत पसंद है. वैसा अलग अलग चीजें ट्राई करना। Turkey food best. I have been to Turkey, bro. I really enjoyed the gyros, baklavas, and the grilled chicken and rice अलग अलग टाइप का था। मतलब मेरे स्टोरी से तुमको फर्क नहीं पड़ा, ठीक है, पर मैं वेजिटेरियन हूँ, चलेगा ना? अरे मेरे को वेज नॉन वेज सब कुछ खाना, वेज भी, मैं तो वीगन भी खा लूंगा। तमे वडोदरा, अरे आएंगे, आ गया तो फिर देखो अथर्व भाई, मैं थोड़ा पागल हूँ, कल का कल फ्लाइट बुक करके आ जाऊंगा। जगह आप लोग के पास रेडी है क्या? 5-6 कि मैं आऊँ मस्त, अपन फिर इन सबको एक्सपीरियंस करना है। फिर ऐसे आने का मतलब क्या है अगर अपने जो 7 लोग हैं उनको एक्सपीरियंस नहीं करा सकते? आर यू वेजिटेरियन? नो, आई ईट मीट, आई ईट चिकन, आई ईट अ बिट ऑफ मटन, मतलब मटन कबाब, शीख कबाब, वो सब, नथिंग एल्स। फिश खाता हूँ, फिश पसंद है मेरे को। आप सूरत से हो? हाँ हाँ। बचा क्या है? तब मटन में पूरा नहीं खाता, सिर्फ शीख कबाब खाता हूँ मटन का। बाकी देखो चलो, आएंगे मंडे, वापस आ जाएंगे। चलो, ये अब तक लाइव नहीं है। 8,000 है ना? ठीक है, देखो गाइस, मैं आ भी जाऊंगा, बता रहा हूँ। तो 5:45 का फ्लाइट, रात को 9 नहीं भाई। अरे भाई क्या फर्क है, ये 3,000 और 10,000, ये क्या है? चार हजार, 7,000, ठीक है, चलो देखते,
The game starts
रात
soon.
तक सोचता हूँ, फिर चल
Yeah,
जाएंगे।
I think I'm also running out of
मैच
things to
शुरू हो
say,
गया?
but I
नहीं
I
हुआ है
like
ना?
the point that
रुका
you
हूँ
made.
मैं
A lot of
गाइस,
things to
ऐसा
say.
मैच शुरू हो
Let's
जाएगा
look
तो
at
मैं
let's
थोड़ी
take a look at chat.
स्काई स्कैनर
Axis,
खोल रहे,
I'm still
पागल और
looking at
सस्ता है।
that.
हाँ
Yeah,
मालूम है,
I'm not
मालूम है।
looking at
we
that.
said a while ago,
चीपो है स्काई
+1
स्कैनर, अभी
if
ऐसे ही
you're a
खोला।
supporter of GE and
वडोदरा का क्या
+2
फेमस
if
है
you're a
अभी?
supporter of
देखो अथर्व भाई, आप
OGT. A lot
बताओ
of people
Why?
are
वडोदरा
We
का
got
क्या
support
interested
for
to
फेमस
us.
है?
see, you know.
क्या क्या ट्राई करोगे?
Press 4 for us. We said 4 for the casters. Some people
4 for
pressed
the
4.
casters. People said 4.
35 के,
Yeah,
They
that's
didn't
good.
say
31st
4.
के
But
बाद आओ,
anyway,
मेरे बोट्स खत्म
They didn't say
हो
4.
जाएंगे,
really lots
सूरत
of
आओ। अच्छा,
supporters here for GES. Biggest shout outs to you guys. And at the end of the day, as a player, as a
वडोदरा का
caster
चिवड़ा।
as well, we all read your chats and sentiments.
नहीं देखो,
So
अभी
we
मैं आपको
really
मुंबई
love to see the
बुलाऊंगा तो मेरे
support
दिमाग
that
में
you
10 चीज
guys
ऑलरेडी
have.
रेडी है जो मैं आपको ट्राई करूंगा मुंबई आओगे तो।
There's like a
Tash.
little voice inside my head
फ्रेश
saying
बेशर्मा ऐड दिखा दी वापस। यू क्या आ जाओ हेल भाई,
now, Zach.
वाह ऐड भी दिखाई
I think that,
और चालू
you
भी
know,
नहीं हुआ है।
talking
शर्म आ
about
रही
this
है कि
game
नहीं
so
तुमको?
far, it's exactly what I wanted
हाँ,
to see out of both of these teams.
शर्म,
I know that Global Esports,
लाज
they've had a little
शर्म।
bit of a slow start at some point. They were down like 5 to
गाइस लेट्स
10,
गो।
but you know, they're known for making these comebacks, especially
45 के
I
आज
think
पूरे
their
करते
main
गाइस,
roster as
करो यार
well,
सब्सक्राइब।
the GE from last year, their male roster, they
Yeah.
were the same. They always dropped down to the lower bracket, but as soon as they went to the lower bracket, they kind of got this buff coming into them, and they were able to just pop off and
खासा
take
आलू
it all the
पूरी,
way, even win the
खमन
event. I
इडली,
think that teams like
पैटिस
Pheonix had
खमनी
that little
सब
bit of
रेडी है, आप
energy as
आओ तो
well,
सर।
you know, heading into it. They dropped to the lower bracket,
Yep.
but you know, they were able
देव
to pull off that
उसल
2-0
मकई
against Siren yesterday,
बाखड़वड़ी,
and now
भाई मकई
against
बाखड़वड़ी
Orangutan,
तो
a super
इंटरेस्टिंग
experienced
सब
team,
कर
they're
रहे हैं।
still able
देव
to
उसल
hold
भी,
their own, which is very impressive to me.
प्यारेलाल कचौरी,
Yep.
मनमो
And
stuff।
with that, guys, thank you and
उनशा ने
goodbye. No,
पिज्जा,
just kidding.
ओहो,
Thank
ये
you and
कहाँ पे है?
goodbye. The game has ended. No,
तुरतुर
it's
नूब।
not yet done and over with. We are at 9:10. And if you've just tuned in, let me just give a quick recap to you guys. The rounds that we were seeing here a while ago, it's just going back and forth. Again, this is just a recap of what just happened if you just tune in. And it just goes to a 2-1. We go to a 4-4 at some point, a 4-2, and then Orangutan comes back a little bit. The economy
not something I eat on a regular basis. कभी कभी.
Both of the teams here really just
come to Shillong भाई. भाई मैं आ जाऊँगा भाई Shillong. धर्मशाला में कोई रहता है क्या अपने इधर? कोई है क्या तुम लोग में से धर्मशाला का? जल्दी बताओ.
I think that
बड़ा
overall
पाव
economy wise, I think Orangutan, they've been able to do just a little bit better because they were the only
कैसे
team that
हो
was able
भाविन
to
भाई
afford an
प्रेमल here.
operator at all over the course of this
Hello
entire
प्रेमल.
map. But more than that,
हैदराबाद
it
आओ
just comes down to them being able to really make these
धर्मशाला.
super doable.
धर्मस्थला नहीं रहे.
A couple of kills, but I think Orangutan, they were able to actually convert them off the back of 𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 with some magical stinger action.
मैं हूँ धर्मशाला से. देवंजन भाई धर्मशाला में कुछ है खाने को अच्छा तो बताओ. जगह तो बहुत पसंद है मेरे को. क्योंकि मोमोज खाए थे आलू वाले लाल चटनी के साथ. ओह हो मजा आ गया था. और किधर तो वो एक कोई तो कैफे है उसके पास मस्त डेजर्ट्स थे. निक्स कैफे शायद. आई एम नॉट श्योर. उधर रहने को भी है और खाने पीने को भी है. ओह चलो चलो गाइस लाइव.
There's like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, guys. It's blinding me, but anyway, the tech pause is gone.
I think that's a breach flash.
I think that was a breach flash or something, or I got nullified by a KO. But anyway, we're back into the game, 9-10, and I hope we see it go through now.
टीम का मोमेंटम नहीं ब्रेक हो जाए बस ये सोच रहा हूँ.
Number 20, Zach. Utility-wise, we have a showstopper in the hands of GE and a rolling thunder for Orangutan.
Yeah, one ultimate on either side right now, though. It does seem like GE, after that kind of pause that we had coming in, they're looking to play just a little bit more faster. You see that early flash coming out, 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 looking for a pick. In fact, will be going all the way in off the back of the sun, trying to get the kill, but 𝐼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒, despite being concussed, will still convert and get a headshot onto 𝘼𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐒. Huge kill coming out, and that's going to give her the null command as well, if it's necessary.
Nice.
Goes for the flash swing, though the trades are going to be quick.
Nice.
And in favor of GE, Muffin Loop still, in fact, being able to pop off here and getting these crucial kills off the back of the G at the side. But already 𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐒 is going to be on the flank here. Rolling Thunder invested. These players going to be barely getting away to safety. Still a 2v2 though. 𝘼𝐼𝐿𝐒 and 𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐒 versus Muffin and Rose. It does seem like 𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐒 has the lead. Tries to find the kills. Oh, it's all down to just Muffin.
She knows when to get out of that situation as well. 𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐒 knows exactly where Rose may be. And aside from that, the crossfire had been set up here. Fault line to be used. Maybe connecting
nice.
both of them. Not at all to
𝘼𝐼𝐿𝐒
though. But she was able to take on a kill. This is still a 1v1. Doable for both sides of the team. 13 seconds remaining. The pressure is on. 𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐒.
Nice!
God, both of them lost bullets.
Let's go!
God. It's still a clutch. Global Esports. The fact that the spike is not planted, Zach. The pressure was there already.
भाई निकाल दिया भाई राउंड 1 आजा.
Oh god.
1v2 निकाल दिया रोज ने.
A heart attack there when that reload kicked in.
तो कोई तो 1v2 निकाल रहा है.
I think that's just a little bit of a misplay coming out of 𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐒.
आई कप्पा है भाई उधर वो क्लच का. अरे मतलब कोच कर रहा है ना.
And it is going to be Rose making that switch. The IGL 1v2.
Let me just reload for a bit. Okay? We can swing again. Exactly that's what happened. Top
कि
tier
तू कितना डब्बा डालता था.
anyway, again,
भाई रोज अटक गए भाई.
pressure against GE.
भाग 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 भाग.
Someone
अरे रे.
still trying to survive along the ropes. It says it's gonna be Rose going down though. And a null command here being set upon already, being used as Muffin loses hands the spike.
Go around for the side of OG, but like you mentioned already, they have a little bit of an advantage. Muffin trying to take this close quarter combat, but the Sheriff will come out on top. 𝘼𝐼𝐿𝐒 finally trying to equalize here. Trade still going significantly in favor of Orangutan, as it does seem like the Thrifty might be the one they convert. It's all down to just Taipei. Does have that lockdown available, but has to somehow try to find out this 1v3.
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं.
Find the versus Orangutan in that furious.
नेक्स्ट राउंड निकालेंगे अपन. ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ मैं. कोई बात नहीं मतलब.
I think so far when it comes
नहीं आया क्या? आएगा आएगा.
again, if you lose that initiator, especially a breach here, makes it a little bit more difficult to set up a site. So many utility plays from a breach here, from falling lines that you use to actually put pressure on site, to the aftershock that you can use onto post plants.
तुमने रॉसी को भगा दिया guys.
The initial pick was really big.
चलो अभी ये round जीतेंगे guys.
Now 11 to 10 though. It's still a volleyball rally we're looking at, but look at this.
KJ ult है अपने पास, ये round निकालना है.
They have a showstopper.
Yeah, Orangutan still in the lead. Economy as well back in their favor right now, but like you mentioned, the ultimate economy at least for GE looking just a little bit better. GE always likes to keep us on the edge of our seats here. Once again, it does seem like that flank is going to be coming in pretty quick towards this drop area this time. Rose, aware of the possibility, does have the read, and it does seem like they are going to be, after making a little bit of noise, probably just looking to hold on to this side this time around.
Last time बहुत late गए थे, अभी smoke करके चले जाओ.
For free. It does seem like it's going to work out. 𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 doesn't exactly have that counter either, still one away from it, so Orangutan, they're happy to try to go in for this full 5-on-5 retake if necessary. Already, just a repositioning coming out of HellrangeR to be able to watch this flank. Really nice play.
Spike planted. Really preparing for that post plant already, I would say. With aftershock coming in, this would force out 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐼 out of position, but still managed to pick up one kill. With the help of the smoke, despite that, she still managed to pick it up. Pheonix to help her around. They're clearing out Arcade here, and for Global Esports, there's a lot of pressure, especially Bhavin Kotwani is already down here. Halfway done is the spike. 𝐿𝐿𝐼 yet again making damage here onto the side. A lineup from 𝘼𝐼 makes a kill here, but it's still a 3v2. 𝘼𝐼 yet again to get another kill here. Orbital strike being used. It's all up to her to make this post plan happen. It's still not enough though. Capricious to go down. The spike, it will reach though. The Orangutan, almost as if they're gonna get fried there. Match point.
2 HP. That was all
Unlucky यार.
2 HP and 1 second on the
रिजल्ट पे क्यों नहीं खेल रहे हम लोग पर? रिजल्ट है, मफिन इधर ओपन में है. ये स्मोक क्यों किए किरी ने? अगर वो स्मोक किए तो डीप कंट्रोल क्यों नहीं लिया अपन ने?
Nah, it's all part of the plan. What do you
They have the money anyway. It's okay.
It's all part of the plan. She really planned that out. She wanted to die inside the orbital strike. But anyway,
chalo guys, let's go. We can do this. G fighting.
Economy side of Orangutan, but now they're on to a match point. At least securing either can be a win or an overtime, to say the least.
Yeah, G need 2 more for overtime. Still have the economy to work with, so at least that's gonna be a little bit of a sigh of relief. But right now, this confrontation on this B side hasn't been working out for them so far. They do look like they want to go for the A split instead. That has found them value in the fast. It's gonna be the spike and 3 players making their way towards this drop area of the map as HellrangeR towards main looks for a little bit more value. You also do see 𝘼𝐼 taking the zipline towards drop once again to be able to try and make it. HellrangeR though is going to be that kind of lurk coming in, already getting spotted out by the player and possibly pushed upon as well. Capricious hungry for this kill here. The flash as well as the stun are impeccable, and the first kill will be going in favor of Orangutan, although on the opposite side,
nice. Aram se.
Finding that huge kill. Casper being down, there's going to be no more smokes available for this retake here. 4v4.
Still 4v4, like you said. They have a lockdown to play around.
Nice.
𝐿𝐿𝐼 making waves yet again. Overdrive already online. Capricious to take on one. 𝘼𝐼
nice.
The spike site, but still managed to pick up on the kill. This is a 2v1 situation. Zinni though, making things a 1v1, was able to pick up a Vandal here. A little bit of an upgrade.
Nice.
Back.
Let's go.
Winning the shot.
Come on, come on, come on.
11, we might be seeing an overtime here, Zach.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if you consider the economy more the side of Orangutan, it's not at the greatest spot. GE though still have quite a bit to work with, at least on that front. And despite you see all of these ultimates being committed by Orangutan, the overdrive as well as I believe it was something else I forgot, but nevertheless they aren't able to win the round. 𝘼𝐼𝐿𝐼 with the off angle, just ready for the headshot. She gets 3 kills and doesn't even take a single bit of damage. That's just classic 𝘼𝐼𝐿𝐼. Right now though, for the side of GE, you are seeing
chalo guys, OT bolte.
kind of arcing through here. Every single player being able to pull their weight for both of these teams, in fact, and I think that's testament to why exactly the score is 11-12 right now. GE 1 away from taking it to overtime. They don't have any ultimates left to work with, and that might just be a small issue here, despite the gun advantage.
Yeah, it might be an issue, but yet again, you have other utility plays that you can still use here. And for GE, they have been winning rounds that seems to be or looks impossible. They still managed to pick it up.
क्या लगता है guys,
So
OT
you
कि
just
नहीं?
can never know, especially
Walk-in कर रहे हैं?
this is a do or die situation for GES. They might start off making noise here onto the site, starting with the pain shields. Maybe thinking there's someone behind. There's gonna be two onto top here, to the upper side. This Roomba will actually detect them. Might go for the swing. Meow to take the first kill here. 45 HP for her. Just be careful. But other than that, the other players for GE are making some waves as well.
Nice, Kiri. 1v3.
Kiri yet again. They're showing off to the blade, but Zinni to stop her to her toes. 2v1. It's all up to Zinni to make it work and to make it happen. Is it gonna be game 1 or is it gonna be overtime?
Numbers advantage in right now off the side of Global Esports, but both players are going to be tagged up incredibly low. Ginny still with a decent amount of HP to work with. Rose should be able to get the plants. No ultimates online for either player. And right now, 𝘼𝐿𝐻𝐼 has to find the timing here. Goes with a nano swim in her arm. Still managing to stay alive. It is going to be the 1v1 isolated.
Nice! Let's go, guys! अपन पहले बोले थे OT जाएगा ये गेम. Let's go.
It's going all the way.
भविष्यवाणी बोला था कि नहीं 5-10 पे या उसके भी पहले भाई ने OT बोला था. भाई हार्ट अटैक आ रहे थे इधर guys.
The shots from the pixel angle onto the headshot here from Rose instead. What a shot. What a round that we have. First overtime of the day. See, I'm this lucky.
We are this lucky.
Guys, जो भी नहीं आया लाइक सब्सक्राइब ठोको. अगर जी ये गेम जीतता है गाइस तो मैं एक ओनी बंडल गिव अवे कर रहा हूँ. आप लोग को सिर्फ सब्सक्राइब करना है उसके लिए.
No, please don't.
सारे सोशल्स को, इंस्टाग्राम, ट्विटर, यूट्यूब. ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं. शेयरिंग बीरिंग का अपना झंझट ही नहीं है.
Meow. Aggressive positioning here on the defense. Zach.
Nice, nice. Nice. आराम से.
But then again, 2-1 trade from Orangutan. Making things a little bit or changing up the pacing here. OGT, they want to clear out angles. What? The flash settles in, but Casper will still manage or would still get that kill.
अरे यार, unlucky.
Huge trade coming out of Casper. That's going to equalize things back down to a 3v3. And if you look at who is alive, it's going to be a mirror for both of these teams here. Early on, though, it does seem like A side is looking open for business. 2 GE players towards the CT angle. Kind of watching Rose versus 𝘼𝐼. If Rose can get this kill, it might be what they need to really make it work. The flash will, of course, give 𝘼𝐼 a little bit of additional information to try and work with. As the rest of the team kind of go towards side, they will be able to get the spike down here. 𝘼𝐼's getting it down.
Thank you,
no
Yushkia.
online quite yet for either side as the kills haven't materialized, but now GE, they're in this kind of retake
Molly है,
position.
कोने में Molly करो.
Gonna be trying to hold this crossfire on side with Casper.
Fail Molly
being
है.
pushed into the corner by the Molly, but it misses, so 𝘼𝐼's is gonna be very comfortable.
मुक जाने वाला है 5 सेकंड में.
Don't know what kind of necklace 𝘼𝐼's is wearing here, but she got lucky there.
Nice. Nice round रे 𝘼𝐿𝐻𝐼. भाई स्मोक तो चला गया था पर 𝘼𝐿𝐻𝐼 ने मार दिया भाई. Nice.
Sealed and delivered. Coming in from Global Esports Pheonix here. A 1-round advantage, making it to a match point, Zach. They only need one more round here, and they want to make this offense work this time.
Yeah, of course, it started off with Meow16k opening up with 2 kills.
Of course,
Casper was able to equalize, but nevertheless, just that precision coming out of GE. You know, all of these 3 players remaining, they were able to just play off of each other. The fact that they still bothered to check that corner for 𝘼𝐼's, even despite the volley going down, just a testament.
Let's go. GE fighting.
Match point on map number 1. All they have to do is convert this attacking round, which they've had considerable success, let's just say, doing so far. Right now, though,
let's go guys. भाई को भी 44.5k तक पहुंचा दो.
Nice.
Nice.
Double trouble yet again. Brought to you by Meow and Bro.
अरे मस्त. एमेन जाओ.
Respect that there's gonna be people here on the side.
मफिन मत लेना फाइट. हाँ मफिन आराम से. ये गंदा पोजीशन है मफिन.
Again, Muffin Loop here might find or might spot out Casper. Or not at all, especially Casper really just waiting patiently if someone goes around arcade here. Quiet map is what we have. 57 seconds to make a play.
Check karo.
Zinni and Casper both being able to find
nice रे Meow. Alte.
a showstopper online as well, and now
Dika.
on fire.
Nice, Meow.
Gets the fourth, and it is looking like GE. They're gonna be able to take this map. It's
Nice.
all down to just peeps already. The boombot and the
Nice. Let's go. Woo.
Will clean things up. GE, they take.
क्या comeback किया है guys? G fighting बोलते boys.
And if this is any testament of what the potential that the series has, Terra.
Let's go, guys. Like, subscribe, ठोक दो यार. You guys are one map away from Oni bundle. जल्दी ठोको यार. प्यार दो अपने लड़कियों को.
When it comes to the points, I would say, but none other than that, you can see that when it is important, when it is impactful, that's the time that Global Esports Pheonix.
पापा जी chill. अरे भाई अपनी टीम जीत रही है, मैं अब क्यों chill करे भाई?
Shots coming in from 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐒. We've seen shots from
Woo!
and you just see how they grow as a team along the days that we are looking at. More trades happening. They're really prepared to take on sites and make retakes happen
Let's go.
as well.
Guys,
Especially
देखा
against a
तुम
team
लोग पहले
like
बोल रहे थे अरे मियाँ
Orangutan.
को ऑफ डे नहीं खेल
It's
पा
a
रही
very,
थी. मियाँ ने
very
कमबैक
good
किया.
win.
ऐसा नहीं, मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मियाँ ने पहले मिस्टेक नहीं किए, पर अभी
Really
कमबैक
strong
करके
performance, and, you know,
अच्छे
GE
राउंड
behind
सिक्योर
in the
किए अपने
first
टीम
half,
के लिए.
but they took
क्रूशियल
those two
किल्स.
timeouts. They were able to make that comeback. They were down
सेकंड
5
मैप
and 10,
हेवन.
and they
चलो
were
गाइस,
able
ये
to
भी
go.
अपने जी का अच्छा
I
है
think
जितना मुझे
that
पता है.
right now, though, we've talked
Let's
about
see if we can
that technical pause. Our entire audience
2-0
is
कर
really
सकते हैं
Let's
कि
toss it
नहीं
back to our
गाइस?
wonderful
क्या
panelists.
बोलते हो?
They gotta break this game down.
Terror and Zach, thank you very much for the amazing casting.
गोलू
for
2 मिनट
this
बैठना, मैं
E
really
कॉफी बना के आया.
extremely
बात करना थोड़ा.
back and forth game. Tashmani here alongside Trix. We are your panelists, and let's talk a little bit about GE
क्या रहा है?
versus Orangutan.
Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
And I think when we talk about that map in particular, Trix, what would you how would you describe that match actually?
It was clean at the first start of the second half, I would say, and it started to get a little.
Yo guys.
We could see both of them were trying.
साउंड बढ़ाओ.
together.
सब
We
करता
could
हूँ
see that they were
मैं. आप
trying
लोग के लिए सब
to take
करता
more
हूँ.
information.
भाविन
but
का
it
स्ट्रीम
seemed
अच्छा
that it
जाना
was
है.
just a little difficult on both sides in terms of what they could do and what they wanted to do.
Yeah, but let's have a look at a score
Russian
here.
दिला
And
दे.
this would rather paint a better photo here. I mean, if you look at the first half of
What's
the game,
up?
I think what's really
अरे,
important to talk about is 𝐿𝐼𝐿𝐿𝐿.
बोविन स्ट्रीम
TTW.
टेक ओवर.
And I
बोविन
think that
स्ट्रीम
she has
हेल्पर.
been phenomenal.
बोविन
We
को
talked about her
स्ट्रीम
in the
करते
second
वक्त
half,
हेल्प कर
how
रहा
she's
हूँ.
able to not only frag out, but
Oh,
also
bye.
frag out in thrifty situations, whether it
Wow,
be a stinger,
16K.
a frenzy, or even a vandal.
पता है
She
भाई,
makes
last
it
round
work.
is
But when it comes
almost.
to the other side of the coin, Meow 16K, I remember she tweeted out the other day after her first match during the tournament. She said that she wasn't playing well and she was going to try again. And she is just doing so very
बोलो
well.
भाई
So let's
6K
talk
दो
a
ना.
little bit about the
6K.
dynamics between these two teams.
कैसा?
In the first half,
कोरियन दिला दे.
OGT
What's
changed
up?
so many
Oh,
rounds
what's
in a
up?
row. What
What's up?
happened in
वाटर
the
बॉय
second
बोल
half?
दिया भाई.
The second half, they
Radiant
just
one
weren't
incoming,
playing
Golu
aggressive. Like,
incoming.
we talked about this in the halftime. That
Trying,
if you're on
trying.
the defender side, even you need to be going aggressive.
Korea
with
when?
that double initiator. You want to try and take more space.
कोरिया
OGT
next week.
started getting
Next week के
concerned
पहले.
and doubting themselves as well. They have some insane fraggers on their lineup.
बोलो भाई
but they
ग्राइंड
just
कैसा
weren't
चल रहा है.
taking the space
ग्राइंड
to
कैसा चल रहा है दिखाओ
move
क्या.
around, especially when
Valorant
Breach
open
had
होता है क्या
ultimate, it
भाविन
was
के
down
इसमें.
to a 2v1.
ग्राइंड कैसा चल रहा है मैं
Breach
दिखाता हूँ.
and Neon
Valorant
against,
Valorant open है.
another
Brimstone.
breach. Was it
दिख
a
जाएगा.
Brimstone?
I think
But
it was Brimstone.
I know that
अरे
it
यार.
was the ultimate. And I called this as well, saying
Yeah.
if they take a main, they
माफ
can
कर दो guys.
easily
Valorant
retake
डाउनलोड हो
A
रहा है
main.
भाविन के
The
इसमें.
issue there was
हाँ ऊपर.
OGT kind of overextended on that retake. They were taking fights they didn't have to take, and ultimately lost the 1v2.
I think
We
what's
go
really
Korea,
interesting as well
Golu
is
get a
their
sexy
composition
Korean
and
girlfriend,
dynamics. We
then life
talked about
settle
the
for
double
Golu. उधर ही शादी,
initiator
उधर ही
here
बच्चे,
coming
सब
in from
कुछ उधर ही.
Orangutan. I think we had this
Korean के साथ.
conversation earlier that Orangutan's biggest problem here is that they want to run this
कर
double
दे update?
initiator, but they weren't as proactive. Yes, they're
Valorant
proactive on
open
the
नहीं हो
first
रहा है
half.
भाई, वरना
Not too
दिखा
sure
देता
what
मैं.
happened to second. Not sure whether it was a confidence issue or was it just their
मतलब
strats,
बोविन बॉय
that
का
is not
grind
able to
बहुत
be
चल रहा है.
executed
हाँ.
properly.
I think it also has to do
rank
with the
Golu
fact that
की
sometimes there were
30.
times where
Rank Golu
they
की
just
30.
weren't picking the
Huh?
right side in terms of looking at the economy that the opponent has, looking at also what utility they have available, and figuring out how to play around that. I find that's the most difficult
Login
thing
करना.
about playing Fracture is it's a lot
अरे.
of awareness in terms of the positioning and the utility.
तो खुद
that
का
the opponents have
बहुत
to use.
मेहनत है यार लॉगिन करना.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think we talked about the economy
Golu
as
race
well
place
as
when
aggression.
next
Look
year
at where
bhai.
Meow 16K positioned herself. They are very confident to put herself in these
पता नहीं.
very dangerous
मेरे को खुद
situations
को नहीं
because
पता
they are
when.
very
You guys
okay
keep
with their
asking me.
firepower to get at least 2 tags before they finally go down.
Then join
The idea
DRX
that
after you
is
marry a
that you can get
Korean.
those picks and then
Then
finally
win
give some
VCT.
space to your team.
Easy,
I've been quite
easy.
confident,
Legend
but
of
I'm not
India.
seeing the confidence on an Orangutan.
Yeah, Orangutan
लीक
just
करेगा
seems to
भाई.
be
लीक?
just
क्या
falling
लीक?
a little bit behind there in terms of really getting
लीक
that
क्या है?
confidence. We've seen them pull off some amazing shots, some amazing plays, but Meow16k doing a fantastic job. The way that she would also isolate her duels when she was on the back foot just showed to me what a great
ट्रैकर पे दिखा दे bro.
Yeah, okay, so talking about GE, remember how
अभी
we
कहा
talked
हो
about
G bootcamp, yes, content house.
has very persistive
Korean
and
passport
as
आएगा
well
सीधा
very
गोलू
surgical
कहाँ?
sort of gameplay and strats in terms of gameplay. Do you think that it applies on
भाई
this
मैं
map in
G
particular
मैं
because of their
HellrangeR नहीं
surgical
हूँ.
strats and
मेरे
gameplay?
को
Is that why
HellrangeR
they're
मत
able to
बनाओ.
take up space and hold
वो
it
आ
compared
रहा
to
है
Orangutan,
कॉफी
who's a
बना
little bit
के.
more loose?
I think that
अरे ये
discipline definitely
नेक्स्ट ईयर
helped them in
ड्यूलिस्ट
that
खेलोगे.
map. We could
अरे
see that they would take initial space and
खुद
then
को
they
नहीं
would wait
पता
for their
कब क्या
teammates.
खेलूंगा.
Near the end,
जो भी खेलने का
especially
होगा
when they were
खेलूंगा.
hitting that overtime part, is that you could definitely see they were starting to struggle in terms of patience and discipline.
Yeah, patience and discipline. Perhaps Ansin has no clue what's going on because this is not
Popa is back, guys.
map pick. After this, going to Haven or Orangutan's map pick after the break, so do not go anywhere.
एन करना कौन स्टार्ट किया फर्स्ट यूर्स पेलेक्स एन क्या है भाई पेलेक्स स्ट्रीम्स चल रहा है क्या गोलू यस प्रैक्टिस तो चालू है 1 वीक में गेम है तो प्रैक्टिस तो चालू होना ही है आप कौन हो भाविन खा गया इज्जत ही नहीं है भाई इज्जत ही नहीं है भाई आप ये गलत किया बेचारे गोलू के साथ जिसने भी सवाल पूछा सब गोलू लाइव आना प्लीज भाई गोलू लाइव आओ भाई लोग आपको याद कर रहे हैं ओ भाई वी आर बैक गाइस स्क्रिम्स हो रही है क्या हो रही है मैं थोड़ी खेल रहा हूँ पर हो रही है हमारे लॉन्डे प्रैक्टिस कर रहे पूरी तैयारी में हाँ गाइस कॉफी चलो तुम लोगों को थोड़ा 1-2 राउंड का ब्रेकडाउन एक राउंड मेरे को तुम लोगों को बताना था ठीक है और मैं बताता हूँ क्यों ये जी ने गलत खेला पर राउंड जीत गए बिकॉज ठीक है एक ही राउंड बताऊंगा ज्यादा अपने को ज्ञान नहीं देना है ठीक है बिकॉज ऑफ टाइमिंग ठीक है और मतलब उन लोग जीत गए बिकॉज ऑफ ब्रीच अल्ट ठीक है अब वो राउंड याद है जब मैंने तुम लोग को बोला जी बी मेन गया इधर डबल पिक किया तो लोग ने ठीक है इसको देखा केओ ने मॉली यूज किया बरोबर केओ का नाइफ यूज हो गया केओ का मॉली यूज हो गया स्मोक यूज हो गया अभी उन लोग पैरानोइड है कि जीफ भी आ सकता है तो वो जो 20 सेकंड का इन लोगों के पास टाइमर था ना जब केओ इधर पैरानोइड है ठीक है और एक रोटेशन ड्रॉ आउट हो रहा है वही टाइम पे जी को फास्ट हिट करना था ए पे अगर अल्ट है तो सैंड से भी कमिट कर सकते हैं केओ अल्ट है तो या साइड जाना तो साइड जा सकते हैं इधर वेज पर इन लोग यहाँ पे ही 20 सेकंड रुके थे तो केओ ने नाइफ किया उसको मालूम पड़ गया बीमेन क्लियर है उन लोग को आर्केड क्लियर दिख रहा है एक और रोटेशन आ गया ए पे ठीक है अब लकीली अपने पास ब्रीच अल्ट था तो सैंड पे ब्रीच अल्ट डाल के वो क्लियर हो गया अगर वो नहीं होता ब्रीच अल्ट नहीं होता तो ये छोटे से टाइमिंग के इशू की वजह से वो जी राउंड हार जाता एक्चुअली छोटा सा नहीं है वो एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग का इशू है कि टाइमिंग्स क्या है एंड देन आई थिंक दे कैन फिक्स इन द लॉन्गर रन पर वो एक इशू है यू लुक क्यूट काश कोई महिला भी ये बोलती पर लॉन्डे भी बोल रहे तो ठीक है कोई बात नहीं थैंक यू दिक्कत यही है गाइस जीवन में सारे लॉन्डे क्यूट बोले मेल्स गे भाई देखो अगर आपको आपके मैस्कुलिनिटी पे डाउट है ठीक है ऑल गुड और गे होने से भी कोई मैस्कुलिनिटी का ये नहीं हो जाता पर मुझे मेरे आई नो विच वे आई स्विंग गाइस गिव अवे मैं बोला ना अगर अपना टीम ये बेस्ट ऑफ 3 जीत जाता है तो अपन ओनी बंडल गिव अवे कर रहे गाइस एक और मैप ही चाहिए पोपा जी यू क्यूट डोंट मिसिंग यू इन सर्वर यार क्या करेगा इस गणेश बोलता है पोपा के साथ नहीं खेलना लाइटनिंग फास्ट टू यू आर फ्रेंच फ्राइज प्लेयर ब्रो But you are not in server, yeah, वो भी है. स्कैम मैप की बात हुई थी. मैंने मैप की बात की नहीं भाई. मैंने मैप की बात की क्या गाइस? मैंने बोला बेस्ट ऑफ 3 जैसे जीत गए. नहीं इज्जत में दूंगा भाई. क्या नेक्स्ट वीक? कांट कॉम्प्लीमेंट अ बॉय इफ ही डज ही इज गे. क्यों भाई? ये देखो ये देखो गोलू ये सब करता है बैठ के. डिलीट भी नहीं हो रहा. रिफ्रेश कर दे. मैं म्यूट पे हूँ क्या? हेलो, आवाज आ रही है? रॉसी इतना चिल्ला क्यों रहा है? पता नहीं. चिल्ला चिल्ला के सबको स्कीम बता दो. क्या कर रहा है भाई गोलू? एक सेकंड रुक, मेरा साउंड बंद हो गया. हेलो हेलो. अरे ये स्कैम कर रही है पब्लिक. इधर दिख रहा है मेरे को माइक चल रहा है. बेशरम लोग. नो साउंड. हाँ सब लिखो लिखो चलेगा. क्या स्कैम है गाइस? भाई जो स्कैम कर रहे लॉन्डे. भाई गोलू का फेवरेट एजेंट है अभी गेको. ओमन है. अभी क्यों? बाद में करता हूँ ना. अभी तेरे को क्या करने है मेरे अकाउंट लॉगिन करके? ये एक्ट में अभी तक थोड़ा ही खेला. इमोर्टल 2. इमोर्टल 2. जयंत क्या कर रहा है? जयंत रमेश. चैट 1 पोपाजी 0. भाई कैसे? वाई नॉट टू बी अ गे फॉर पोपाजी? भाई देखो कॉर्टेज भाई. अगर आप हो तो मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आई विल ग्लैडली सपोर्ट योर चॉइस. बट आई वोंट entertain your choice, if you know what I mean.
Sorry about that. Let me do that again. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is a VCT Game Changers Asia Pacific Series 2023. I'm Tash putting alongside Tricks. And we are your panelists for today. Now, we just saw the first map of the Indian Civil War, Orangutan and GE going back and forth on Fracture, where it was an overtime, but ultimately GE took the map.
RGBT वाले चैट में अरे सब लोग वेलकम है गाइस. मेरे को किसी में भी बाइफर्केशन नहीं है. अपन को सिर्फ इंसान दिखता है. एनी कास्ट, जेंडर, रेस जो भी है. भाई किधर सब्सक्राइब करने बोला बहन के? अभी पर रोसी ने बोला ही है तो सब्सक्राइब कर दो. पीसीएल क्यों नहीं खेल रहे?
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's also a map that Orangutan
गाइस बोलने में बहुत कुछ है पर बोल नहीं सकते.
played that map against our
समझ रहे हो?
yesterday, and they had one of the strongest showings yet coming forward.
देखो गाइस एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं सब कुछ भूल दूंगा.
Now on the flip side, we saw a different sort of showing from GE on that particular map against, I think it was 𝐼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. And I think
हेल भाई आपकी गर्लफ्रेंड रिवील कर दो. भाई होगी तो करो ना.
No, they lost on this map. They lost on this map. Sorry. GE has actually lost on this map, and I think that from these kind of situations,
सारे लॉन्डे हाय हेलो क्यूट बोलेंगे तो गर्लफ्रेंड बनेगी कैसे?
And suddenly the enemy team picks it. There's always this possibility that the team that lost on that map will have learned a lot, will have kind of fixed what they have to fix overnight. But as a coach, Tricks, what do you think?
I think that it's always important for teams.
Increase the volume. हाँ गेम जैसे ही चालू होएगा वॉल्यूम बढ़ाता हूँ ना.
You want to think about why you lost. You want to.
Hey Rossi, how are you? All the best for your VCL game.
So I do find that sometimes it's nice when you.
अरे रॉसी किरण भाई.
Lost previously because it's a chance for the team to also show that they can improve on the fly. The question, however, is will GE improve enough on the fly in order to take a team like OGT that we have seen to have just some insane
contract NDA. सिर्फ contract की बात नहीं है. There are a lot of things.
Lurk before and are really able to pinch people although it was definitely lacking on the fracture.
Lethal in VCL, हाँ, from what I know, अभी तक official announcement आया नहीं है. आ गया? हाँ, तो है guys, Lethal है VCL में.
The fact is they're able to take up so much space. The map is a lot bigger, and we understand that.
Guys, पता नहीं है.
To go for those long lurks. We've seen Casper go for those lurks on lurks. When you think about it, their timing has been always so phenomenal. And this is, I think, for Orangutan, this
lightning fast at 17 in leaderboard. बहुत disappointing यार, lightning fast.
Good, I would say a really,
30.
really good team who's
13. Top 5 आजा. आज का dinner मेरे तरफ से चल.
Global Esports in their.
नहीं आज अगर अभी dinner के पहले top 5 आ, मैं dinner खिलाता हूँ.
Into the second map.
जो तू बोल.
I think coming into the second map, I hope that they bring in the discipline that they showed us in Fracture. They take the duels with each other, making sure to have that refrag, getting the space that they need to get. As we see here, they have that jet with a breach. That means they can go for those explosive plays.
So let's go, guys.
Teams are actually having a
Mirror
lineup
comms
right now, so I'm not really sure exactly which side it's going to flip.
पापा जी थोड़े tips दे दो.
क्या
tips? Tips दे दो थोड़े ना भाई. Tips तो दे दो भाई. अरे रॉसी क्या tips तुम्हें? हम छोटे प्लेयर, हम VCL के पार्ट नहीं है. अभी आप लोग बड़े प्लेयर हो. We are entertainers now.
Or will we be going all the way to Icebox is the question. For now, going to be passing the mic over to our casters, HellrangeR and Zach. Take it away, ladies.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for that breakdown on that panel. Always a pleasure to hear Trix and Hash pop off. Trix, of course, coming in with that pro background.
Not gonna lie, we miss all 5 of you. So do we.
For the day. It's me, Zach, and with me here is the wonderful, the gorgeous, the one and only HellrangeR.
Whoa! Careful, I still might message us again.
Whoa.
Shout out to our production, by the way, really doing a great job here. But like you said, Zach, we are on to the second map that we have, and this time
Iron से
it's gonna
cold
be a
कैसे
pick
जाए?
coming in from Orangutan. And if I'm not mistaken, we already saw
Game
the
खेल के.
picks here. And again, this is gonna be Haven, a map where you have or you
Content
really
creator
shine,
बन गए क्या?
especially
I
if you
am
have
only
good
content, bro.
retake capabilities.
Everything I speak उसके ही clip
that's
बन
for
जाते
sure.
हैं
You know,
रेज
a
के.
map like Haven, I think
बनने की क्या
it's
जरूरत है?
also like our panel mentioned, it comes down to map control here, especially if you are going to be on that defense.
वैसे भी I know
Want to get that
all the
really kind
Kannada
of
club
information aggression
Discord में
right
बैठ
to
के देखते हैं
control
मेरे
outside
streams
the
रेज
map,
के लिए.
push out a little bit, make sure that there's nobody going to be there. Get a pick if you can, but this also has the potential
देखो
to
लूसिया भी
backfire
आ गया.
if you get a little bit too aggressive.
लूसिया
You are
already
a losing
agrees.
player off bat. Your defense is going to be looking so much more shaky because this is
Hi,
one of
Lucia.
those 2-3 map sites here. It feels so nice to be able to say 2-3 map sites because Lotus came in, but I digress.
Do you
Either
think
way,
there's
though.
gonna be 4 sites at some point, Zach?
Don't say it, Sarah. Already, like, Fracture gives me nightmares.
Make it
enough.
more
We don't need
difficult for the defense, right? Why
I'm
not make the
rotating to
lives
D.
harder?
I'm rotating to D.
Exactly. I'm rotating to E. That's too many. That's too much for all the players for a 5v5.
You're a good
But
person.
anyway,
बस कर लूसिया रुलाएगा
we
क्या?
are onto the pistol here. The Fisher's
चलो.
already
Let's
opening
watch the
up the
game,
site
guys.
for the rest of the team. No one really to
We
find
watch to
on
learn
B
the
here
game.
as they
अगर ये सच
completely
होता
leave
तो
it
ज़्यादा
open,
अच्छा
but
लगता दिल में.
you have to be really wary. There's still
guys
some
watch it
traps
for
set
fun.
upon them. But a spike completely planted right
Flank
now. It's
retake.
about to post plans for OGT. But pistol rounds, again, Zach, anything can go away or like go around this.
Already, Meow16k finding that first from the Japanese, looking for that flank, tries to get more.
Nice.
In fact, though, it's going to be Carry finding that
Nice.
kill, though, does get taken to 5 HP. I getting that second one as well.
उसके मारो उसको.
Last line of defense.
Nice.
First line
1v3.
is going to be impeccable right now.
Nice.
All down the screen.
Let's go.
World.
Fighting बोलते.
This is a little bit too much for even Chloe to handle, and it is going to be GES finding that defuse successfully. Okay, Meow, don't give us anxiety. Get the defuse. Thank you so much. And Global, they take the pistol.
It's okay. 3.42 seconds remaining. In esports time, Zach, you can still play one game over that. Anyway, 1-0 is the score here as Global Esports settles the pistol round as well. A good start for them, I would say.
Let's go, guys. 2k
Especially
likes
wanna
करो,
make
44.5k
the
subs
initial,
करो जल्दी यार. Hit
momentum
that
here
subscribe button, guys.
for a map
ये game
that's
जीतेंगे
chosen
उन्हीं
by
bundle giveaway कर
Orangutan
देंगे
as
अपन
well. And
guys.
like you said, good timing
आप
on the
लोगों के
stunts
लिए.
as well. For GE, they don't mind it's a triple site. Again, they have a killjoy here that they can put traps in. And like I said a while ago and I mentioned, it's a map where if you have good retake capabilities, you could just leave one site open for the retake.
Indeed.
वैसे ओनी बंडल है कितने की?
Well, they were kind of happy to just go and for that BDP retake, knowing that they could find some damage. Right now, though, it does seem like GE, they're going for a little bit of aggression.
Panic, aram se Kiri.
Kiri, in fact, finding a kill, though, eventually will be taken down thanks to that gravity ball coming in on that Astra. That's going to be a Bulldog dropped. I don't know if GE can quite pick it up quite yet. It might be making things just a little bit difficult. Either way, though, Kiri did quite a bit of damage if you look at 𝑘𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒's HP as well, so things looking just a little bit rough for them. They're still looking to aggress onto this A site. It does seem that Bulldog has been picked up as well by Muffinloop, so no harm done at all, considering that it was just that one gun being dropped that might have been an issue.
Exactly, but look at this.
Nice
man push onto A, completely shut down here by Rose. Again, the fault line. Trying to make it connect, but this is going to be a double trouble yet again on the side. Muffinloop to take on the kill. 2-0, Global Esports. Very clean round. Only one person
7100
VP here, and at least that would make it a little bit safer when it comes to the economy. Not only that, for the side of OGT here, Zach, you have to give it. This is just the initial 2 rounds. Again, this is the start. This is the buy round.
Exactly, they're going to be having rifles across the board, full utility as well. Although neither team has quite managed to charge up these ultimates yet. I think that what I'm most terrified for the side of OG is this Bucky coming in out of 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐒. I really feel like they don't want to go towards that area of the map. When you have these rifles, it is good to try and go the line of sight. 𝑘𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is already being spotted out by that early recon coming out of the Sova for the side of GE. Still though, they are going to be playing patiently. Muffinloop already taking up an extremely aggressive position towards this mid area. Might make or break things if they go their way.
Not only that, there's no one really to trade her here. It's a one and done position, I would say, especially if someone spots her out or there's too much pressure. But maybe she catches someone here. Again, Muffinloop, like I said, it is a one and done position. No one really to trade about. And with that, you have to get away, or rather you have one man down on your team, and that's going to be Muffinloop, which is also very critical to the team or to the rest of the team, as she always hits her shots here. OGT going in onto the side, starting off with a tailwind here, but a fault line to answer back. 𝑘𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 really playing out on the utility here, especially with the help of the recon. The pressure's clearing out the back side. A very fast stay coming in from Orangutan, but Kiri answers back with a shot to the head. One more time, Kiri. She still has 2 shock darts here, Zach.
Yeah, a 1v5 retake, now a 1v4. At this point, if Kiri can take a couple of guns online, it's still going to be a great round for Global Esports, because it was their eco round kicking into this particular one. Kiri already having found that first pick onto 𝑘𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒.
Huge. Bhavin bhai, चालू harvesting camp कैसा चल रहा है? चूरा harvesting है भाई, सही है भाई.
Happy to swing through
So toxic.
that weapon advantage, getting that final kill. 3 on the round for the Killjoy. And Orangutan.
अपने mods कोई ban कर दूं क्या?
Global Esports though, they're finally going to be able to have enough money, not only to full buy, but also get Muffinloop on that operator. And you know, Muffinloop, she's one of those players where if you give her a little bit of space, she's going to take it all the way. We already saw the kind of shots she was hitting. Let me tell you, she started
chalo, buy round guys, very crucial.
With that operator, I'm extremely excited to see what kind of damage she's going to be pulling up with.
Yeah, especially you're on the defense as well, and having an operator in your hand, very valuable in this position.
Ban diya to phone call kaise rukega?
Especially the movements of a Jet here, she can immediately reposition herself as well, making it more difficult for OGT.
Nice.
Shot hits. That's gonna be Capricious out. Good pick off coming in from
Pura
GE.
lethal है. So 𝑘𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is also here. Hello 𝑘𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. You guys are having fun between practice, huh?
With Capricious off, it's going to be much more difficult for them to take up space. Now they're going to be forced to kind of go into this close quarter combat. 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐒 getting that early information, not getting taken down either, is huge right now. And Muffin still playing aggressively towards mid, looking for a little bit more. I think at this point, Orangutan, they've decided that, yeah, this mid area looks a little bit too difficult for their taste. Looking to go towards that A side instead, where it is just going to be one player, Kiri, on that Sova, trying to anchor it down. Early recon finding that information though, and off the back of that Kiri, she might be able to buy enough time for the rest of the team.
Stun use हो गया OG का बहुत बड़ी बात है ये.
No
Muffin के लिए.
info
Muffin
is info.
आगे.
As soon as they kill that recon dart, that gives info that there's going to be a lobby now for them to take. It's going to be a fast A here, but with the smoke, it's going to be Kiri waiting patiently. Just 1-1, as we can see. It's still a 4v3. Again, the operator still in play here onto a Jet. Let's see if she can still find value in this retake, as 𝑘𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is already setting up that post plan. They have to smoke heaven here. It's very risky right now for Orangutan. There goes the smoke. Just perfect timing. Muffin Loop still having a hard time getting a grip of the situation here. They're really waiting for the perfect timing to go in onto the side as the pull settles in. That's going to be 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐒 caught in the middle. A good execution yet again. Pulse plan here. Meow to take on the kill onto Danger. It's still a 2v1. This operator, Zach, she's already tagged here. 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒, she knows she can do the shock darts. It connects. No, it doesn't. But this gives the round to Orangutan already.
Yeah, despite those
Bhavin
two initial
को और
picks,
help
it does
करनी
seem
चाहिए
like
थी रे
Orangutan, they're going to be able to run away with it. And, well, for the side of Muffin, at least she has to go in for a save. I saw Muffin
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, let's go.
seeing 𝘼𝐿𝐻's head there. I don't know.
Come on, heads up guys.
She was worried it would
I mean
miss
girls,
or
let's go.
wanted to see if she could find some more information. But either way, that might have been the mistake that really cost GE this particular round. Because, you know, off the back of that, this crossfire that was being held between 𝘼𝐿𝐻 and Casper, just beautiful work coming out of them. I feel like when it comes down to Astro players, Casper is definitely one of the strongest ones out there. Really a fan favorite for a reason. And that round, despite it being a 3v4, that's exactly why.
She knows how to play out with the utilities. We've seen in another round.
No dash, no shorty. क्या करे भी तो नहीं. अरे उसको पहले free shot था ना.
There was
उसको नहीं लिया और A पे जब
situation, it was a pistol from
एंट्री कर रहे थे वो अगर
Esports,
इसका रिकॉन
and
तोड़
they
देती
used
लोग
to,
एक शॉट खेल
put
लेते
in a
डबल
smoke, but not
अब
actual
खेल
smoke.
सकते
It
थे
was
साइड
fake
पे
smoke
क्योंकि
that
उनका
they
स्टन
picked
यूज हो
up,
गया ना
and
और ओमन
because
का
it was a
पैरानोया भी
pick-up
नहीं है
smoke, obviously it would dissipate just as quick as it can be, or it can dissipate. And because of that, GE got shocked as well. That smoke went away and they were able to take on the kill. Again, especially in an Astra, especially you have global control here. You can either pull, concuss, not even that. You can even try to not let someone defuse as soon as you pull.
If the breach had
so
stun,
really a lot
तो
of
फिर मैं
viable
बोलता हूँ
options here for Orangutan. Not only that, for Global Esports as well. You just have to play out these utilities, I
या
would
तो
say.
फिर पूरा ही retake खेल ले.
Right now, the economy not in the greatest spot for these players from Global Esports. They'd still have that operator on Muffin Loop that was saved, but aside
guys,
from that, it's gonna be the
44.5K.
Stinger, pistols across the board. They also don't have any real ultimates with the exception of that one Hunter's Fury from 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻. Talking about ultimates though, right now it's gonna be 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 starting things off, trying to lead the charge here. That dash though does make things a little bit more difficult. Getting a lot of damage, but 𝘼𝐿𝐻 at the end will find that kill. Muffin Loop was still able to just do some absolute damage before finally being shut down. Now, unfortunately, 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 will be able to pick up that operator. 4 players still alive for the side of Orangutan. 3 for GE to somehow try and make this retake work. And again, Orangutan, look at the map control. They have not only site, but also garage.
This operator. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. It's going to be a double kill. Just one bullet is all she needs. Especially, you don't have armors here or barely having any armors. Meow is the only player alive.
Should have dashed forward after that. Yeah, actually.
पीछे
जाके तो कुछ नहीं होता.
And maybe die off
Just
from
smoke
the
and
spike
try
detonating.
to dash into the.
Again, Orangutan knowing how to play around their utilities. Not only that, they also have good trades here. And you can definitely see that even when Casper died off, 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻 was ready to take on the action going back to it. And this just allowed them to open up the side completely.
Who is the 𝐼𝐿𝐻? Rose is the 𝐼𝐿𝐻.
Now, they're in a little bit of a pickle because, yeah, they are going to be having that operator on Muffin Loop, a hero operator, in fact, but so does 𝘼𝐻𝐻 because I believe that particular gun was taken away, unfortunately, and held onto into this next particular round by 𝘼𝐻𝐻. Ultimate economy also right now sort of swinging in the favor of Orangutan here. They still have that Hunter's Fury. They also are only 1 away from that lockdown. We might see that coming into play. Though for GE as well, they're really close to a lot of these crucial ultimates. 2 away from that Rolling Thunder. 2 away from that Cosmic Divide if they want to put it down. It's going to be a neck and neck.
Why you ain't playing VCC Margin slot in the team?
However, I don't know where exactly this operator is going to be positioned. It does seem like they're looking for an early kill towards this A side, and 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐻, if she's not careful, she's going to get punished.
Not only that, but this operator on GE, it's been a liability so far, more than valuable for the rest of the team. Again, you have to have that firepower to make a retake happen. And if that operator is on your hands, it just stops you to a point where you just cannot go in and you hold yourself back because you want to save the operator. 3-2, and so far, it's a play for picks here. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻 though, no more traps on the defense, I would say. Now with a drone, they're gonna be spotting out Meow. This is a double trouble yet again, an operator shot. Again, trying to bait and switch here. She managed to take one kill, but again, Capricious with the operator takes the swing, gets the kill as well. C is open for the take, and now they're doing exactly that. Using up the blades here with the Hunter's Fury. They try to make and create space. Yet again, going back to Global Esports.
30 seconds left.
It connected, but yet it's still a 2v2.
Yeah, Capricious going huge there with the trades, being able to find not just Muffin Loop, but also Rose now. That is going to make it down to just one player. It has to be 𝘼𝐺 for the clutch. Does have that Hunter's Fury. Did use it to try and deny that, but now have to isolate the 1v1 sound. So now find the shot onto Casper, but Capricious will be the one to make this round work for Orangutan 4 with the help of that operator and the round for OG. And once again, Global Esports economy not in the greatest position.
जब KJ पहला मत ऐसे दिल दुख जाता है क्योंकि
इतना
बड़ा
map है. Losing that round, I really like that play coming out of them. The Hunter's Fury slash that push coming out of Muffin Loop there, her being able to find a couple of kills with the Blade Storm. Like, even if they lost the round, it shows some really good strats coming out of them.
Exactly. And if you think about it, it could have gone the other way. It could have worked perfectly as well for them. And again, the trouble remains is when Orangutan here really prepared for the trade-offs. That's why it's a little bit harder, especially in 2v1 situations. And especially on the defense itself, where it's a triple site that we are looking at. It's more defined here that the players are more out on the outskirts of the map, I would say, since it's triple site. Again, pistol round for Global Esports here. They want to take as much kills as they can and maybe even pick up a Vandal along the way if that's how the round they want to see.
Still going to be a 5v5, though once again the C-Long control has been taken. It is going to be offensively held by not just Muffin Loop, but also 𝑚eow16k. You got to check your corners, though. Zinni does manage to do so. And right now it's all down to Muffin Loop being onslaughted by utility right now. Chloe eventually finding the kill, and once again the C side does look a little bit more available for business. 𝘼𝐺𝐿𝐻 not quite able to connect the shot. It's all down to these two remaining players. Go towards mid here. 𝘼𝐺𝐿𝐻's already watching for the flank, ready in fact for anything that might come up, and I don't know how much more value.
Yeah, I think she was playing anti-flash
well with the help of that turret.
Not only that, I don't think they're gonna use up.
But at that time, I think Muffin is naturally anti-flash, so she just needs to hold angle.
And it's just a matter of time. Either the spike detonates, or they get or pick up at least some of the kills here against Orangutan, putting damage to the economy. It seems to be impossible right now for the rest of the team of GE. And again, discipline shows from Orangutan's side. They're just holding down the pulse plant here, making sure everything is safe and secured. And this is going to be a 5-2 as Rose dies off from this spike detonation.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good call to make, honestly. You don't want to give your enemies more ult points to really work with. Capricious would have had the Blade Storm if Rose had died to her.
They will mostly flash the seal also. They could have flashed close as well, because they saw Muffin crossing first, and then she crossed back.
She hasn't dropped it. She's been on fire, being able to go 10-4 right now. She had a little bit of a
I mean, there was a gap where she could have crossed to the
Jett is where she is the most comfortable, and it shows exactly why. 4 ultimates online right now for Orangutan, 1 away from the Blade Storm. They have everything to work with, the momentum as well as the ultimates.
Yeah, they did, but then they lost vision for a while, Orangutan, so they could think that.
They have that rolling thunder as well. If Muffin Loop can find these crucial first kills, it might be the difference maker. They are going to be pushing aggressively into sewers, though it is going to be neither side quite being able to connect these kills quite yet.
I really like the discipline here coming in from Orangutan. They know that they might be seeing another operator. Again, Muffin Loop here, a very aggressive position for someone who doesn't have a trade off. Again, also, she still has a tailwind here if ever. No tailwind away. This is very risky, Zach. Again, one and done position. Especially without help coming in or pressure coming in from a main here. No flashes, no nothing, no tailwinds. 5-2, and now we are seeing the entry coming in from Orangutan. Lineups, a little bit too early, I would say, for that default plant. As Zinni is planning the spike, Orangutan here on the upper hand.
Nice.
The flank though, it works out for Meow here. She managed to take on one, but again, that allows her to put up the Cosmic Divide here. Highway though, exactly her positioning. The stun connects, Rose, she's the only woman alive. And with the 4K, Zinni finishes off. She's hyped, she's ready to kill. Looking for blood, OGT, 6-2.
You know, when Breach gets a clutch or an ace, he kind of like goes crazy. He's like, I'm in overdrive.
Yeah, she could have done that.
He really managed to pull across in
Jump
that
peeked
particular
or
round.
spammed.
Of course, Meow16k did do her best to come on the flank, but the awareness was there. Capricious immediately.
Timeout already used GE ka ye half man for some reason.
To any eventuality. I think this is what really
Most
makes
of the
this their map
organizers don't allow
so
2
many
timeouts
teams
in
on
a half
this map,
unless
so
it's
at
right
this point they're all hands at
the
it.
LAN itself.
Global
I
Esports,
don't know
once
why.
again though, the economy
Asian
gonna be
नहीं
in a bit
करते.
of an issue.
बाहर
You
लोग
do
करते
have
हैं
that
दो
Marshall
use
on Muffin
whenever
Loop.
they want.
Might be able to find some value, but aside from that, it is just going to be pistols across the board. No damage really being done by either side as of yet, though. It's only been a couple of seconds in a round. Early information towards 𝐼𝘽𝐿𝐻 gets it off the back of that. Rose goes for a push, but at this point, this play, it's getting just a little bit repetitive from the side of GE. It does seem like Orangutan, they're always more than ready for it. 2 players this time around pushing into the corner. Meow finds one. Will they expect the second is going to be the question, and they do. 𝘼𝘽𝐿𝐻's already there for the swing and the kill. And now, once again, the C-side looks so vulnerable. Often tries to get some kills. Just a little bit of damage.
एक और
It is going to be Orangutan in the throne, in the driver's seat. 3v1, all down to this remaining player, 𝘼𝘽𝐿𝐻.
Truly on the driver's seat here right now for Orangutan, knowing that this was also their map pick. 𝘼𝘽𝐿𝐻's already spotting out where 𝘼𝘽𝐿𝐻 might be. Sovadrone being used already to spot her more. It's like nowhere to run, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. It's a Sova versus Sova. Again, once you swing, you're gonna die. 𝘼𝘽𝐻, she still got the kill and she is mad capricious.
Yeah, ROG always earning C late on the recos, yes.
7-2, it is Orangutan taking the lead here. And Zach, so far, aggressive pushes on the defense here for GE, really not working out in their favor. Orangutan just knows how to answer back, and they answer back with numbers.
Yeah, they're really able to do some damage here. The thing is, they're playing together, sticking together, and I think just the trades overall, like you mentioned, you know, Muffin putting herself in a lot of these one-and-done positions.
Kind of felt the CL bait could have
like, you
been
notice
better.
if _𝐼𝘽𝐻 goes with the off, there's always somebody with their that kind of buddy system kind of seems to be missing so far from GE. Talking about missing, though, it is that trademark patience out of Orangutan. They're willing to get a little bit aggressive here already, having gone into a short with the help of this Blade Storm. 𝘼𝘽𝐻𝐿 gets spotted out as well. They know exactly where she's going to be playing, though that concussion.
Yeah, you can fall back, 𝘼𝘽𝐻𝐿.
I'm surprised 𝘼𝘽𝐻𝐿 is willing
to
considering she has that lockdown. Retake goes for the jump peek, though this time around it does seem like capricious will not be punishing her for that mistake. Counter lockdown invested as well as they try to hold on to the site, and this might be the difference maker.
It might be. They're still planting the spike. Confident enough. They have to be really careful here. No one really on the flank, I would say, but a Cosmic Divide prepared to actually punish the site yet again, covering all from city up to heaven. It's gonna make the retake here more difficult, but 𝘼𝘽𝐻𝐿 again, this breach onto Hell, they have to clear it out. It's so difficult. Casper ready to take on the trades here. 𝘼𝘽𝐻 really going on. And aside from that, with a Blade Storm, Meow was able to punish too, but 𝘼𝘽𝐻! Tondo Gaming is back! We knew this is gonna happen. I told you, Zach. 𝘼𝘽𝐻 texted me already. It's like, my hands are quite itchy for that kill.
I think 𝘼𝘽𝐻 has made it a trademark for this tournament to get as many knives as possible. I think she got
female Jessie Vash.
Yeah.
Of the Philippines. Ladies and gents, careful 𝘼𝘽𝐻. At some point, you might look like Jessie Vash. Careful. But anyway, it's just a joke. 𝘼𝘽𝐻.
He's kind of badass.
Yeah, this is the female Jessie Vash of the Philippines that we're looking at right now. All those snipe kills, I see you. It's already the 4th, right? Whoa! What a shot from Meow. Only connected to
making
one
very
though,
obvious
Zach.
plays,
And 𝘼𝘽𝐻, yet again, ready for another
I
trade.
feel like.
Yeah, last round, you know, still talking about last round, I think Casper won them that round. She might not have gotten all the kills, but that Cosmic Divide, it just made that retake impossible for the side of Global Esports. Beautiful work coming out of her. Like I keep saying, I would say hands down, she's one of the best Astras in the circuit right now. Though, talking about this round right now, it is going to be, once again, GE in a little bit of a backwards position, looking to possibly try and make this work out. Muffin gets a beautiful shot onto 𝘋𝐿𝐿e, expecting the lurk towards one. Might be able to hold on to this operator, which I think is the right call here, considering that the economy for GE
9-3,
isn't probably
we can
going
do
to
the
measure enough
curse.
to buy an operator right now. The remaining players is trying to do as much damage as possible, still in fact trying to go in for this retake in this 2v3 situation. Although with the clock taking as much as it has, I don't know.
Yeah, it's good to die to the spike. I feel
it does seem like the call is
one
for
thing
Rose
which GE is
to
not
gun
doing
and
is
Muffin
faking the rushes.
push forward. Does put the
just
smoke down, but it's not going to cover everything. Casper
and
ready with the angle. It's all
using
down
the
to Rose
smoke
here.
and playing multiple A,
Misses the shot, has
or
to
doing
try
the
and
same
hold
thing
on
at
for dear
A.
life.
Control
Seconds
smoke out of
left. The
lobby,
question
recon,
is
just
whether she
let the
will
Sova
keep
play
this
alone
operator or
and
not.
fight on another part of the
5
map.
It's a running
seconds.
game.
Rose.
Oh, one. Oh no.
Something like that I
She's not
think
gonna
can
be
work
able
against
to
OG, who
save
are
it. No
happy to give
operator
control
for
and
this
retake it
round.
late. So when
Muffin
they
Loop,
retake it late, you already
she
have
really threw
information
out the
that
operator here. Really tried to make a play happen, going in onto the site, maybe trying to find a pick.
whoever loses
And
out of the
maybe
tournament, yeah.
it still would work out in that sense. But again, Rose not hitting the shots in the end, not saving the operator for GE. It's gonna be another investment here, Zach. It's gonna be on to Muffin Loop. No armors whatsoever.
Yeah, it अभी तो just
I
चालू
mean,
है.
if you
They
can hit
still
a shot on a shot on
Yeah.
operator, you're
can
gonna
do
get
really
it
well.
anyway. Right now, the Orangutan once again changing up the pace of the game. They've gone for slow rounds in this first half of this half, but now though they're happy to get super aggressive. That shot from Muffin though, I believe through Garage, able to already tag down 𝘋𝐿𝐿 to just 11 HP and a dream. It's gonna be a full 5-on-5 retake right now. No ultimates available for GE, with the exception of that Hunter's Fury. It is going to be the Rolling Thunder, in fact, coming out of Zinni, and 𝘋𝐿𝐿 ready for the flame. 𝘋𝐿𝐿e as well in the meantime, just being able to farm through kills on Garage. Finally, Rose strikes back, able to find that first. I don't know if that's going to be enough though, because these last couple of players, it seems like they're just stuck in that corner. 4 kills to find, only about 20 seconds left on the clock. Fury pushing forward, trying to do some hero work. Finds the first. This might still be doable, especially if you look at the HP of these players. But the clock, it's already ticked its way. I don't know if this is going to be viable right now. Trying to stick it. Is this going to happen? Oh, Fury gets the kills, but 𝘋𝐿𝐿 from 11 HP touches out the round. And 2-10, Orangutan. They finished commandingly.
They definitely do. What a round that we just saw here. 2-10 so far is the score. Let's see what the panel think about our first half here. Tash and Trix, take it away.
Thank you very much, Zach and Tara. I have to say that I'm not surprised to see these 10 rounds in a row taken by Orangutan. They've shown us again and again why they are the queens of Haven. So, Trix, what do you think that Orangutan did right? And what exactly do you think GE needs to do in order to mitigate this aggression or aggressive plays from Orangutan?
ये गेम के बाद मैं तुम लोगों को समझाता हूँ मैं क्या बोल रहा था कि what
general was just able to hold that space. They didn't always
Pheonix
play
squad
too aggressive.
as
They don't.
अब जो
They
Pheonix
didn't
squad को
always play
करना
too
चाहिए था
defensive
as
either. They had enough
counter to what,
information.
you know,
They knew to use utility to clear
like
their corners.
faking
On the side of
information
GE,
against
I
them would
felt
have
that
worked
they
out
had
really well.
some plays that could have
मेरी
been
English को
great,
क्या हो
but
गया
that
भाई?
didn't go too well because they weren't expecting the retake. They weren't expecting OGT to use the utility that they needed to use in order to clear corners, especially losing that operator early on from Muffin Loop was very damaging to them.
Yeah, I felt like 𝘋𝐿𝐿 did not lose that op at all throughout so many different rounds. And I have to say that it looked so good though for GE. The first 2 rounds were very, very dominating. They had the op, they had those pickoffs. But then suddenly it was just so dominating from the side of Orangutan.
Hell भाई आप
again,
एक
they
week
show
लगा
us
के
why
roster
exactly
join
they do
कर
so
रहा
well
ना.
on that map and why
Yes,
exactly
कौन
it
दे रहा
worked.
idea? Secret.
They've overtaken
भाई,
𝘋𝐿𝐿
ऐसे
on
idea.
that map, and now they're overtaking GE.
Week
I'm
लगा
just
के.
curious to know whether or not they can take off
Just
SMG
imagine
one
guys
day.
ऐसे.
Regardless in this
बाल एकदम
situation, though, I think that for
लहराते हुए
GE,
बैल.
it is time to really take a step back and figure out what exactly
बलका
they have to do to
के.
figure out to kind of stop this aggression, as well as I would say confidence coming in from Orangutan, especially from the side of 𝘋𝐿𝐿.
I think that moving forward, Orangutan just need to keep
Sharara,
the momentum that they've
Sharara.
gained in terms of being able to hold those angles, play on those crossfires, really play off of each other, because that's what they were lacking in Fracture, and now they clearly have it again.
Yeah, but
ये कैम फ्लिक क्यों कर रहा है? Oh, I think I know.
We've seen some
अरे
comebacks on
मेरा
111s,
पैर लग रहा था
and I think that
ये
in this situation we've seen so many different things go around. Regardless, 10-2 half. Let's see if GE can bring it back. So I'm gonna pass it over to Taylor.
बियर्ड निकालनी पड़ेगी नहीं गाइस अपन पूरा टाइम मास्क पहन के बैठेंगे ऐसे क्यूट लगेंगे.
back here again on our second.
Let's go, guys.
Thank you so much to our panel.
GE
by the way.
fighting.
Looking so great. But anyway, Zach, 2-10 is the score. We swap sides here, and GE on the attack. We heard the thoughts of panel. You want to add something into that? How can GE actually make a comeback happen here?
Well, pretty simple. They start with winning that pistol like they did last time around.
First step, pistol round.
Yeah, first step pistol round. Though Orangutan, this is their map pick. They've done a super great job at playing it so far. 10 rounds in a row went off the back of that momentum. 𝐾𝐈𝐍𝐿 still looking to get a little bit dicey here. Off the back of that mid push, immediately GE, they're going to be running towards this A side where already you can see some killjoy utility making their job so much rougher. Muffin is able to find that entry, but going to be no trades forthcoming here. Oh, that is going to be the aftershock doing a lot of damage. Zinni though, still barely able to stay alive. 5 HP in a dream. Numbers advantage in favor of Orangutan.
Nice.
There's gonna be Meow looking for more though, finding not one but two. 𝐾𝐈𝐍𝐿 finally
Nice.
back. And 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒,
Let's go.
she will be able to get that final kill. No plant unfortunately for GE, but they still win the pistol and they stay in the series 3-10.
That's what's important anyway. We don't mind about the plant as long as you get the round. And this time, it is a successful take for GE here, especially when it comes to the engagements. As you can see, OGT, despite trying to make a trade happen here and there, in the end, it's a pistol round and one shot to the head can eliminate you quite quickly. 10-3 is the score here in Global Esports, and I feel like
सब लोग हार्ट स्पैम
the
करो
road to retakes,
अपनी
or
Pheonix
rather,
को एनर्जी
the road
देते
to
रहो
comeback
guys
starts here. They have to really
हार्ट स्पैम
double
करो हार्ट
down
स्पैम
on
करो
that
let them feel the
trade-offs.
energy guys come on
Slowly but surely is the game. GE, they've already proven to kind of be the comeback queens over the course of this open one so far, Terrar, but I think that this might just be just a little bit more than they can chew if they're not careful. It's gonna have to be brick by brick here. They're looking to go for this A side already. That stack is proving to be very dangerous. Casper, once again, these beautiful nebula smokes just coming down on time again and again. Utility usage-wise, one of the best players for sure, and this shows exactly why. Even in these kind of rounds where Orangutan don't have much of an investment, they're not going to be giving up at all. They're just doing their best to try and make sure that it goes in their favor. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐿e as well, looking for kind of a lurk play. It's got to be 𝘾𝐽𝑗 versus 𝘾𝐽 just across the doors.
I don't think that Chloe is going to cop out of this because she has a shorty, but she actually did a little bit of a bait here.
Abhi fast
𝘼𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿e wait a little longer. And for OGT, the 4-man stack onto A. Feel like GE sniffed that out.
Nice.
Want to make space here onto C, starting off with a kill onto Chloe. That creates enough space for them to take. This is going to be a clean plant, Zach, and no one really around the corner, but you have to be really careful. Look at the rotations of OGT. Flanking already.
Yeah, Zinni as well, already getting the headshot. Casper able to complete that kill. They're going to be jumping all the way. That classic, finding not one but two huge kills coming out of Orangutan right now. These last 4 players in Garage looking to do a little bit more value. The smoke goes down from the jet. Casper trying to stick to the fuse, and it doesn't seem like Global Esports, they're aware of this. Already halfway through, Casper trying to get all of it right now, and will be able to do so, as it is going to be 𝘾𝐈𝐍𝐿𝐿e getting that final kill. And that is just devastating misplay coming out of Global Esports. They push a little bit too far, lose so many players in that garage area. When you have that weapon advantage, you don't want to take those kind of close quarter fights, as 𝘼𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿e showed us exactly how much damage the classic can do at that range.
Not only that, it was extremely a team effort coming in from Orangutan. You could see Casper being, or rather getting stuck, or Zinni seeing someone and actually just hiding, letting Casper take the kill. Again, the buddy system working out wonderfully from the Orangutan side. Strength in numbers is what we see here, and Orangutan really knows how to pave the way. This is their map pick. This is their comfortable pick. It goes to show. Oh, there's a flash. It settles in.
A shot 𝘼𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿e.
With a spray down again from 𝐾𝐈𝐍𝐿𝐿e. This is going to be the trade. 𝘼𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿e though. She's going to be stunned. She's also shocked. But she just laughed at it. But Zinni ready to take on the kills here. Only getting one. Again, a mishap coming in from OGT. Especially, this is an eco coming in from GE.
Gun क्यों नहीं ले रही है रोज?
It's interesting though, GE, they're not even gonna be going to try and pick up those rifles which they knew that were dropped. They know that the rotation from Orangutan is already probably gonna be on its way. They're kind of looking for more kills here across the map. Those nanoswarms being triggered might be a little bit of information given away as they try to make their way forward towards this B site. Still a 2v2 though. The HP and the weapon advantage is definitely in the hands of these Orangutan players who are on the hunt themselves right now. They're going to be going towards the C side, possibly expecting that to be the play, but look at where GE are here, JR. They're going back to A.
It's going to be a re-hit from CT side, I guess. We swapped out the sides here. OGT on the hunt. Looking for blood. Looking for kills. 13 seconds remaining, more than enough time. Not even a single pressure onto A. And GE, they have to successfully take this plant. They only have a pistol, like you said. They didn't pick up any guns at all from A main. But Casper and 𝘼𝐽, they know they need to trade off from each other. They have to clear out all the angles here. And starting off, you have to deal with that fault line first. Swing from the out, probably from the smoke. 𝘼𝐽 reacting quite well. There's still one player remaining. That's going to be a Heaven. And that's going to be Rolls waiting patiently.
Oh, shot!
Thrifty
pe thrifty bolte. Let's go, guys.
The full potential of a Sheriff to make a wall bang happen for 11.
That was so beautifully played by G there. I was on the edge of my seat that entire round. Of course, both of these teams getting these... Yeah. I mean, I might have, but we don't have to tell everybody watching. Okay.
कौन है chat में जो gold lobby बोल रहा है?
G, both teams were able to keep that trade advantage going. In fact, Orangutan had a little bit of a head start with the weaponry as well as the damage being done. But still, the trades for GE were in their favor. The positioning, the crossfire, of course, just the way they played that entire round. It was just beautiful coming out of them. I think that might be the best round of today's match. You know, if you look at it if you look at it strategically at the very least. Right now, though, talking about strategy, Capricious is adopting the same thing that Muffin Loop had once upon, going for a bit of a foray towards mid, though they will be dashing back because they don't want to come in too much. And Global Esports, their buy has been revitalized for Orangutan. We can't quite say the same. A little bit of a mixed one for them. And it does seem like B is going to be the point of contention this time.
They're still waiting for that pick-off. Maybe someone swings. But at the same time, exactly that's what Orangutan is also waiting for. A contact coming in from maybe a turret or from this jet or from Capricious, to be precise. And it's going to be a very, very slow take here from Global Esports. They have a Cosmic Divide that they can play around with. And it's a big utility play, I would say. Especially if OGT, again, really good on the retake here. So adding into that or maybe using that can help them a lot here to take the side. Again, Muffin Loop trying to open here. High fade. Gets a kill, but quick trade from Casper. Stops her on her toes. Again, Rose planting the spike as GE prepares for that post plan. Cosmic Divide settled in as well, Zach.
Oh, but Capricious already pushing out here, looking for a little bit of damage towards long. It's going to be the bait coming out of these players. However, though, it's going to be 2 for 2. The trade's coming in favor of GE. Finally, make that a 1v1. It's all down to 𝑘𝐼𝐍𝐊𝐒. Capricious with the dash activated. Tries to go for this, take the Cosmic Divide, though.
Nice.
Oh, it does hide the information that 𝑘𝐼𝐍𝐊𝐒 was ready for it. A little bit of a heart attack for all the GE fans watching.
Feeling sleepy? No, not at all. I just had my afternoon coffee.
For everyone.
Literally.
Just focused on the game, guys. Why dash?
It is
लगा रहेगा वो smoke में spray
impossible
करना
to make a
क्या
comeback happen, especially here on the attack. Seems like GE has more trades happening.
Come on, guys, comeback हो रहा है क्या? ये comeback हो गया तो एक
win more duels as well here on the
अगर ये 13-11 अपन जीत जाते तो उन्हीं तो दे ही रहा हो HV बंडल और एक और battle pass साथ में.
Thing to think about
extra
operator in the hands of Capricious. We saw her use the operator on the attack. Vicious, I would say, gives info onto long A. Capricious waiting patiently.
Nice, Muffin.
Perfect execution on that pull. Good kill coming in here from GE. A good start, I would say. They want to put more pressure. Concuss not really hitting anyone. Zach so far, that's just one kill, and it's a big one, an impactful one.
Oh yeah, for sure. And now off the back of that rolling thunder, it does look like GE are looking to head into side, or at least try and take control here, though there's not one but two players from Orangutan still staying alive towards this short area. GE haven't cleared this. I don't know if they're aware of the possibility, and through the smoke, it is going to be GE finding that first. Muffin getting a little bit too aggressive. Casper aware of that possibility, will be finding it, and suddenly, because of these two players in short, things just fall apart for GE. Orangutan, they get to mash
के साथ commit कर रहे हो तो फिर full साथ में जा सकते हैं.
And at the same time, the remainder of OGT really holding down the fort when it comes to sewers. And you can definitely see, despite losing Capricious here, they got indirect trades, very impactful kills coming forward and going forward. And it didn't phase them that they lost that operator. They're just gonna pick it back up. They know that they can still hold down the fort on the site. 12-5 it is, Zach. And at this point, it's a match point already. And for GE,
guys, जो भी नए आए हैं, hit that like and subscribe button. 44.5k पहुंचने में भाई की मदद कर दो. Also, it's okay even if we lose this map. Third map जीतेंगे. आप लोगों को ONI bundle giveaway कर रहा हूँ मैं.
Technical pause, but
if we win this game, if GE
they still do have a couple of major ultimates.
One by team reveal कब?
I think that if they can get that Killjoy lockdown down to try and take the side, or even buy a little bit more time, either they'll be able to get the side, or they will be able to bait that Hunter's Fury out of Japeeps. They also have that Blade Storm for Muffin, so even if she doesn't have a gun, I think that might be a huge factor here. Curie as well, a little bit of nice post-play utility available with that Hunter's Fury. Economy though, guns, I don't know, like you mentioned, it's not the greatest. For Orangutan though, everything is fantastic, because look at them.
How do I enter giveaway? Yes, simple चीज़ है. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube पे subscribe, follow होना चाहिए बस. कुछ नहीं करना है और. No share, nothing. हाँ, पर GE Pheonix जीतना चाहिए. And before the match, you need to be subscribed and following me on all these.
Not much of a difference, except for the fact that that was GE's pick.
ONI bundle के instead 4 ONI bundle. देखो मैं तुम लोग को ऑप्शन देता हूँ, या तो एक ONI bundle दूँ, या तो 4 नहीं 3 ONI bundle दे सकता हूँ. ठीक है, तुम लोग चूज करो. 3 ONI bundle चाहिए या एक bundle चाहिए. तीन ONI बंडल. पैसा पेड़ पे उगता तो दे देता. चलो ठीक है, वो अपन बाद में वोट करते हैं. पहले गेम तो अपने होने दो. अपन वोट कॉल करेंगे. ठीक है.
From Global Esports Pheonix here, they have a good foundation. They're crack players when it comes to the shots. They hit their shots, even with sheriffs. But yet again, you have positionings like a one and done position where no one can trade you off. You're just giving away the kill. And not only that, it can also go your way. You can also get majority of the kills, but it's such a risky play.
देखो गाइस, बात सिंपल है. इसके बाद अब तक नया सीरीज आ रहा है, जिसमें फर्स्ट एपिसोड आ जाएगा. आई होप तुम लोग को पसंद आए. आई हैव ट्राइड टू मेक अ फन कंटेंट जिसमें आप लोग को सीखने भी मिले काफी कुछ.
Already though on this A side, it's going to be not
counting
just
on you guys,
utility, but also 3 players that Muffin Loop has to try and contend with. Off the back of that alarm bot, it's going to be the Rolling Thunder invested right now. His players pushing out, getting aggressive, trying to find some kills. So it is going to be Rose starting things off with a beautiful shot onto Japeeps. Chloe also getting tacked up quite a bit. And now the GE, they've done some damage. They're getting hungry. They want more on the side. It does seem like Rose as 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is kind of calling for a bit of a shoulder play. But Capricious on the flank already, getting a wallbang in. Still will be forced back. GE with the numbers advantage, 5-3.
Good jump pick, I would say. Capricious already pulling up the shirt. It's already serious time here. Chloe now going and pushing forward.
Knife karo usko
where the lockdown will be. Pushing in is going to be OGT. Unfortunately, enough for them. It's not going to be kills they're going to be looking at. It's actually that's GE. They still have a chance here. They still have rounds to go. It's not yet over. Especially Capricious will just save this operator.
आप CC हो गए हो क्या? नहीं, CC is something, content is something I'll make for myself,
right now the Global Esports,
not
they
as a
should be
full-time
patting
job.
themselves on the back around
जो
really
मेरा
well
मन
played. And
करता है, जो
overall,
मुझे
you
करने
know,
का
we were
मन
talking about map control
करूँगा.
when we were in that technical
Content is
timeout.
something I
You
do
know,
on the side.
Global Esports, they seem to have finally got a grasp of it. Only time will tell if that's going to be too late for them to make a comeback here, or if they're going to be able to push it to overtime. But you know, Meow 16k towards mid, finding that impact frag, them being able to bait out that rolling thunder as well. I think
Camera
they did
flicker,
quite
sorry.
well over the course of this round, not just being able to pick up those kills, but also be able to take some of those ultimates offline for OGT. That's going to be something in their favor. And all they have to do is get 6 more rounds. That's it. Oops.
Yeah,
Can we come back, guys?
rounds to go for GE. A long way to go, I would say, but we already
And by
seen
OnlyFans
so
कब?
much games come back.
आपके लिए
from 12
special
to
edition
1
निकालता हूँ.
more at 12 to 6.
$10,000
6
subscription.
rounds consecutively, though. That's the main issue. And now I think this timeout might go to GE side. Like I said, they want to go back to the drawing board here, make their play cleaner. Especially another chance has been set upon them. And again, they can still
camera is
manage to
flickering.
take back the rounds that they
अभी तो नहीं
lost
होना
here.
चाहिए.
They have a Hunter's Fury. They can either create space with that Hunter's Fury or play the
तो
post
निकाल के
plant.
डालोगे कैमरा वापस.
But for this round, I would say OGT
$10,000. That's all. Give me your bank account.
Zach, and then at the same time, they also have a Cosmic Divide, a Hunter's Fury, and the Blade Storm. It's very difficult, but if they can get the kills here from GE side with the half armors that OGT has, it's doable.
निकाल के वापस डालता, एक बार को check करना.
Timeout though. You know, a little bit of strategic discussions, how they're gonna get revenge on Japeeps for that knife. No, I'm kidding. But
Yeah,
they had their
All
chance
mid,
last round.
5 of us knife Japeeps. That's the way. I'm saying this because I'm friends with Japeeps, and I could just do that.
निकाल के डाल रहा हूँ, 1 second.
12 to 6 it is, though. We've seen too many knife kills from Japeeps. We need a counter at this point. I think it was the 5th or 4th. Anyway.
Yeah. They're looking to go forward here. Muffin Loop already taking down so much mid control. It does seem like this B side, they've kind of just left it open for a retake possibility off the back of that flash. In fact, it is gonna be Muffin Loop heading in, although with the help of this utility, Zinni is able to find that first kill, the aftershock, and that Hunter's Fury able to do so much damage, and Zinni now getting that second as well. Muffin Loop pushing a little bit far, a little bit too aggressive. Already Global Esports, they lost 2 players. They're gonna have to try to go somewhere else on this map, though. This garage area, I don't know if this is the call, because there's just gonna be this blue of crossfire. Casper in the corner finds 2 already, looking to
चलो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं guys. We go to map 3.
13 to 6 for
It's fine.
We
go to map 3. Well played, OG.
We're heading to Icebox.
नहीं
Very
करूँगा.
dominant win here coming from
क्या हो रहा है भाई?
Orangutan. We see all smiles here from the players. But yet again, this is just map number 2. We're going to map number 3. That means we're going to be seeing Icebox, our decider map that we have. But with this series, or rather with this first 2 games that we are seeing, Zach, so far, Orangutan adjusting quite well, really utilizing the utilities as well.
हो रहा है ये फ्लिकर गाइस. चलो ठीक है, वैसे भी मेरे को देखने तो नहीं आए हो तुम लोग.
The panel has to say a lot more
मैच को
onto
देखने आए
this
हो.
match. So I would pass it on to Tash and Trix. Please do take it away.
एक सेकंड गाइस,
Thanks
वॉशरूम में
very
क्या
much,
है?
ladies. And now we're back here on the panels with me, Tash, running alongside Trix, and I think that it's very, very safe to say that Orangutan are still the reigning queens here over in Haven. I think what's really important to talk about here is the performance of GE, how they were already improving from the first time they were on Haven till now, and the performance of Orangutan seemed a little bit more shaky today as they go on against this team.
I think that GE definitely was able to kind of get their foot back into the door, especially at that second half when it flipped. And they started getting aggression, they started playing more together. But again, when you have a lead that's like 10 to 2 going against you, it is very difficult. It's the amount of mistakes you can make are close to none. And we could see that there were mistakes that were being made on GE's side. OGT just being able to go to those flank positions quickly. They were able to retake their angles. And we saw that GE would give up angles but not retake it. Or it would seem that they weren't even aware that that angle was given up to begin with.
Yeah, there were a little bit of those micro mistakes that really costed them round, especially just now when we saw Muffin Loop on the up and she didn't shoot Japips as well, kind of costed them, even though they were already ahead by 1.
Let's talk about जो चीजें मैं अभी बात कर रहा था. What could
G have done to solve करा था। अगर देखा आप लोग ने ओजी स्टार्टिंग में मैप में रिस्पेक्टफुली पैसिव फॉल्ट करके ड्रोन करके इधर क्लियर कर रहा था। आप लोगों को दिख रहा है ना मेरा स्क्रीन? तो जी क्या कर सकता था बीच बीच में, राइट, टू दैट आर फाइटिंग जस्ट ऑफ मिड, ब्रेक टरेट या लंबॉट फर्स्ट मार के, राइट, एंड लीव मिड एंड कीप अ हेवी सेटअप एट ए, कीप एंगल्स के साथ, एंड फाइट देम व्हेन दे कम इन, और लॉन्ग रीच स्टन, राइट, तो दिखाओ कि तुम पुश कर रहे हो, यू हैव पीपल स्टैक्ड एट ए, मॉली कैन रीटेक बी लेट, ऐसा, एंड देन वो करके डबल गराज जा सकते। सेम थिंग ए पे, ए उन लोग अर्ली नहीं ले रहे था, स्मोक करके रिकॉन कर दो एवरी राउंड, दे डोंट ब्रेक द रिकॉन, डोंट यूज अर्ली स्टन, स्टन तब यूज करो चलो उन लोग ए अभी आ रहे फास्ट, तो यू कैन हियर, और टिल दैट टाइम यू कैन कीप स्टन फॉर गराज या सी पे, राइट, ऐसे करके यू कैन फेक अगेंस्ट ओजी। कि उन लोग अगर फास्ट ए नहीं ले रहे तो स्टन करके मतलब नहीं, क्योंकि उसके सोचा स्टन आने वाला ही है, हम क्यों स्टन वेस्ट कर रहे हैं उधर। These are different things that G could have done. इतना कोरियोग्राफ करके उन लोग मिड पुश कर रहे थे कि इधर स्टन करेंगे, इधर ब्रीच का अलग अलग, तो थोड़ा ऑब्वियस हो जाता है कोई भी स्टार्स देखेगा तो। आई थिंक एक एलिमेंट ऑफ सरप्राइज चाहिए था मिड राउंड पुश करके ऐसा करके बैठने के लिए। एंड ए पे आई डोंट लाइक दिस पोजीशन अनलेस देयर इज समवन वेटिंग, इवन देन वी नीड टू, अगर वो ड्रोन करके एलोंग लेके आ रहा है, कॉन्स्टेंटली ड्रोन है, एंड वी कैन स्टिल प्ले हियर और whatever it is here hiding। ये जेट का एंगल बहुत पावरफुल है, जैसे ही ड्रोन ने तोड़ दिया वो एक पिक करके फॉल कर सकते। ये सब चीजें थी, आई थिंक आउट ऑन दे कैन यूज the next time.
Teammates, that's exactly what Orangutan picked her up. And this is really crazy because it really shows her confidence as a duelist.
I think Capricious is just phenomenal, especially after seeing
समझा
her
क्या
on the
तुम लोग को
operator.
कि नहीं समझा
Even
कि
last
मैं अपने में ही
year
बड़बड़
on
कर रहा
Elite,
हूँ?
I felt that she was so good on the operator. She's aggressive with her angles, but she's not alone all the time. So she's able to play with somebody. I felt that's where GE was struggling. They were often picked alone.
Yeah, but let's see if GE will manage to bring it back, because we are now 1-1 in score, going toward the last map of the night for this first series, and it is going to be
थोड़ा high
Icebox.
level but समझो।
More VC Game Changers after this.
हेलो चर्चित, हेलो, किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो? क्या लगता है प्रणव? मेरे थंबनेल से, मेरे टाइटल से क्या लगता है आपको? सर वाइल्ड गेस करो, वाइल्ड गेस। देखो ये मेरा थंबनेल है, मेरे थंबनेल को देख के तुम लोग क्या लग रहा है? आई नो इट्स हार्ड, पर गेस करो। योर टॉप 3 पिक्स फॉर VCT पैसिफिक। अगर मैं एकदम अनबायस्ड ओपिनियन दूं, DRX नंबर 1, I know PaperX lost badly, but I still think they will do well. PaperX number 2, and GE Gen G टैलेंट में से कोई भी थर्ड हो सकता है, तो ये लगता है। इन सीक्रेट लुक Zeta, I don't know, I don't feel that they are playing that good and that well. Talon super good. Talon have a super different play style, guys. So yeah, but एक बार teams को भी मालूम पड़ गया है कि how they are playing, they might be able to adapt to it well. I'm not saying Talon won't do well. I'm saying teams might be able to adapt to their play. Twitter install करके follow कर दिया, ये हुई ना बात. ये होता है प्यार, समझ रहे हो? ये होता है तुम्हारा प्यार भाई के प्रति. Talon is playing really well. तो अच्छा नहीं खेल रहे. और VCT ऐसे के लिए लग रहा है PLT OG I think these two are the clear favorites in my head. Now that Revenant is not in the. I don't know. It will be interesting क्योंकि सारी teams अभी अलग players के साथ खेल रही है. Can give a fight, but these two need to be the clear favorite. I am watching. There is only one correct answer. To be honest, MLT right now for our bottom three team. Bottom three team. I can be surprised. Malav can do a really great job. But for me right now, as team stand, I think bottom three, bottom four आता है. They can do well. It's just my personal opinion to win. I still think skill-wise most teams are equal. Then you are delusional, bro. You're delusional. मतलब अगर आपको लग रहा है सारी टीम है skill, I feel you are delusional. It also depends on what you define skill. अगर सिर्फ shooting बोल रहे हो तो ठीक है क्या पता. For me, what defines skill is आप लोगों को क्या लगता है? Which team? और सिंस मैं यहाँ पे हूँ, मालव यहाँ पे, MLT का नाम मत लेना. Astra Army did not get invite, bro. They qualified. And RNT, I don't know क्या हुआ. I mean, I know some of it. I cannot say any of it, but yeah.
The Indian Civil War rages on as you see Orangutan.
The Indian Civil War.
With Global Esports. 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐒 here alongside Tricks. We're your panelists for tonight for the VCT Game Changers Asia Pacific 2023. Today is day number 3. We've seen two
RG or God's Reign. I feel RG
Fracture
better.
being the first one, the second one
Again, my personal
being Haven, and now we go on to Icebox.
Actually,
okay,
it's a mixed call.
In their performance today,
there are some parts of RG I like.
I feel
some
like
parts
Icebox
I'm not
is
sure
definitely
about.
going to be one of those aim-heavy maps with all of the long angles, tight corners.
कितनी देर में होगा? अभी बस
I
1
find
मिनट 2 मिनट में हो जाएगा.
That Orangutan has shown is definitely more than the discipline that we're seeing from Global Esports. Just in terms of trading with their teammates, being able to give up space, but also retaking that space with the proper utility is something that I feel will definitely make Global Esports struggle in Icebox.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, important to remember how aggression is highly rewarded on this map, whether it be on attack or defense. Taking up that space
क्या लगता है
and
guys?
that
GE
information,
fighting?
mid control is particularly something that I think the Orangutan should be wary about, because we've seen a double lurk here from mid side, whether it be from 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒 or even Muffin Loop. And that timing would be very, very important for Orangutan.
चलो चालू करो
and on top of
दोस्तों.
that, I think GE has done some pretty phenomenal pincers on B long and A main as well.
I think that definitely that comment about mid control, I feel that a lot
Thoughts
of
on so many imports in SCA team.
utilize it in terms of breaking that utility in mid, denying
एक गाना
information
है.
on mid, and making sure that your team has that ability to move around without giving too much space to the opponents, whether you're attacker or defender. I feel mid is so pivotal, but on the flip side, you can also pressure the mains, whether it's A main or B main, to kind of force that rotation to then get the lurk in. But with GE being, having that double lurk, as we've seen ourselves, I find that Orangutan
BLT in play, MW1 in place of 𝐻𝐿𝐿𝐿 would have been 10 times better. क्यों भाई?
I think it's also really, I think that it's when we come back to like lock-in, I think for the high
दोनों
level
roles
plays,
अलग-अलग
we're seeing
खेलते हैं.
these intricate lineups, these situations
काम
where
अलग
they
है
have
team
these
के
very
अंदर.
phenomenal walls with
कैसे
a Viper
compare?
and even Harbor, but we didn't see it for these two teams. And I think it's really cool that they're going back to the basics and just trying to work with what they're more
I think due to imports, the real talent of India is not getting any chance.
They are very, very proactive, especially when you have Capricious as well as
देखो मैं
teammate.
बात
And
करूंगा
now when
तो
it
बहुत
comes
बड़ा
to
rant हो
lineups
जाएगा.
or
चलो
other
गेम पे
the
फोकस
other
करते
Asian
हैं.
picks, which player do you think will be making the biggest impact on this map? Because yesterday we saw it was Meow 16K.
Well, I would think that Capricious is going to be able to shine, especially on Icebox, considering they seem to lean towards that operator pick. And operators, if you're positioned properly with the right support, you're just able to really dominate control on this map in particular.
Now coming back into this is going to be another mirror matchup between these two teams. All three were mirror matchups, skill matchups rather, and it's a very interesting situation because sometimes you see one team really go back to the raw aim duel potential where they're just hitting all of their shots, but these two teams I think are very utility.
मतलब MLT का lineup क्या है मैं भूल गया. Knight है.
I agree. Both teams have definitely been utility.
Techno है और कौन है?
That the juggling of utility in terms of making that space, having that retake,
तो पता है क्या MLT का lineup
cooldowns and everything, I do feel it does tend to favor Orangutan. I think Global Esports is doing a great job on their own in terms of taking that fight, taking that space. But in terms of utility, I feel like if there's one thing I want them to work on, it's that.
Yeah, it's really important to remember about those utilities. I think for day number 1, GE was kind of overusing the utilities a little bit early and didn't really have any for the post plant. But now we're seeing a change in how they play, and that's what we talk about in terms of, I would say, the learning curve from day number 1 till day number 3 on how exactly they can evolve as a team in such a small amount of time. Regardless, let's see if this is going to be toward Orangutan to go forward, or will we have Orangutan or even GE going home?
What were the Indian talents doing?
Taylor as well as Zach, take it away.
Techno TR में है, okay. Fastest muted है क्या?
Yes, I was muted the entire time, my bad. But yes, we're going to be heading into map number 3, Icebox. You know, the decider between these two titans, who is going to be moving on and who is going to be moving home. It's me, Zach, and with me here is the wonderful Tyrar.
Hello. Welcome back, ladies and gents, and everyone in between. We are on to map number 3. And like Zach and the panelists said already, again, a do-or-die matchup here, especially you're fighting for your life in this tournament as well. And again, Global Esports started off really strong.
Let's go, GE. Come on, guys. सब लोग आ जाओ.
Recap on what happened if you just tuned in. And on map number 2, where Orangutan
like
picked the
and subscribe
map,
button.
they also won that. But this is the decider map that we have. And I truly agree with what Trix said a while ago as well. And it's an ongoing problem when it comes to that trade-offs. And if they can at least give that support to the operator players, for example, Muffin Loop in this case, or scenario, they can make it work. GES starting off on the defense here, Zach.
Already you can see 𝑘𝐈𝐍𝐊𝐒 getting a little bit aggressive here, breaking that recon, denying that instant information. A mirror comp for both of these sides. I think that yesterday in particular, we saw that duo of Muffin Loop and 𝑘𝐈𝐍𝐿𝐒 being able to pop off in conjunction. And we're going to be having to see that kind of magic coming out today as well from not just them, but the rest of the team. Because Orangutan, they're here to play. It's been about 30 seconds on the clock already. No real control has been taken by Orangutan, though they are positioned towards this A side majority, including the spike here. They're just waiting for GE to make a mistake, but Global Esports, they're more than prepared to wait them out. In the meantime, 𝘼𝐼 has taken some control towards Tube here, looking to at least create this impression that there's going to be some other areas of the map that are in contention right now, but A is going to be where that hit is coming, and already 𝑘𝐈𝐍𝐿𝐒, having gotten the information, is going to be falling back because you can't really hold on to it alone.
Yeah, at least knowing how, or having a brief idea how many people are on site already. But this is big trouble. 𝘼𝐼 actually has a good positioning here, good flank I would say, making GES really worry about the back ends here. And she's just putting pressure as this is still a post plan for them to take. And Rose starting off with a kill here. 𝘼𝐻 though, and an indirect trade is again a double kill on towards 𝘼𝐻 rather. With the help of Capricious here, 4v3, strength by numbers. Rose goes swing, and this is the push coming in from GE side to make the retake happen. Unfortunately, again and again, strength in numbers coming in
mid वाले को clear नहीं किया रे, गलती किया.
I really like how Orangutan played that because they waited for 𝘼𝐼 to create all of that false information that, okay, mid was the area where there is presence, there's nobody towards A, and then they just run it down, and poor Meow alone on side couldn't hold on to it. They were able to get a couple of kills, but yeah, like you mentioned, strength in numbers. 𝘼𝐻 in particular going huge, being able to be that menace on site, that demon that they couldn't take down. Off the back of that Orangutan, they win that pistol and start strong. Now it's going to be 5 Spectres across the board. Only Marshall online for Muffin Loop to try and contest this with, and once again Orangutan, they know that this A side has worked for them before. They're looking to put a little bit more pressure with the help of the Killjoy. The spike itself, it's gonna be going to B, and B side's free.
B side is free for the taking, but we can definitely also see rotations coming in, and the Killjoy just waiting patiently as well with the trap set, and for this, you know, as a map, and Icebox as a map, those long range duels really difficult with just a classic here. Capricious sees a clear shot on that Killjoy and a spray down just to finish things off, but 𝘼𝐿𝐻 here was able to go away with 1 kill at least.
Not an entire loss at this point. However, many of these Spectres that Orangutan lose, it's going to be good for GE in the next round. It'll make this bonus much more harder. However, though, they seem to have realized the danger of trying to fight onto site. They're happy to just try to contest from a distance here. The spray down is going to be working out no matter where they are. The wall from Rose, in fact, giving them a little bit of space to take this first kill. Here, you finding that first frag. 𝘼𝐼 there with the trade, like you mentioned, and Muffin just trying to stick the spike here. Unfortunately, the wall comes through too late, and it is going to be Orangutan fighting the
nice, चलेगा, पाँचों मर गए. Nice bonus.
Every single Spectre here.
चलेगा.
I was expecting the wall to come up a little bit earlier, really have that push from GE to have control over the site while someone was defusing, especially knowing that it was full on a B main control from the players of OGT. But yet again, the number disadvantage here really gives out a big factor. OGT now onto a 2-0, but this time around, Zach, Global Esports, this is their full buy round.
ये round हारना नहीं है कैसे भी. Fully smoke है Viper का. Rotate करो. Retake खेलो.
Third time, I believe, that she's breaking that particular recon guard. Now, though, it's going to hear the Sova drone will be spotted by it as well. The Viper wall trying to deny a little bit of information and space here, but still, it does seem like GE, they're opting to play this A side again and again.
Nice.
For retake already, though, it's going to be that first kill being found by 𝑘𝐈𝐍𝐿𝐒. A huge kill onto Capricious, and with that wall going down, it seems like she's hunting for more. It's going to be broken still, being that bastion on side has some backup from Rose as well. It does seem like for once Orangutan there on the back foot, especially with this buy.
Yeah, really go in putting pressure onto the sides here. They don't want OGT to plant.
हाँ तो अभी क्या 2 गेम जी टॉप 5 आ जाएगा.
Chance for them to reposition for the post plant, but again there's still a wall here. Meow, clean shot coming up from there, and Japip Zinni though. This pistol round so far has been working out for them. 3 already killed on the hands of Global Esports, and Muffaloop will join them as well. 2v1 situation. Again, time's ticking. This is still winnable for Rose.
अंदर का plant है
Plays
Rose.
her cards right. Again, no one wants to peek. Very low in HP. Japeeps still doing some damage here. This wall really can be a lineup phase as well. Japeeps
Nice.
win, but still Rose managed to pick up the kills, get the spike defused. Maybe
round इतना close
just
कभी
in
जाना ही
time.
नहीं चाहिए.
This is the perfect timing for Rose. Very doable situation, Zach. Wonderfully taken away from OGT.
कोई बात नहीं.
I mean, OGT almost took it away from GE. Remember, it was a 3v5 where they didn't really have the guns to work with, but they still made it so expensive for Global Esports, taking out 4 of the rifles away. A beautiful clutch from Rose, of course. The IGL for the team, showing really why she's the big brain player for them. Just the patience to be able to tap the spike and wait for this kind of eventual push to come through, converting off the back of that with that quick spray transfer. Well done, but off the back of that, Global Esports, once again, you can see their buy. It's not looking the greatest. Ultimate economy for both of these teams is charging up. Hunter's Fury already
had a
online.
shock though, yeah, but they thought they might
here.
double pick at him.
Might be seeing that come into action. Right now, the Rose tries to go for the orb, but Zinni was expecting it, and that's just going to be the Molly Shockdart combo to find that first blood for Orangutan again.
Not only that, she can't really fight that much for the angle, especially she was just holding on to a judge. Now, OGT, again, removing that controller agent from GE really gives control towards OGT's side here. Orangutan really changing up the pace very slowly, playing for contacts here, waiting for if anyone is aggressive
Hello,
enough to push.
I mean, Rose already tried that. It didn't go too well, so GE, they're looking to kind of go for a little bit of a slower play. Curie, though, is expecting something. Her spidey sense is tingling, and it is going to be the right call here as the execute comes in on the A side. Unfortunately, not much left that Curie can really try to stop this with, considering the amount of players that are on site right now. It is going to be a 4v5 asymmetrical retake coming in for Global Esports. Muffin towards mid, expecting the confrontation, though Casper is more than ready for it, finding that another kill right now, and Meow has to be so careful, knows that there's a lurk in mid, knows that there's that possibility of that late round coming in. But they have to be careful about Capricious on site, still being able to find these crucial flags. It's all down to just Haife and Curie. Both of these players trying to do at least as much as possible. Take down a couple of these rifles. The Orangutan, they're not giving them the peace. They're not giving them the fair fights at all. It's all down to just Curie. A 1v GE. And it's gonna be none left as Orangutan, they find around the
Hello Popaji, hello Fresh Chal
so far when it comes to the post plant A side,
क्या मैं कैस्पर को सपोर्ट कर सकता हूँ? किसी को भी सपोर्ट करो भाई.
For Orangutan,
ये बात
and
नहीं.
it's been really clean. They were able to really get 1 kill off, open up the site, have that demand disadvantage yet again, and really prepare for the post plant. The discipline coming in from Orangutan as well to not really over peak and overextend, knowing that they're just playing onto the post plants itself.
Mid push करके
is also a big factor here. You can definitely see the reset they're trying to do, especially when GE is putting pressure as well. Haife into a very, very aggressive positioning as soon as Rose also spots out Japeeps. It's a shotgun. Might as well go back.
Casper, though, again, just being able to beat this menace, finds that first kill. Huge pick right now. Still, though, at least there's going to be Haife spotting out a little bit of information, doing a bit of chip damage. That's not going to stop Casper. Already 2 on the round, looking for even more here, as the spike is taking for Orangutan. Only a shorty, unfortunately, for Rose here. Well, forced to kind of go towards this B main area to find some value. Does have another friend with her at the very least, so at least Global Esports, they could try to find some damage here, but not if City has no way. 3 kills already through Muffin, though, with the Sheriff. A beautiful headshot into Capricious. Things heating up right now. The Viper spit on the line, but I don't think we're going to be seeing it committed in this kind of a scrappy round here. GE just looking for whatever more they can find. Casper on the hunt, wants some kills. Muffin will deny it, however, and it's all down to just this remaining player who will die to the spike. Rose only had a short.
Who is the IGL of GE? It's Rose.
If they ever needed a timeout, Terror, this is it, because you know this is their buy. They have 4 ults. They need to kind of strategize here and break that momentum for Orangutan.
This is the perfect opportunity for a timeout here. from Global Esports. Seems like they're getting caught off guard from different angles as well, especially when they try to take in the sites here. Again, Orangutan, they know what they want to do and they know which angles to take. As soon as the spike is down, there's nothing anymore stopping them at their toes.
Come on, girls.
But this round, we have so much utility play that can, or that GE can actually put to the table here for utilities, for a retake, quite very much so possible.
Yeah, those ultimates could be coming into take. In fact, they almost have all 5. Curie only one away from that Hunter's Fury. Unfortunately, doesn't have it online right now, so this lockdown has to be respected right now. They're gonna fall back, but also gonna be investing that counter lockdown in the hopes that it might push these attackers off site. However, though, that's not gonna be the case here. In fact, it's gonna be the Hunter's Fury invested to break the lockdown, to prevent it from happening. Although Fury and Muffin will both find a kill each onto site. Off the back of that, Fury finds her own Hunter's Fury, though 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐒 is able to push onto site and get these kills. Gonna be tagged up super low though. Slowly finding that trade. A 2v3 right now. Numbers advantage in hands of GE. Finally has that resurrection to work with as well if necessary. And the spike is gonna be in their control as well, because look at where it's dropped here.
Control is what they have, but Casper, again, taking things slower, one by one. Rolls. They know the positioning of one player, to say the least, here from GE. They only need to find one more. And that's going to be Meow again. Going down above Raptors. It's going to be Rose fighting for her life, but still Casper winning the engagement, closing things off to a 5-1. Extra money, extra cash. We'll take it.
You know, this should be pretty impressive. Casper just used her ult that round. She already almost has it back. It's only going to be 2 away. Phenomenal gameplay coming out of Orangutan. A bit of a misplay from GE. Like, they spotted out these players. I think they expected for a re-rotate towards mid, but Curie holding a little bit of an awkward angle. Nobody really playing for early information on site, and that just cost them the round despite the number disadvantage. Orangutan, they pull it together and get it done. Casper, of course, we talked about her on her utility usage, but you know, on rounds like this, we also have to mention what a talented aimer she is. Just raw aim. I believe that she is India's first female Radiant, so it really shows.
Wish I could have been Philippines, but I guess that's why I cast, right?
Yeah, too much competition.
That's why I cast, ladies and gents. Now again on a setup here for the default plant. Not going to be able to plant as Muffin Loop. Goes in for the right click with the Blade Storm. One man down yet again. It's Meow. Catch, or rather caught off guard here. Rose. She knows it's going to be B side. The spike is already planted. Utility-wise, they still have the Viper Spit here.
Last time we अपने attack अच्छा खेला था Icebox पे.
Position like this where you are
Bela is
into an
not
eco
playing
round and you don't have any
they
info.
are 6 players.
You need to play out.
They might have
you don't have walls as well, so it's just really open fire here. Now with the trades, or rather with the kills coming off here from the side of Orangutan, Casper is just ready to take them all down. 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐒 is the last person
guys.
remaining, and she goes as well. 6-1.
Motivate करते हैं अपने
Orangutan
chat
really
में.
taking it further.
Let's go G. Let's go G.
Incredible start for them on this particular map. Though, you know, for all the GE fans in chat, don't worry, there is some hopium. Yesterday, same map, GE were 3-9 down, and they managed to make a comeback and win 13-11. I know it was against a different team, it's not Orangutan, who we've seen historically do quite well on this map. But all things considered, I think that GE still have it, and finally have what it takes if Orangutan aren't careful. But, you know, right now it's going to be a timeout finally kicking in for GE. Much needed, I would say.
क्या लगता है टाइम आउट में क्या बोलते रहेंगे इनके कोच? अगर
आप
होते जी के कोच तो अभी आप क्या बोलते रहते टाइम आउट में? बताओ. देखते हैं.
Wasn't able to do too much with it in Haven, or at least as much as Capricious, but now this is her time to shine. If she's able to kind of get aggressive with it, get a couple of picks, and shut down OG right off the bat, it might be the difference maker.
Especially this timeout as well, pretty much needed for the side of Global Esports. Knowing that this is going to be the
जो भी लॉन्डे कूल दिखने के लिए Alt F4 लिख रहे हैं ना.
Aside from that, really big investment here as well, Zach. The operator again in the hands of Muffin Loop, and I really hope that for the defense here, you just really have to gauge on that early positionings. And like you said, no early info because, again, site is free to take, and the once GE actually rotates around
Time out मत दे मेरे
the info is there, but you can hear them. But at the same time, there's too much orangutan players on the side. They ready for the trades already. They prepared the post plant.
Yeah. Prepared is the name of the game, and it does seem like Orangutan, they have it in spades. Again, just the awareness coming out of them. They know the possibility of the operator. They're looking to go towards other areas of the map instead. In fact, it's going to be a 4-person push down this tube to try and make it through the operator. Wallbang not quite working out. In fact, it's going to be a little bit of damage taken by this combination, although everybody's still going to be alive and kicking. They're going to be looking for this kind of mid to B strat, except they've never seen it done through tube. They do also have this kind of stage wall available. 𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 though being caught off guard. That's a first kill going in their favor at the very least. No lockdown from 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐿e though, and with the Viper's pit being positioned as it is, it's going to be very difficult to take out.
Nice, Muffin!
Never mind, I take it back. muffinloop gets the shot through the smoke. Huge kill. Tries to get a second. Unfortunately, the trade's going in favor of OG right now. 2v2. Make that a 1v2 as 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is going to be the last one standing.
Nice,
Meow has the position. Beautiful work coming out of Global Esports as they finally find a round off the back of that timeout.
Meow, I could just imagine Meow asking for Rose, can you please come around the spike? This wall, I cannot pass through.
Let's go, guys.
In the end, Global Esports again winning the aim duels here. Using up a Viper's Pit, and despite the Viper's Pit from OGT, again, it was capitalized. This kill from muffinloop was huge. It removed that Viper's Pit. It gave them clarity where they should peak. It gave them the advantage here totally and completely, I would say. Good job on the GE side. 6-2 is the score. And this time around, Zach, they have a rest and also they have a Viper's Pit to play.
Yeah, they managed to hold on to both of those ultimates last time around. Great work coming out of them, though. Right now, talking about ultimates, it is going to be the lockdown available for Casper here. Did have it last round, but I think that because of that tube play, didn't really want to invest it. Right now, instead of some early pressure towards A, B is going to be where they're setting their sights. Already lockdown being posted down as well. No Hunters free available to break it, so it does seem like Global Esports, they're going to be forced to respect this and fall back a little bit here. 5-on-5 retake is what we're looking at. And it does seem like it's going to be pretty easy plans coming in for the side of Orangutan.
Space created, that's what you would say. 𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 though, stopped to her toes because of this nano swarm. Now planting the spike. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 just pre-firing with Capricious already onto the side here, making some damage towards the players here of OGT.
Nice,
𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. GES. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 with a kill, successful on the take. Picking up that Vandal, upgrading the guns. They still have a rest here in the hands of 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒, but it's too far off. Now the wall settles in. But the wall, again, you have to clear out yellow. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 just waiting patiently. This is just going to be a double trouble from 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 and 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. They're not allowed to come in on the side. Muffin stuck in orange. She has to go save this operator away, Zach.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2-7 right now as Orangutan. They take that space and that round off the back of some.
तेरे stream पे आया और G round जीत गई. तेरी रुकता हूँ.
Oh my god, Meow.
Rex.
Muffin barely alive.
Master समझ गया मैं किसमें.
But 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 will confirm that kill. They lose 2 players, but they take the operator online. I think that's a fair trade coming in for them. Unlucky. But you know, talking about this round, I think that despite 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 being able to find that first kill, you can really see why this is the meta comp when it comes down to Icebox. Because you just have so much utility available. You have, you know, the slows, you have the Killjoy lockdown and the nano slows, If that spike goes in, you're not going to defuse it unless you kill literally everybody.
Rex और हर्ष VCL के लिए जल्दी चालू हो रहा है.
That's a lot to ask from any team.
Where's the sword? Happened to me one time, by the way. I was like, I paid for this. Why can't I see it?
Short.
Like it's so expensive. muffinloop though, making it expensive for OGT. What a headshot, but an indirect trade from Zinni immediately. The rest comes in. It's a 5-man stack yet again from Orangutan's side.
At least they're able to get that first kill, and it's such a crucial kill too, because remember, that is the resurrection for Meow being taken offline for the duration of the round. I know it's an eco, but still sometimes that kind of ult could come into play. Right now though, Muffin gets the refrag, goes for an aggressive push, catches 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 off guard. A huge kill right there. We'll be having the Blaze Storm available as well, so that's going to be 1 rifle for Rose, as well as the Blaze Storm for the side of muffinloop. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 though still on site, anchoring down this yellow position. Gets a huge kill there. The 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒's position is just a little bit better. Resurrection comes through, and on the opposite side, it's going to be 𝘼𝐺 finding a kill here. Ooh, Muffin gets a little bit too overeager. It's going to come back down to 2v2. Both players for the side of Global Esports have acquired rifles. Viper's Pit also online for Rose here. No real post plan available except for some mollies from Zinni. If Rose can commit this Viper's Pit, they might be able to possibly try to stick that diffuser. It is going to be the spike tapped.
I think the spike, that's the meta. That's what they're trying to do right now. Tapping in again gives an idea towards the side of OGT. But this is going to be tapping the spike right now. 𝘼𝐺 to make something happen. GS,
let's go. Well played, yeah, Rose and 𝘼𝐺.
Chalo, chalo. Here just to make a round.
जाएगा, निकलते. Come on, go.
It was a scary start to say the least. But again, caught off guard was defeated immediately. No info taken away from them here. And at the same time, Zach, moving forward here in B side, 𝘼𝐺 really anchoring onto B main and B long. Despite being the spike planted here, 𝘼𝐺 really made the round execute while one was defusing.
चलो 7-5 करते हैं.
Came in
Let's
clutch.
go,
Huge round out of Global Esports, and off the back of that, they're going to be having a revitalized economy, still holding on to that lockdown as well as this ultimate on the Sage. Muffin once again looking to get a little bit aggressive. Bites off too much more than she can chew though, and unfortunately will be instantly punished. Chloe finding that kill. That's going to leave 𝘼𝐺 alone on site as the attack is going to come in for full swing for the side of Orangutan. Already the spike going to be committed as well to going to be planted up towards the top of the tube here, so unfortunately not going to be able to deter it by the utility on site. However, it's gonna be the 1-for-1 trade as Casper finds that with the resurrection. It's still online, so it seems like Orangutan are aware of that. They're going to be fighting for it.
Res still alive, or rather still online here, like you said. Silver drone to get info. Meow though really just charging onto the sides here, preparing the wall. She wants to take it. Casper, on the other hand, really playing close. Scanners from behind. It's going to be capricious. Sandwich play here. 𝘼𝐺 really on a pressure point right now. But again, even if she gets double kill here, it's still a round for OGT. Closing things off to an 8-3 scoreline.
We have money.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for GE, it's not too bad. If they can win this last round and a half, it's gonna be pretty useful. They have the ultimates to do it with as well. They just have to be a little bit more patient. You know, Muffin Loop, we've talked about her before. Bit of an overheat moment. Her going down right off the bat just makes the defense so much more weaker. Because on a map like Icebox, when your sites are so big, you really want to have as many players trying to play for crossfires and utility as much as possible. And Muffin kind of trying to go for that solo play. And if it doesn't work out, it's high risk, high reward, right?
Yeah.
If you're not going to be rewarded, it's gonna leave your rest of your team in a really bad position. Economy right down, absolutely in the dumpster for GE here as well. It doesn't look like Orangutan, they hold the cards heading into this particular last round.
The last round for the first half we're having, like you said already, Zach. It's a fast take also for Orangutan right now, very confidently taking in the side. With the Hunter's Fury being pulled out, the spike being planted stopped just a little bit, just a little delay, but in the end, it would still be there. It's gonna be 2F. That storm wouldn't go onto 2F though. Capricious to take on the initial hit here. It's gonna be Muffin Loop away again. No trades to cover her. No, not really a kill from GE's side. But this Hunter's Fury to put in pressure on the screens here. Meow though, hitting the shots onto the smoke. 3v4 situation. This retake is still doable, but the info is just given away. With the recon detecting everyone here. Meow, the verticality works out, but then 𝘼𝐺 to take on the trade as well. 2v1, it's all up to 𝘼𝐺. She managed to take on one. Still, 𝘼𝐺 trying to defuse the spike. This spot is wall bangable, but Rose, she's ready for the trade. She's ready to help her teammate out. A good round from Global Esports
nice
here.
pistol, and then comeback bolte. क्या बोलते? Comeback बोलते. Like, subscribe to guys.
Take away.
Hit that like and subscribe करो guys. 44.5k भाई की मदद करो तुम लोग यार. Guys देखो अगर ये गेम जीत गए तो वैसे भी अपन उन्हीं बंडल या तो 3 उन्हीं बंडल जो तुम लोग बोलोगे गिव अवे कर ही रहे हैं.
Orangutan showing supremacy, but GE managed to come back online. Now, how exactly did GE manage to take it away from Orangutan toward the end?
I feel like they were definitely able to use a lot more utility near the end to get those wins. We did say that
which team do you think will win VCL
as we've seen on Fracture, as we've seen on Haven, is actually being able to utilize the fact that they have these agents with such great utility, but they need to vary the way in which they use it. It can't be so one-dimensional, it can't be too predictable. and we see them start to try making those plays around their utility a lot more unpredictable, instead of, you know, Orangutan using the utility they tend to use, but they're also winning in terms of their explosiveness, in terms of their ability to just get those fights down, get those utilities up, get everything going, and then having great crossfires. But the important
how we can register for giveaway? Just subscribe
is to separate those
and follow Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, but separating, I'm noticing this pattern, rather, how GE is trying to move together onto the side and holding the area as the defuse happens. GE has been doing a lot of, I would say, post-plant retakes here, and I think that's really good at doing that because they know that they're not able to stop the aggression or the fast takes of Orangutan. And they even had a round where the Viper's Pit was put down, and they were able to still win it despite that Viper's Pit not being in their favor. What do you think?
I think that in general, it's good to see that GE is adjusting on the fly. I do think that there is more that they still have to do for each other in terms of getting that more round wins that they clearly need. Icebox, I do feel, tends to favor attacker side, much like Fracture. So if they're able to go onto that, you know, aggressive play together as a unit, they should be able to get those wins.
Yep, it is a 5v5 after all, Orangutan and GE. Let's see which team comes up on top here, because if you remember, again, Orangutan is the team that has had the extra experience here, but GE, the Sunrise team, can
I love GE but supporting मुझे कोई बात नहीं, यहाँ पे everyone is welcome. जब तक you are not shit talking anyone.
Well, thank you for that breakdown, and I like that point that Trix made there, Terrar, the fact about the utility usage. However, I have a little bit of a fun fact of my own. Yesterday against Ghost Siren, GE were on Icebox 3-9 down. They had a really bad defense, which I think that today they did a little bit better on. Today though, on attack, they were able to win so many rounds in a row, only losing 2 rounds on their way to be able to close the map out 13-11. The question is, are we going to be seeing more of that today as we swap sides?
Well, let's see and let's find out as we go in to another pistol round here on the second half. Capricious, first spot out. That's going to be 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐻. No more traps upon that flanks. Very difficult for GES as Rose already goes down. Kiri is the only player alive here. Again, losing to all those non-tradable angles. As we can see, GES, one by one, they all falter.
ये राउंड जीतने के पहले ही बैनर क्यों आ जा रहे हैं? 2-3 बार हो गया अभी ये.
Only on towards OGT again. The first step towards this comeback is taking that pistol round, but unfortunate enough for Global Esports, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I think that they've tried this kind of push a few times before. It seems like Orangutan were aware and ready to counter it. You can see that push from Capricious coming out right as soon as that wall went down towards mid. Just, of course, like you mentioned, unfavorable positions for Global Esports. Orangutan not only finding the timing, but also those untradeable kills. And just like that, it's going to be OGT taking the pistol. No force going to be there for GE either, considering that, you know, they didn't get the plant and there's not much money in play here. Capricious, again, looking to get a little bit aggressive. Takes quite a bit of damage, though, from Muffin Sheriff and will be forced to fall back. No kills for either team quite yet, though. At least Capricious, she's taking that warning shot to heart.
Really a warning shot though. Capricious yet again being spotted out by the same scenario here, the Jet or Muffin Loop, although not hitting the headshot here. Another warning shot. If you guys have a warning shot, we also got one. And this game is a little hot, as Meow would say, with that skin onto the knife, but 9-4 it is. And so far, very slow takes from GE. They want to secure, again, isolate fights here.
It's a bit slow right now, GE. Wanting to see if they can get a pick or two before really committing. That recon bolt, though, gonna get some valuable information, spotting out exactly where Muffin Loop is standing. Muffin's the only one with any kind of
मालूम है left में साथ में swing करो, please.
Chloe is close angle as well. But a little bit more than she can shoot. The trade's going in favor of GE.
Nice.
2 in fact for Muffin Loop. It's all down to just this last player. Casper in a 1v4. However, though, think about this. All the players inside of GE are super tagged up.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And that's exactly what they do. Fight or die in Global Esports. They're still fighting.
Yeah, might not win the pistol round, but when it comes to the second, we are to stop you on your toes. Exactly what Global Esports Pheonix did right here. And the 5-9, it's just 4 rounds away in total.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Get here from Global Esports.
Guys, क्या लगता है guys? क्या होने वाला है? Let's go. अरे
We stopped at the 9-3
भाई
score.
emotions को समझो. Boys girls एक ही मैं तो
9-3 curse. Hello,
Yes.
hello. Is it calling?
It's 9-5 now. It's
they're all players for me. मेरे को
New
फर्क
age.
नहीं.
Ladies and gents, 9-3 curse isn't real. 210 is the new curse, as we call it.
Talking about curses though, it does seem like the curse of Capricious is to get aggressive time and time again. You're not going to be punished this time around, though they have taken B lobby control for free, basically. It is going to force GE towards this A site maneuver instead, where it is going to be just a bit of a retake setup. Casper still onto site, though more position towards his Rapture area, waiting for the information and for the team to possibly help out. Some utility available, but Muffin Room sweeps in, taking down one already. Make that two as Curie finds another. Global Esports, they take the numbers advantage, and they take the site as well. Muffin backing off to play that post-plant successfully. The first kill on the retake coming in for OG.
नहीं तुम लोग को अपने पब्लिक को ओवरहिट करने का अभी ये देख.
वो है लो है वो. Or rather shocked by the dash in here from the Jet, but 4v2 situation. Again, they have the weapon advantage here from the side of GE.
थ्रो मत करो guys, थ्रो मत
Score
करो.
is going to be 6-9.
Push plans खेलो, discipline
and
बनाओ.
high fade to close things off here. And again, not too far off now. One round by round, slowly, GE is actually making it happen. This A side take, Zach, so far has been working out great for them.
It's been beautiful work coming out of all of these players. Capricious, of course, with that Sheriff, able to find 2 clean headshots, but that was kind of GE's bonus round. It doesn't matter if they go down, because they're just going to be able to buy back up. They have the economy and the momentum right now after those 2 wins. Capricious on that operator as well. We saw the kind of damage she was able to pull off last time around. And again, it's going to be her finding that first blood. Muffin, not ready for the peak.
And it's actually towards the duel, or the duelist here in Global Esports side. Now, there's nothing, or rather, there's no surprise capability coming in from Muffin Loop like we saw a while ago where she dashed in and 𝘍𝑃eps was just caught off guard from screens. And again, you have to have a duelist to open up the site, but I mean, so many players, so many teams have played this map without a duelist at all. So, duelist is just a mindset. Top tier analysis. 5v4 situation, Zach. And
you
still,
heard it here first.
Slow take.
Duelist is just a mindset. HellrangeR 2023. I'm going to be adding that to my codes collection. But yeah, right now it is going to be execute coming out of these players on GE towards this B side of the map instead. The Jet hasn't quite rotated over, though you can see her making her way. And with that wall going up, it does seem like Spike at least should be planted. Although it is going to be now 16k, unfortunately caught in the open, the wall going down, the comms not quite there for Global Esports, and in the meantime, 𝘍𝑃eps finds another. Capricious made her way over as well. It's all down to just this one player. High fade.
चलेगा. एक और buy round का पैसा है अपने पास.
And the answer is nothing, as a flawless difference for Orangutan comes out. They get to double digits, 3 away from moving on and eliminating Global Esports.
They are just in sync here, Zach. When you look at it, when the wall comes up, we don't need replays. I'll explain it to you. When the wall came up from the Viper, you can see Casper really taking that advantage, you know, peeking as well. And despite GE actually seeing Casper before the wall comes up, Casper was just quick on her toes to think. And aside from that, OGT, when Zinni got a kill onto the Sage, they knew they didn't have to give enough pressure anymore because they had the advantage. The spike has been dropped on site. Here's Capricious again, going above tube, above and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear would say, but again, not a kill here. She goes back, reposition.
To infinity and beyond. Though it is going to be Muffin Loop bringing out that operator of her own. Hasn't quite had a chance to use it yet, especially with this, impressive utility on this A site, the Viper wall, as well as the Killjoy setup here. And now that's going to be the shots fired from Muffin. They know that the operator is going to be online. Capricious not quite able to connect the shot. The Muffin almost gets the collab there, pulls the place on, feeling the momentum, but Casper making the plays here. Beautiful Orangutan. Once again, high fade in a 1v4 situation. Killjoy versus Killjoy is going to be the first confident. Casper more than ready for the fight, and will be able to convert it at 3k for Casper. And the round for Orangutan and Global Esports, they're at the last tether here. I don't know what more they have in the tank.
Such clean rounds coming in from Orangutan. Yet again, you have to say thanks to those trade-offs. And look how fast the remainder of the players really reacted to that kill. After that initial pick-off, they wouldn't give the space or really that big of an advantage towards GE. They're willing to fight for their life and for control here on a site. And now a timeout comes in from GE's side. Very important one, I would say. They need a good
come on, guys.
Here. You can definitely see the difference as well.
Let's give our energy to the girls
plays around the site
as
or
much as
even
we can.
wherever she is.
Achha
There's always that two supporting players to play around how
can
she
still turn
is
it around. Let's go.
Getting kills or maybe even dying off. In the end, there's still two players
और तुम
ready
अपनी
to
एनर्जी
take the
मुझे भी
trade.
दो सिर्फ
And the
सब्सक्राइब बटन
difference
पे
is for
टैप
Global
करके
Esports here,
44.5
we've seen it in the defense, we've seen it in the attack. Muffin really is the type of player that can make plays, but yet again, if there's 3 people peeking at you, it's difficult to actually get those kills off.
I mean, so far it's just been phenomenal work coming out of Orangutan. Every single individual player, right? They're not afraid. Even if they lose a couple of picks off the bat, they're able to kind of just sweep and find the timings for these trades and get them done. Like last round, for example, Muffin Loop starts off, gets that first pick.
Some of the plays Casper is making are risky, but
finds the timing, finds the momentum, and is able to swing back into the thick of things. 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐴 as well, just kind of a convergence between these two players, making things work. And right now, Global Esports, they're kind of on their last leg when it comes to economy. They've put everything they can together for this buy, and they've taken a timeout as well. If they're going to start trying to make a comeback, it has to be now. We've seen 11-3 come out of Fnatic. I'm sure that other teams can pull it off too.
Yeah, at the same time, we take a look at the agent compositions here. We don't have any flashes, so it's really going to be a swing for a swing. You really have to have those trades. Anyway, 6-11, and now GE preparing to take on the side here, burning down the utilities and using the lockdown as well to give and create space.
Yeah, that's gonna force to get respected right now by these defenders, seeing that they have no Hunter's Fury on 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐴 yet to break it open. It's going to be a full 5-on-5 retake, and right now it's gonna come down to who's taking what fight when. Casper though has a lockdown of her own, will be pushing it though immediately. 𝘼𝐿𝐴 is gonna be trying to break it with the help of that Hunter's Fury. One less piece in the post-ban utility, and 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐴 in the meantime finds out 1-2 with the Bladestorm, still looking for more before finally Muffin Loop shuts her down. 𝘼𝐿𝐴's just trying to stick the defuse here, and it is going to be Crowstone fake moment coming out. Orangutan, they find match and series points.
If we are not going to fight forward, there's no point
One away from being knocked out.
To break the kill.
They honestly have to have a different strategy here. A while ago, the A side takes works out wonderfully, but this time around, if you have to repeat and repeat, of course, OGT knows how to dismantle the rest of the team of GE. You can almost as if see each and every round on the minimap. No one takes control over mid. All the pressure is coming in from A main, and if no one takes control over mid, there's not going to be a sandwich play. Everyone is just focused on A main, and OGT, they know that you just need to push them out and diffuse the spike, smoke off, and put pressure.
𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐴 has been trying to get that mid control that you talked about, but her timing seems just a little bit off. It already seems like people have died on site before that really comes into play. Once again, A side is going to be that point of interest. Casper this time is going to be playing for that retake setup once again, waiting for that backup before really pushing in. Cini as well, going for some aggression towards mid here. Possibly expecting 𝘼𝐻𝐴 to come lurking around, though. It does seem like Global Esports are just trying to go in for the site. Casper already spots out Muffin Loop's head, forces the dash out of that player at the very least. And Global Esports, they've taken site. Bit of a bait tap coming out of Rose, aware of the possibility that it's going to be that kind of Hunter's Fury available. And Casper finds first blood.
Nice
again, but Muffin Loop, this is the trades we're looking after. Now with a Viper spin onto site here. There's gonna be a job from 𝘼𝐿𝐴, but Casper and of course 𝘼𝐻𝐿𝐴's not yet done here. They still have a job to finish. They have to retake a site. Either they win or we take another round here from Global, or rather from Global Esports. 𝘼𝐻𝐴 and Meow clean things up here. GE yet again alive for another round, 7-12.
GE is still fighting, as they like to say. I know their fan base, but you know, talking about that round, it's like you mentioned, 𝘼𝐿𝐴, it was exactly the kind of coordination that they needed. You know, Casper finds that first blood, but these players, they don't clear their corners, and Muffin Loop is able to capitalize off the back of that aggressive position to really find some value. They did have to invest the Viper's Pit as well to confirm the round, but confirm it they do.
Guys, is it possible?
They stay alive. They had to use 2 ultimates, I believe, both that Hunter's Fury as well as that Viper's Pit to confirm it. But they do have that Resurrection on board in case they need to get a quick kind of rest coming in. Once again, it's going to be an aggressive position being held by Capricious, looking to go forward. Will be spotted and forced off the angle though, so at least GE is using their utility proactively and not being surprised like they were that first time.
Exactly, especially there's no flash play to expect
जाओ
anything at all. And
जाके ये वाला
just a
deep
wide
wall करके plant
angle
करना
being
चाहिए
held by
या तो ये
Capricious,
wall
and they were
करके
correct.
corner
The
plant
use
करना
of
चाहिए
Silver Drone at
ये वाले
least
wall
saved their
पर
lives
मार
here,
खा रहे
or probably saved their lives. But again, a Silver Drone burnt already. An
Casper अच्छा कर रही है,
initiating
Molly's in hand रख रही है
factor towards the site to get info. They still have a
तो
recon
shotgun से
here, I
छूटेगा नहीं
suppose,
basically
and a rest to play around with. But again, they have to make another clean take here against OGT. B-side for the taking, and that's the first a good start from 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐻. Getting the kill there. Casper really controlling
deep
mid
wala
here.
plant kiya, nice.
Again, no control over mid from GE, but right now they're planting the spike.
Oh, that position, they expected that kind of play to come in from Zinni on that plant denial, and they were ready for it, able to get that kill.
Finished.
Meow finds another, but Japip strikes back.
बहुत ज़्यादा
Meow
overrated
now
कर रही
stuck
है
onto site. They're aware of that possibility. They're trying to isolate that particular pick.
Nice,
They're finding so much
Nice,
value.
𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐻. Nice
As
round.
well. Finally finds the timing. A 3K for 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐻, 2 for Meow, and the round for GE. 8-12, and well,
Exactly what I was talking about, Zach. 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐻 actually rotated from B main. You can see it right now in the mini map, all the way to mid, and because of that control, she was
Let's
able
go.
to get
G
2
fighting
kills
बोलते.
off because people, or rather players from OGT, were all just busy looking onto site.
really well
Let's go
played.
guys,
And like you
2.5
talked about,
के
right, that was a
like की तरफ बढ़ते
distraction
हुए
that they
जल्दी करो
really
यार
needed.
2.5
Because,
के
like I
likes
mentioned so far, you know,
अब
even though
तुम्हारा भाई
𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐻 has
इतना
been
बैठा है
trying to
3
go for
घंटे से
that mid
तुम्हारे
control
साथ
and that lurk kind of play, she hasn't been able to
Let's
really
go.
find those timings because everybody on site dies so fast. But with Global Esports taking a little bit more space, playing a little bit more aggressively in both of the rounds that they've won so far, they're able to prevent that quick retake coming in for Orangutan. Sure, they go down, but you know, players like Meow16k in that last run or Muffin Loop in that first one, they're able to find at least 2 frags to their name before finally being shut down, and that's what really makes the difference towards the end of it.
कैसे क्या खेल रही है
And so far, really,
comeback आएगा one
GE
round at a
here
time yes spam मत करो
crawling
bro
their way back to the top. Crawling their
PCL
way
watch party
back
करोगे
to
अगर
make this
मिलेगा तो
overtime
क्या battle
happen.
pass
We're
giveaway
only
कर
4
रहा है
rounds away,
मैं
Zach,
only bundle giveaway
and
कर
we
रहा हूँ
are
अगर
gonna
G
be
game
able
जीतती
to
है
see
तो
an overtime in case.
तो ये तो
But
गेम के
yet
स्टार्ट से
again,
अनाउंस किया है मैंने
OGT or Orangutan here going for a timeout.
देखते हैं एक
And I
battle
feel
pass दे
like
देंगे गाइस
they
अगर
have
हारे
a
तो भी
plan
पर हारेंगे नहीं
set in pace
ठीक है
or a strategy
हारेंगे
when
नहीं
it comes to this pistol, because if you, or rather not a pistol but a broken buy from them. So let's see if they can capitalize on that. Just enough money to buy off for the next round anyway. At least they have guns here on this specific round.
Despite that, though, they're still going to be investing quite liberally into it because, like you mentioned, the guns might not be the greatest, but they are going to be putting that Viper's Pit towards that ace side. Aggressive mid control as well to try to block off that particular angle. G does break the wall for a little bit of fake information, but nevertheless, they are going to be pushing their way towards this ace side instead, where it's not just Casper, but also Zinni and her Viper's Pit kind of holding down the fort.
all good
I don't know if this is the best idea, but Global Esports, they're still going to be trying to venture on, go down into the particular side. Casper being spotted out, though not quite taken down yet. A lot of oppressive utility from both of these agents here. Viper kind of playing that pseudo sentinel role as Global Esports try to get the spike down, or at least try to get that pick. Multiple rotations, in fact, are going to be coming in, and Casper in that pit will be able to at least put that wall to Muffin will get first blood.
weird decision
That's the initial kill they're trying to look after. Again, Casper here getting caught by the bullet. Just a random stray bullet arriving to her head. Didn't expect that at all. Makes it a 5v3 situation right now. And with the lockdown, this will yet again create the space right now for GES. Zinni making some damage here, especially with the help of the recon. But again, you have to respect this lockdown.
Nice.
She's detained. She's gonna die off. 13 seconds remaining to plant the spike. Successfully doing so is gonna be GE. There's still a 5-man here. This is really good round for them so far. And looking good. It's gonna be Muffin Loop as she takes another kill here. Triple already on this specific round as well.
Just Japeeps now, the 1v5. aware of the possibility of a lurk towards mid, though it is going to be Muffin, who is that first point of contention. And well,
chalo, come on, G.
A flawless round for G as they get
जा रहा है
to 9,
guys.
4K.
जा रहा है क्या?
This is the kind of firepower that I feel like Global Esports really needs to bring on board. You know, especially backed up by the team, because you know you saw Muffin doing these kind of aggressive plays in the previous half, but alone now though she has her entire team behind her, and this is the kind of work that she's able to pull off. Orangutan, they are able to get a bye together once again, but Global Esports, they have the momentum, they have the rounds, they're only 3 rounds behind, and they have the economy to be able to buy in for all of them. All they have to do is win those 3 to get it to overtime and try to steal it away from OG. What a good game.
Already, they've come so far here. And so, as soon as rounds go over like this, the more GE gets momentum, and you can definitely see that from Muffin Loop. She's really going crack here onto the rounds that we are looking at. And so far, the takes that she's been doing, the peaks and the pick-offs, is so far phenomenal and really working the way for the rest of the team. Here we go again. Muffin Loop knows exactly where this jet might be. A Recon Dart really to put pressure on Capricious. This is exactly what GES needs. Kiri to take on the kill. Info game.
Nice.
Or rather, Info is the name of the game. Muffin Loop yet again to take another kill here. Really looking so clean.
Nice, Rehafe.
I gotta say, at this point, it is gonna be GE fighting hardcore. The Japanese has something to say of her own. Able to find 2 kills already. 70 HP left. Has to ace clutch it out to win this for Orangutan and prevent it from sliding into overtime or at least another round.
Nice, Ray.
Come on. Global Esports, they find double digits as well. 2 away from overtime. And just beautiful plays coming out. The pressure from the entire team. Orangutan seems to be buckling under it. That brutal kill onto Capricious. And off the bat, just the trades. You know, you see Orangutan trying to come in for these trades here. But the rest of Global Esports, they're behind Muffin. And it's just falling apart for Orangutan. Once again, an eco situation. Not the greatest guns in the world, though they will be having several ultimates online in that next one if necessary. What a game.
Guys, hard spam karo. Let's go.
Have to save for this round though, and obviously for Global Esports, this is good news so far for them. Big advantage here on this specific round. Crucial for them to take. It's either this, they go home, or they fight and live to see another day here in this tournament. Muffin Loop, so far, being extremely hot on the trigger here. Really finding the kills that she wants to find. Again, pushing in. This time alone. No trade-offs. We're back at square one.
Wait kar diya usko.
Unlucky. At least they managed to take down Capricious. And remember, Meow 16K does have that res available. It does seem like Orangutan, they're aware of that though. They're looking to kind of control the corpse here. Prevent this from coming through. 3 players on site, kind of just stacking it down. Zenny also picks up that upgrade, so even if they res Muffin Loop, they're not fast
hello guys.
Still, Global Esports, they're now looking to rotate over towards B instead. Casper, aware of it, will be trying to just play for that retake setup. 1 kill, and she will be having that lockdown to push these players off. In fact, it's going to be the rest committed on the A side by Orangutan, keeping the numbers advantage as they head into this particular retake. 4v5.
They would rather wait here, especially they have a rest. They want to make sure and secure yet another round here. They're winning round to say the least. Orangutan slowly walking their way back to B side, crawling. And Capricious really taking the flank here while the rest of the team puts pressure from the front lines. Kiri really holding this specific angle as well. Capricious successful on the flank here. She has the Blade Storm. She managed to pick up on 1, and now with a triple kill, closing things off. And finally, Orangutan here securing the round and securing the win in this best of 3 series.
13-10. Eco हार गए last में रे.
13-10, a beautiful performance coming out of GE.
चलेगा.
At the end of the day,
Well played, girls.
taking it home.
कोई बात नहीं.
बहुत
कम टाइम था अपने को as a team.
And
I think next qualifier तक the girls will be really more prepared and they'll play even better. Guys, एक giveaway करते हैं battle pass.
They're going to be moving on in this lower bracket, but unfortunately for us at least, we're going to have
क्या
to say
था वो?
goodbye to GE for the course of this
Giveaway
tournament.
वाला
But,
website
you
कौन
know,
सा था?
I've been so impressed by them over the course of this playoff stage. Remember, out of
Simple चीज़ है
71
guys.
teams, they made top 6, so huge.
Yeah, really big
को
growth,
Pheonix
or
fighting
rather
दिखना
big
पड़ेगा.
growth towards this team.
ठीक
So
है.
anyway,
एक second.
very exciting for Orangutan as they move to the series yet
एक
again.
second.
Still big kudos
पहले ये
when it
hide
comes
करूँ.
to GE. But for now, it is definitely that's it for us for game, or rather series number 1. Well, we still have a panel to actually look at and break down.
मैं अरे इधर
happened
Pheonix fighting
in
नहीं,
this
रुको पहले
series.
मेरे
So
को ये
without
करने
further
दो.
ado, Tash and of course Trix, please do take it away.
Instagram पे follow करो और YouTube पे subscribe
Thanks very much,
करो.
ladies. What a massive best of
ठीक है.
3, with the last map being Icebox.
Instagram पे follow
Orangutan
करो
looking
guys.
very dominant on the first
रुको
half, second
रुको
half.
पहले मेरे को
On the
keyword वाला
hands
लिखने दो.
of GE.
Exclamation.
Now, Trix, let's talk a little bit about how
Pheonix
GE was able to fully take
fighting.
away every
Let's
single round away from Orangutan and prevent them from ending the game.
It just seemed that finally GE started to click onto the fact that they have to move together. That's what I was telling you
Pheonix
as well. They have to move as a team,
Pheonix.
especially on the second half.
या तो
on
मैंने
the
spelling
attacker
गलत
side,
लिखी
you
है
want
क्या?
that refresh,
भाई
you
Pheonix
want
की
to
spelling
create
क्या है?
corners. And it really
बरोबर ही
brought
है ना
me a
मेरा?
lot on that last round. Unfortunately, they sent one player up to a stacked site and ended up losing a gun to it, although the opponents were on an eco round. So it just felt like there were some mistakes there, maybe a call or two of overheating. But honestly, OG did a fantastic job, especially their attacker side. It was
Guys,
phenomenal.
Instagram follow करना है
Yeah,
और
sometimes
YouTube
I
को
do
subscribe
question
करना
about some
है.
teams,
अगर
how
ये
they
दो
do
चीज
so
नहीं
well
कर
on
रहे हो
one
अभी
half of
से
the map, on
तो
attack
मैं
or
और
defense,
किसी को दे दूंगा.
and do not so good on the other half. So this is something
ठीक
that
है.
we should
Exclamation
definitely
Insta डाल दो अगर
psychologically
Insta
talk
चाहिए
about
तो.
eventually in the future. But
अपन
now for the
250
MVP
लोग तक
Casper,
रुकेंगे
nothing loop
and
up
then
in here. And honestly, not surprising for
Bullets.
Casper. She has been phenomenal with her mid control as well as her rotations.
Battle
Timing
Pass
has
से
been
पहले ही बता
personally
दूं
on
फिर
point.
रोना
Now
नहीं.
for the side of Muffin Loop, I think that she has really stepped up, especially in the second half. Her op shots were on point. She has been multi-fragging
जीतते तो
like
नहीं
crazy,
बदले.
playing those really close angles.
Her angles were really good. The fact that she was also playing those
French fries
aggressive
player कमा पा रहे guys
vertical
हम नहीं.
angles on Icebox, because that's what a lot of people say is difficult about dealing with Icebox, right? Because you're not exactly sure where the headshot line is, you're not sure where the opponent is going to play, and she really used that to her advantage.
Lightning
she would
fast to
reposition herself, she would position herself in aggressive
कर
spots,
सकते हैं.
go back, re-peek with proper utility.
Pheonix
refrag.
fighting.
It was really good to watch.
Okay, now look at the stats here for post plant 6 to 8 to 12 and 6 to
10,
8 here from both teams.
9,
What do you think about Orangutan's
8,
really high post plant
7,
percentage?
6,
Orangutan
5.
is seeming to be
Hashtag
a lot more coordinated
exclamation
in
sorry
general.
exclamation.
In terms of, okay,
Chalo,
if
rolling
we're
it.
going to take this site, this is how we're going to retake it.
Akhil Makwana, are you here? Akhil, बस spam करना बंद कर दो अभी.
Okay, but what about Global
Akhil.
Esports? 6 in 8 of the post plant situations. What exactly are the strengths in the post plant situation?
अरे है.
For Global Esports, it was actually
Akhil Makwana, are you here?
so
Yes.
They wouldn't just take it
Akhil, आपका
solely on
Instagram
the
ID बताओ.
level, but they'd
Let
be
me
able to
see
take
if you are following
aggression
or
as a
not.
group. They're able to have those refrags. That's what I keep talking about, and what I feel is so important to these teams is understanding that there's a reason why we need the refrags to be available. And in post-plan situations, you have to understand as an
Akhil, आपका
agent with a lot
Instagram
of
ID बोलो,
utility when
Akhil.
you have to fall back on the retake. When the
Yeah.
opponent is retaking you, when do you give up that space, and why are you giving it up?
Yeah, and on top of that, I think that when we look at Capricious, especially toward the beginning of the second half, she felt very shaky. She was trying to play these aggressive angles, but she got punished over and over for it. And we didn't really see a reposition or a, I would say, a
ये
replan on
तो
how
आ ही
exactly
नहीं
they
रहा है
were
ऐसा
going to
ID
plan to
कि
play,
मेरे को
to
गलत दिख
play
रहा
it
है.
in a different way. But when you see Capricious, and I think this is a very
हाँ, जो आपने ID दिया है वो आ ही नहीं रहा है अखिल भाई.
personality of hers, is that when she is confident, she will absolutely
मेरे को
pop
मैसेज
that
करो
head
Instagram
off.
पे.
But then in
Let me
situations where
check.
she isn't enabled, where she is being
नहीं
oppressed,
तो reroll करना
suddenly
पड़ेगा
she's
अखिल भाई.
completely out of the
जल्दी
picture.
बोलो.
What's your opinion on that?
I find that it's actually difficult for me.
Akhil
with
underscore
the
Makwana
setups.
वही डाला.
If I
Instagram
know
पे
that
मैसेज
duelist
करो
is
ना
shut
मेरे को.
down, they feel like they're really shut down because most of the duelist kit
हाँ
shines
दूसरा भी डाला.
when
अच्छा
you are able
ओ okay.
to actually pop off with it. You are able to use your utility. But on the flip side, as we've seen with Casper on that MVP, like looking at,
Akhil
when you shut down a duelist, shutting down Casper, especially on a map like Haven, was actually difficult because her agent was so prioritized on being able to use her utility
नहीं आ रहा है
and
भाई
also
कुछ.
help her teammates.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of map control by Casper on top of the mid control rotations
आ
that
नहीं
she
रहा
has
है.
been doing. It's been absolutely phenomenal seeing her really take up that
रुक
space
जा,
at
रुक
the
जा,
same
रुक जा.
time.
Yeah.
Now, I think that in terms of Orangutan, there was a lot of hesitation toward the end there. You start to see
Okay
the
guys,
confidence
re-roll
sort of
करना
dwindling
पड़ेगा
as they
क्योंकि
lost so
अखिल का
many
मुझे
rounds.
ना
And I
Instagram
think
पे
this is
मैं.
very common
अच्छा
to
आया
see
आया
as
आया
round
आया.
swaps. what is your opinion as a pro player about that?
बग हो गया था. Okay.
I think they should have
चलो.
they should have trusted their
चलो guys, हो गया giveaway. अखिल का मुझे मैसेज आ गया है. And Akhil will be getting the battle pass. Next time और करेंगे, don't worry. यहाँ पे वरुण तुपे, hello. ऋषिराज पोटकोटे हड़ो, जैसे मेरे को नाम ही नहीं मालूम भाई. क्या समझ रहे हो? चलो guys, it was a close game. मजा आया देखने में. And hope आप लोगों को भी मजा आया हो. Thank you guys for tuning in. अनसब क्यों कर रहे हो यार? और giveaways करेंगे, और streams करेंगे, और मजा करेंगे. चलो, bye bye. Take care.